He said, hey, look. He said, hey, look. He said, hey, 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 hey.
Welcome to the Snark Tank. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
I'm not purple. What's going on?
That's your shirt.
Oh yeah.
That's not your skin, it's your shirt.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. Welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. Welcome. It's me, Chris Raygun. It's him, Tom Sweeney. It's him, Derek Blackman.
Iron cousin.
Oh, yeah. Same. Go on over to Patreon. Go on over to patreon.com/Snark
I'm sorry. Iron Chef is the best show on planet Earth. I don't care what says.
I've never seen Iron Chef. I don't know what Iron Chef is, actually. Now
Crazy. Shows
love it.
Crazy.
What is it?
Bro, it would suck. So it's a cooking competition, right? You have the Iron Chefs that are a part of Kitchen Stadium and Chairman Kaga, who looks like, even though he's Japanese, he looks like he'd be the father of Wilmer Valderrama. You know, Fez. It's
baffling.
Weird. Yeah, it's a weird thing. They have very similar features. So when I was a kid, I'm like, are them niggas related? And then clearly they're not. This guy's speaking Japanese, and the other guy's clearly
He's Mexican.
He's Mexican?
He's Mexican or Venezuelan, one of the two.
He's something that I'm just whatever.
Valderrama is definitely like one of the. That's not a Mexican name.
It's
Spanish for sure.
It's a Spanish name, but I just don't know.
It's like Argentinian or Venezuelan or fucking.
My grandma's Puerto Rican. Her last name is Lee. Like her family last name is Lee.
Well,
I guess so.
How did that happen? It is like, you know, knowing. I know.
She's Taino, so you know.
Brown people and their last name's White, and it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, even
your last name is Pilot.
Yeah, but
you're a black. Your name should be like Unfuku or something like that. Umagawe or something like that.
Weird? As I've gotten older, I never cared about that. But then I got older, and for some reason, like say my friend, his first name was Jameson, and he changed his name to Kwame. He got very radicalized,
Dang,
and I was like, whatever, bro.
He got pipelined. That shit. I'm close. I've been close to that for years.
Dude, I talked to my mom.
I like to just have motherfucking friends like this guy that I'm like, holy shit, like I can't go full on racist because like I know decent white people. I can't become like a insane
It starts
person.
with like the first thing is the point of no return is changing your name to like African as fuck.
Yeah, and
I talked to my mom about that, and the weird thing was, I thought she was gonna full-fledged push back and be like, "You're being stupid. Shut up." Because I was like, "How would you feel if I did something crazy like that?" And she was like, And I was thinking, I was like, "Yo, Mom,
that's a great response.
Are you like way more radical than Is she hiding her power level to where she's just like waiting for an excuse to become Nunchaku or something?"
That's crazy.
Nunchaku is crazy.
Because I'm like, wait, I thought you would be like, "How dare you? That's your name. Your father gave you that name." And she's like, I don't know.
No, she doesn't care. Who cares? Who cares, really?
I mean, names mean so little at the same time while meaning so much.
Yeah.
It's like one of those weird things where it's like, your name means literally nothing. If someone blows your brains out, your name means nothing, you know? Like, it doesn't persist or stuff like that. This shit like that. It's like it's really nihilistic, like depressing. And I don't mean it to be so hyperbolic, but like being called up about your name in either direction is like kind of just
no
dumb.
One's name is unique. So it's just kind of like,
my cousin's name is unique.
I bet it isn't.
No, literally.
What's his name?
Unique.
I saw my brain because I rolled my eyes so hard.
My cousin's name is I kid you not.
It's unique.
It's Dream Unique.
Dream Unique.
Last name.
I'm not gonna say last name. Then you'll be able to find him directly.
New York.
He's from New York. He's from New York.
Dream Unique is not a specific enough name.
I know another person. I know two people named Dream. One other than him is one other person.
See, I'm okay with the name Dream. It doesn't bother me.
That's a dumb fucking name.
It is, but it doesn't. There's a lot of dumb names.
Shorten it to Dre.
I mean, actually, yeah. That's exactly what.
Dre AM's
you
my
have
name.
to do that.
Dre in the AM.
Dre
AM is
AM.
my name.
Well, that would be their stupid fucking rapper name or something, right? That would be. It's
I hope he doesn't rap. I hope he doesn't. He's from New York.
Dream AM is actually. I think I might give Dream AM a listen at least.
That's
Dre
not bad.
AM. Dre AM.
Dre AM. It's not horrible.
Dre
I feel like
It's not the worst I've ever heard for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
he's like a skater black kid, which obviously makes. Well, no, he's also not a kid anymore. He's like a grown man. He's like 24.
Oh.
It's weird to think that like.
Could I change my name to something like that?
Well, Dream.
Could I be like Umbignawe Chunchungdue?
You are definitely part African.
Damn, that's
'Cause You're
hot.
Puerto Rican. You're
I like that.
very likely you are West African, but like not enough for it to matter. You know, like I don't know if you want to, you can. I don't care, but like I don't give a fuck. But like you got to be aware of the conversation is going to start.
Me knowing that you're not like a seething racist, it wouldn't really bother me.
Right.
You know, like it's
On Twitter, a lot of people would be confused.
Yeah.
They'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Like that's just a joke for you. So I understand. Like that's funny because it's a joke, but like there's better jokes.
There are better
There's
jokes.
better
that's
jokes.
that's a very thorough joke to go through the whole process of changing your fucking name. You're like, oh, that was fun. All right, let me fill out the other form again.
Yeah.
Change it back to Chris.
Well, dude, speaking of fun names,
What?
well, we got a dude. I love this story so far about this CEO killer. His name turns out his name is fucking, what is it? Luigi Mangione.
It doesn't sound real.
It is.
It's too
liter-
Italian.
It literally sounds like the names that we would make up for that stupid mob thing that we were
Yes.
doing.
Yes.
Like, oh, that's Luigi Mangione, the fucking, I don't know, the scout.
This guy, he sounds like he's a mob boss and at the same time a really good baseball player. Like there's like something like going on with this guy that like
Italians aren't really good baseball players anymore. That was the 20s, bro.
I know it's the Japanese are taking over. I know.
It was the Italians, and then the black people came in. And they were like, "Fuck!" The Italians kind of got moved out,
Right, but-
and then the Dominicans and the Cubans showed up, and now they had their way. And now the Japanese are
doing
storming
really
it.
well right now.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like even there's a few of them over in Los Angeles. There was a big one that was
You
in
recently got
that
one,
was
right?
in,
Like 2 years ago,
in
right?
Angels. He was on the Angels, and
I
then
feel
he went
like I
to
remember.
he went to the
you remember
Los Goyas,
Hideki?
and they won a pennant.
Hideki Matsui?
Yeah, you remember Hideki.
I have no reason to remember that name. Isn't
Well,
that
you're from
crazy?
New York.
Yeah. I just know these
He was
people's
he
names.
was a demon. He was also really fucking good.
Luigi
I couldn't-
Mangione.
I couldn't tell you a single Yankee today.
That's
Oh,
you
yeah,
mean
of
today.
course,
Yeah.
I get that.
Today?
That's fine.
You want to
No
say that's
idea.
impossible?
Yeah,
you want
I
to
was
say
gonna
that's
say, I was like, no way.
Yeah,
Babe
yeah.
Ruth?
You just
It's
by
easy.
Babe Ruth was a
proxy.
Yankee?
Yeah, he was eventually. He was
Oh.
he was a sock first.
I actually didn't know that.
He was well, the house that Ruth built. That was the name of the stadium.
No, it's called Yankee
It
Stadium.
was a nickname. Sorry, nickname.
No
I
one
get it.
called it the house that Ruth built.
Sports
Can you do
commentators
five?
did.
Can you do five all-time Yankees?
That's very
I
easy.
mean,
you can do it.
So you can Babe Ruth is one of them.
So okay, Babe Ruth, Hideki Matsui,
yes.
Derek Jeter.
Okay,
Okay.
you're good.
Well,
I don't know two other ones though.
Come
to be
on,
honest
yes you
with
do.
Alex Rodriguez, was he on the?
Yes.
Yeah, A-Rod.
One
And,
more.
One more.
One more.
I don't know. Ballsy McBase.
Oh,
I really have no.
that's
I
so stupid. You can name me at least one more.
I don't know another one.
Daryl
Actually,
Strawberry.
who?
Daryl Strawberry.
It's a mascot.
Yeah, but
Damn.
he did play.
Daryl Strawberry is a black man.
Black man who was very talented but
Named
had a really
Strawberry?
bad drug
Yeah.
problem.
That's a-
sad situation. Really talented guy but had a really bad drug problem.
The only reason I really know about Daryl Strawberry is because of The Simpsons. So they had a softball. The nuclear power plant had a softball.
Oh, yeah.
Tournament,
And he was in it for some reason.
fucking birds and just hired just all Major League Baseball players. And then there was like Homer. It was like Homer was trying to like be on the team, but then he easily got replaced by Daryl Strawberry.
I'm pretty good at baseball, right,
Fucking-
Mark?
There was Roger Clemens. Who else was on there? I'm not gonna name the whole thing, but that's a great episode.
I only remember exactly 4, and that's it. I don't know
Yeah.
anymore. I never heard Daryl Strawberry in my life.
It's good enough,
yeah.
It's good
You know
enough.
quite a fool. We're not even in New York anymore. No.
Yeah, I just
That
like
means
the
we
hat.
don't like baseball.
I just like the hat.
It's a good looking
That's it.
hat.
My
It's-
grandma loves
It's on
that sport
everybody
so much.
who's saying crazy shit right now. You see, like there's See, I don't. So I actually have been following that weird case with the guy who choked out the homeless guy.
Oh, the fucking Marine or whatever.
Yeah. But the guy,
what is that about? I didn't hear about that.
I
So
somehow
this is an older case where it became another fucking culture war issue where it clearly shouldn't have been. There was just this handsome Marine. This is why the divide happened. Handsome white Marine chokes out this mentally ill Michael Jackson impersonator, who's a black dude, on one of the subways or whatever. He was saying some hostile stuff, but he was kind of being hostile, begging for like money or food. And then this guy chokes him out for 6 fucking minutes.
Oh, that's outrageous. That's outrageous.
And he got off. First, he got off. And the idea that him knowing, he knows CQC.
Yeah.
You know,
he's a Marine.
He's
That's
a
like-
Marine. One of his instructors or somebody testified saying like, yeah, he should have known better to not choke him out for 6 minutes because choking out somebody for a minute is death, right? You blood choke somebody, they pass out within seconds. If you choke them out for minutes, of course they're fucking dead. But he still got off, and mostly because he's a Marine.
the gentleman died, right?
Of course he's dead.
Of course
he's
died.
dead as
What?
shit.
Like, yeah.
You can't survive being asphyxiated for that long. That's insane.
Yeah, because he just why what in
So he got
why?
off, and it became one of those things where it's like, the problem is he's a Marine and he's too handsome. That's the biggest problem. If you look at him, I was like, that's a good looking guy. The sympathy, now dirty, poor, black, crazy, and then all of a sudden, the writing was on the wall.
Yeah.
We all know if it was reversed, if some filthy fucking, let's just say if George Floyd choked out somebody, some beautiful white guy, it would have
be
been
a very different story.
Very different.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But his, I think there was somebody from his family or whatever that was like, is wearing a Yankee hat going like, hey, yo, kill people. It's like, or some crazy shit. I'm not even joking. I think they were just like, yo, what the fuck? Kill people.
What murder?
Yo, kill me. What? I've been seeing that so
What
much.
murder?
What murder?
Do you know Vinny Paz?
Yeah, of course.
He fucking posted that on his story too. What murder? Like they were talking about Luigi. What murder?
Dude, it is such
He's
a,
full of people.
that sound was tailor made for this situation.
Was it not?
Yeah,
insane.
that was
Because not
ahead
only
of
is it-
time. He was like, record me now.
I'm seeing the future. It's so New York coded, and then it's so specific.
Shout out to the
It's like
Italians. You guys are back.
he
in
was
the
the greatest guy around. What about the people he murdered? What murder? It sounds so fake.
Speaking like that is like
Shout out to the Italians coming back to relevance, bro. Y'all been on the downhill for a little while. You know, not much hasn't happened for them.
Yeah.
they've been getting shat on relentlessly. For people who are starting to realize this isn't real. These people are like they're all kind of like playing a role, and it started to bleed into other. You know, I had a guy that from Sicily that went to our school, and I was like, all right, Anthony, you gotta chill out a little bit because he was so and then he had so much gold, and I was like, hey man, you live in California. This is not. Maybe you can fit in Glendale a little bit because they were kind of doing some like mafioso shit.
They're homogenous, sort of.
They were doing some
Armenians design their American heritage probably off of Italian.
It
people,
seems.
Like,
It
they're
seemed like
oh,
it.
this is like.
It seems.
This is what Europeans
seemed like it.
This is what Europeans in
wouldn't have said
America
that, but
act
yeah.
like. You know, that's what Europeans in America act like. If you're like a European person embraced to America, you wear a lot of gold. You wear like a lot of very gaudy-esque things.
Yeah.
No disrespect to any of my Armenian friends.
Yeah, it's just a matter of fact.
All 0 of them. But
Zero of them.
all genuinely 3 of them. But like that's just how they act, because growing up around Italians from New York, the ones that I was cool with, they were either that kind of like, forget about but that wasn't them. That was like their uncles and shit.
It wasn't
like that.
for some reason.
The
It was
younger
uncle,
people.
Yeah.
The younger people acted like niggas. They were just like, oh, we're just essentially niggas. They speak and act exactly like the way I did when I lived there. You know.
Yeah.
But they were just like, yeah, that shit sounds obnoxious.
Yeah.
That shit is like why do they? It's like when you're Hispanic and you talk to or Jamaican or Caribbean people talking to their parents. Like every time I talk to my dad, I'm like, Dad, stop talking like that. You sound stupid. He's like, why are me, huh? Man, I talk no weirdo. It's like, dude,
Stop.
You sound fucking.
Stop doing that.
You sound like Sebastian,
Bro. Oh my God.
It's insane.
I witnessed that with Kamaru Usman when he was champion. And then he started talking to his dad because Kamaru Usman sounds like this. Hey, I'm Kamaru Usman. What's up? You know, I'm Kamaru Usman.
Hey, it's me.
And then he was talking to his dad. Hello, Papa. I am. They're Nigerian, and I was like, hello, Papa. And I was like, what?
I'm Homer Simpson ass face.
I was like, what's happening? It was such a switch to, I need to talk this way to my father so he completely understands what I'm saying, but I didn't know. I thought that was like disrespectful.
You're just American. You're American.
Yeah.
That's why. So you don't have, because your parents speak exactly like
It's
you.
just your code switching.
It's a code switch in a way that I thought was
fake.
disrespectful and fake, but then I saw it like happen. It was like, oh my God, this is like a real thing. And that was the first time I saw that, like genuinely.
That's kind of wild.
It's how that's how it is when you have a family that's not from the same places, you know?
Right.
Because that's how I speak to my dad. I speak to my dad in Patois because of the fact that that's how he speaks, you know? That was like in the house conversation with him.
Yeah.
Opposed to like outside, I talk like this, you know?
Yeah, you're talking, yeah.
Same thing with like Lillian. Like, you guys have spoken to Lillian. She sounds like a fucking white woman, essentially, you know? But like when she's in how she speaks to her mom, she sounds very Hispanic.
It's
and
very
talking to her.
fascinating.
It's very weird, yeah.
That's just how it works. Because especially if your parents speak a different language too. That's just what happens, you know. Every reason with foreign like heritage does that. Same thing with like I'm sure like when your mom was speaking to her mom, she didn't talk the same way she spoke to you.
I guess
She would
not.
would sound way more Spanish.
Well, she would speak Spanish to her.
Well, exactly.
So
she wouldn't speak it the
'cause
way
she
I
didn't-
speak it. The way I speak
Right.
Spanish, I sound like a fucking
Hola.
news prompter.
Por favor.
Hola.
Holla.
Holla.
Holla. Holla.
Como estés?
Como estés?
That's fucking.
Dude, you should be beaten savagely. Like if anyone ever said it like that, it's just everyone converges on you.
Shot.
Like,
Immediately.
Immediately.
I remember the last episode, I was trying to say I don't know any music in Spanish, and instead of saying like yo no sé música de España, I said yo know music in Spanish, and I was like, that's so
You don't
dumb.
know music in Spanish?
Huh?
So you said I don't music in Spanish.
It's
So I said it the wrong. I said it the wrong way, trying to say it the right way by saying it in Spanish.
Well, that's how most people say the wrong thing, I would imagine.
You have to.
Nobody's trying to say the wrong thing on purpose.
You're right.
That's insane.
Right.
It's a really specific thing to say.
Whatever, man.
Anyway, so this guy shot some guy.
Yeah. Talk about how fucking handsome this guy is, too.
Not a bad looking guy.
Hey, he's a good looking dude.
The fuck, like,
You know?
it was even, okay, we saw the CCTV of his face. I'm like, that's a handsome guy. And then they showed pictures of him, this nigga hiking.
Yeah.
And he's fucking jacked.
He's kind of
At
in
least
good shape.
he at least was jacked at some point.
Was jacked at some
But,
point.
that photo looks fake. Also, it's very very weird because like he's toned here but nowhere else. It's very weird. It's a very weird image.
He's specifically like focused on a specific area, or genetically he's just built weird in that way.
He has a strong core.
Like,
He has a really
how
strong
The
core.
but
Rock-
that's it. But it's like he has a strong core, but then he worked nothing else out.
It's like
it's so weird.
He looked good in other places, but it just looked way too good. It looked like the torso of a professional bodybuilder, and then the other parts were very lackluster. And it should just be freak genetics where he's only gifted in his fucking abs, and it's like
Maybe that's why he took it on. He was like, they'll try to shoot me in the gut if they catch me, but they'll never be able to penetrate my abs.
yeah, it's clear that he was
Thinking
for a
that is
while.
insane.
He was roided out for a while, very clearly.
I don't think he was worried. I think he was just probably like
He was way too big for that. That is not a normal size human. That's not like,
Really? You
as
think
big
Well,
as
he's 26.
as
right?
big as he was. Yeah, it's just the amount of knowledge I have in the industry and seeing what is natural and capable versus what is not. Especially the one thing that people always forget is sustainability. When you see people looking that jacked in just in a setting like that, and it's not polished, they're shrunken themselves, they dehydrated themselves. Like, you know how people will take photos, professional photos, to look as jacked as possible. Like, there's this guy I used to work out with named Tim, where in his professional setting, he looked like a Greek god, but when you saw him in person, he doesn't look like that because there's more water on him. He's a regular. When you see someone that jacked in a normal setting, it's fucking steroids.
I
need it. You need it.
I don't have the same eye as you, but I've seen people who are just in insanely good shape, and I've seen people who are like just obviously like. I've seen some roided out niggas that look like, oh, you look disgusting. Like you're not like
there's levels
real.
to it.
obviously, but I didn't think he looked. I think he just like, he has like a really strong core, clearly, because he
looks-
was a climber. And so I was like, I'd imagine he have like a strong core like that. But he also has this injury, which probably cycles all the way back into why he did that. Like literally, he probably got injured.
Maybe so.
He couldn't live the lifestyle he was living anymore.
Yeah. So
And he was like, I'm gonna catch you slipping, you know?
Yeah. The idea is there's a lot of people that can look really good naturally, but sustaining it is a different thing.
That is true.
Especially in a natural setting where you're not specifically trying to capture the best lighting of yourself and you're flexing like, you know, like people are doing to look as jacked as possible. He was in a very casual, like, it was almost like kind of from the side too. I was like, oh, it was a very natural photo where it wasn't just like he's posing or something. And I was like, he's so ripped in that, like the abs are protruding so much that is help. And another thing, the people that he follows, like he follows Joe Rogan, who, you know, they're all juice head. This fucking terrible rapper named Zuby, which I thought, I was like, is this a joke? Is he following him for the memes? But I was like, Zuby's not even, you wouldn't even follow him for the, like, because he's not producing anything embarrassing
Is he
enough.
that bad?
He's a bad rapper and he's really stupid.
Oh.
It's one of those things where he,
It's unfortunate double combo.
yeah. He got, let's put it this way. Actually, he is that bad at rapping. Let's put it this way, because I was telling JoJo this. He's worse than Tom McDonald.
Dang,
yeah.
that's crazy.
That is crazy. Tom McDonald.
I believe that too.
At least if he wasn't like doing all this woke stuff, he would just be like a bad Midwestern like clown rapper to me. You know what I mean? Like he'd be like one of those guys. He'd be like friends with Insane Twisted or whatever the fuck. He'd be like one of those people.
Like exactly a passing grade.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm like, he's fine for that stuff. Like, I think most of that stuff is trash. Like, but it's fine for people that listen to it.
It's
love
fine
it.
for rats.
Trash. I think
Yeah,
that's trash.
But come on, you know it is.
Oh, it's horrible.
yeah,
it's horrible.
But for them, the Faygo drinking fucking meth heads, they love it.
What makes it
It's
so
fine.
insane is that M will always be attached to them because of the fact he is unfortunately a Midwest white rapper.
Yeah, I mean,
and he's always gonna be attached to those motherfuckers. And he's like, I'm so good though.
And they beefed before I even knew who the fuck they were.
They beat Eminem, and it was like, guys,
I didn't even know who they were back in the
guys,
day.
sit down. Come on, dude.
I don't
Especially that era of him too. Like beefing with Eminem now is like he's gonna say something like wordplay at you, but you could be like, this motherfucker is old and he's dumb. It's like that. But that era, 2000s Eminem, you don't do that to yourself.
Really dumb.
He's gonna make a song. You saw what he did to Ja Rule? He put Ja Rule on his lap and fucked him. And it fucked him hard to the point Ja Rule's career died. Ja Rule's one of the biggest artists at that time.
At that time,
and
he
Eminem
was one of the
killed his career. That is insane.
You got to be careful. Like
That really was insane.
He killed him.
Look, the one thing
Ja
that
Rule's still dead.
he is still dead. He is still dead. He literally
didn't he-
never recovered.
Because didn't he have his daughter on the track and asking like, "Am I bigger than Ja Rule?" And he was like, "Nah, honey, you're the same size." I remember hearing that. Like, this is so mean spirited for no reason.
I mean, Ja Rule is an idiot. Like he was fake, and you don't stay. It's like the grifter, right? Stay in your lane.
Exactly.
You know, like don't fly too close to the sun. Don't try to act like that's what that Andy Pants fuck did, where he was like I'm gonna start beefing with the Act Man and all this shit. Where I'm like, bro, just grift and make your money. Like stop trying to put yourself out there as if you're somebody real, and then you respond to them, and it's like you have all the cannon fodder in the fucking world to destroy them.
The problem with beef in that context is that it always comes across. You cannot be an anonymous person beefing with somebody who is not anonymous.
Yeah,
it just doesn't.
so, right?
Like it just comes across as inherently lame.
Right.
That's
Because
That's true. That's true.
here's Andy Pants Gaming where you can't see his face versus the Act Man and that's him. It's like there's you can't.
That's him, and it's barely.
Imagine-
there's barely a character in him.
Like,
Because
imagine-
we know him too. It's like that's him.
Right,
That's how he acts.
Right,
you know?
but like also just like imagine Eminem versus Ja Rule, but Eminem never showed his face and he was like he never went on tour. He was just like hiding.
Yeah.
and he was just like
it's a
it
lot of
ruins
cannon
everything.
fodder. Yeah, that's true.
Like you trade a lot for your anonymity.
My thing is that like people have to understand you don't have to, like in the rap career, well particularly now especially that and it's very much so done by Kanye. People don't want to give him credit for that. You don't have to be a thug to be a hip hop artist anymore. Kanye very much so broke that mold of like you don't have to be like a thuggish
Really?
rapper. Yeah, it was Kanye.
Fuck.
He was probably the biggest that made people be like, oh yeah, like
Because even M was a thug. Like Eminem wasn't like
Well,
he wasn't a gang member like that, but he was out there and
he was
doing
running
shit.
with people that
he was doing shit, you know. Unfortunately,
he was running with people. I mean,
the D12 niggas were insane. You know, they were definitely doing shit they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
And he was just friends with them, and he was like, "These are like my homies." You
There's
know,
CCTV footage of him in the '90s kicking a dog into a plane propeller.
Yo, line me up.
And a plane propeller is crazy too.
In the
That's
air.
like an old plane.
It's like a fucking Indiana Jones plane.
It's like a Cessna or whatever. Just
I don't know. So like people like now when people beef with you, it's like I don't care, dude. Like you can just do the whole like I don't care about the beef, man. Like whatever.
yeah, whatever.
People are like, oh, I have to go back to just the rap thing, but it's like you don't really have to. Like people have tried to beef with Logic. And Logic's like, I don't care, man. Have a good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go play Mario Kart. Have a blessed time.
Well, some beefs. I mean, this guy clearly had a bit of a beef.
He had a big beef, and this was
He got his get back.
It was a massacring, like the CEO Brian Thompson, I think it was, or whatever.
Something like that.
Didn't even. Yeah, I don't care. But
It doesn't matter.
It actually not even. I'm gonna be completely honest because I was seeing a lot of people trying to at least do the caveat of I hate when people do this because it's kind of also number one, everybody already, you don't need to say this, but when people say, well, I feel bad for the kids or I'm like,
Yeah, obvious. Yeah.
like,
Well,
you
duh.
know, it doesn't need to be fucking stated. But however, I was like, let me even challenge that a little bit. The odds are those kids are going to just carry they're basically going to carry the legacy of the
chip
father.
on the shoulder.
And they're going to become terrible fucking people in their own rights and become heads of companies to do terrible things. So it's not like it's in the way, it's like the odds are. Every once in a while you have the what do you call it? You have the odd one out or the outlier that someone, like say one of Elon Musk's kids is like, you're a piece of shit, I don't want anything to do with you. But I'm sure some of them, there's probably actually a lot of them because he just doesn't want anything to do with them really.
Yeah.
But say,
I mean, a few of his kids have openly been like, "You suck."
that's mainly because he probably, since he's a terrible father and he's not doing anything. But I was thinking of like Rupert Murdoch, right? He's gonna die pretty soon, and people like one of his sons, who's like a piece of shit, he's gonna be the next in line. There's one of his other sons that's actually voted for Biden and stuff like that, but they're still kind of close. You know what I mean? But it's like these people are all groomed and they're all on average like very wealthy. They don't actually care about people on average. There's just that one outlier, that one dude.
Very rarely do people grow up in a system of like people being shitty and they grow up to be different, you know?
Yeah, because
there has to be some sort of like external force that like helps them like, oh, this is different.
Yeah.
This is like a different situation.
It's
you
like
know?
all the it's like when Elliot met E.T. You know?
Explain?
Huh? You remember E.T.? The movie. How Elliot was like a gang member?
I do remember.
I remember the
Ethan
movie.
Thomas.
E.T. was...
Is that not what E.T. is?
What did you call him?
Ethan Thomas?
Ethan Thomas, the extraterrestrial.
Is that not his name?
I think it is.
Yeah.
It's Ernest Turnist. It's not Ethan Thomas.
Oh yeah, Ernest Turnist. I forgot.
Ernest
I forgot that
Turnist.
Ernest Turnist was his name.
My bad.
Yeah.
I forgot it. Actually, you're right.
I'm so sorry for saying that. I'm so
Ethan
sorry
Thomas?
for miss.
What am I thinking? Ernest
Obviously,
Turnist.
it's Ernest. He's an
obvious.
alien. Obviously, it's not Ethan Thomas. That's a human fucking name, dude.
Dude, yeah, in that movie, like Elliot's a gang member, and then he meets E.T., and then he changes his ways.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that. When he gives him the Reese's Pieces, he gets them from a kid's body he just killed.
It's actually fentanyl. Little fentanyl tablets.
You know what's crazy? If aliens came to Earth, I would give them fentanyl. I would give them shit
Absolutely.
like that.
What if it powers them up though? What if their chemistry reacts? What if it's like the limit? It's like limitless.
breaks up. It's like when TV evolves.
Yeah, I was thinking the limitless pill from that movie that no
Limitless.
one saw.
Oh my god! I forgot about that.
Even I didn't see that
saw
movie.
it.
I just
I
know.
saw it. For some reason I saw that movie.
The movie was dumb as shit, but it was also entertaining. It was entertaining though.
I think that was like one of Bradley Cooper's like first movies outside of The Hangover.
It was right after Hangover.
Yeah.
They're like, let's give you an action movie. And,
Yeah.
and he was like, all right, I guess this is what you do.
That's bad because that usually kills people's careers. Like
he's
it was
such
like
a solid actor though.
Who's that? He's a good actor. So who's that fucking guy? The abs kid from the vampire movies.
Chillin'?
Yeah. It's funny how you knew that immediately.
I
said abs kid. And you're like, I know what you're talking
unfortunately, I'm quite a Twilight fan.
about. Okay.
Ironically, but ironically, is still a fan of it.
How
know?
are you? Okay. Hold on a second. So my biggest problem with the Twilight is
there's tons. I go on for years.
It's not even so. It's not even just the movie. It's just the premises of how they changed And not even in a cool way. The way they changed vampires and Lycans in a way that it's so gay.
Yeah.
But like that's because like I don't no never mind I can watch some schlocky bullshit.
It's a story created by a young Mormon girl who was afraid to really identify her weird sexuality. So instead of her being like, oh, these things, like I'm attracted to clearly older men in a strange way, and I'm obviously a bit of a furry. She's like, I'm going to make werewolves and vampires, and they're all hot and they love me. And then I'm going to have like a weird pro-life moment in there as well, too. And it's like, it is what it is.
Look,
it is
man,
what it is. You know, like, I think it's funny.
Mormons are freaks, bro.
I can't even fault that, really.
Yeah, I get
Because
it.
like most people just like, oh, this is what I'm into, and I'm going to jerk off and die.
Yeah.
But she was just like, I'm going to make me money.
I'm going to turn this into a fucking franchise.
Stephanie Meyers, bro, she's immortalized now. She's like one of the highest selling book series of all time.
It's that's cool. That's cool, but that also upsets me.
Yeah, him too.
I mean, I guess does
he wrote that Bible,
does
right?
the King James estate get money for that?
Nothing. That's crazy. That's the crazy thing about King James's family. That James being around still. That's insane. That's insane.
Is the Bible's public domain?
I imagine so.
I don't even want to begin to think about that.
It must be. You know what I mean?
Because
Right?
if it's public domain, I'm fucking editing I'm making one. I'm having one printed.
Extra ammo. We're making the Bible.
I'm not. We don't have time.
You can absolutely make your own Bible, I think.
I think you can.
And I think you can call it the Bible.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can.
I think you can.
I think they have different names.
Trump printed a Bible with the fucking Constitution in
That
it.
is very true.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it was the same words of the Bible.
So it must be public domain then if you can just do that, right? So we're gonna the Snark Tank Bible, but it's literally
The Snark
just
Tank Bible.
It's just a tank on it, but it's the Bible. I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Oh, and then the picture of this, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, one picture of this in
That's
there.
the devil in it.
That's the
It'll be that, but in stained glass art.
That'd
be sick.
That's
That is
not sick, but like I get it.
Well, I mean, literally.
Do we know? I'm gonna reach out stained
these-
glass artists, people who are like really good at that.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Everybody who's good at stained glass who's watching the show.
Give us a hit. Hit us up. Hit us
us
up on
up.
Twitter.
So people are begging for the Wanted Sween merch.
no.
They're begging for it, and then they're also then you're gonna get your counter, the stained glass Saint Sween.
Saint Sweeney.
We'll do
Yeah,
the Saint
there's
one.
gonna
As,
be an
we'll do the
exalted
Saint.
one.
We'll do the Saint one as you, normal.
This would be me.
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah, it'll
Yeah.
just be you, like smiling like
Saint
a cherub.
Sweeney doing your thing or whatever.
Oh, no, doing my Baphomet.
Yeah, doing your shit, and then we got
That's insane. With like a cloak.
bro. We got you.
like grills on.
With grills.
That is so disgustingly disrespectful.
I feel like
We got you.
I'm not Christian at all, and I think that's so disrespectful.
I feel like it, look,
We got you. We got you. We're
It
gonna
must-
we'll hook you up.
it must be public domain.
It-
Because I don't even know who you would you contact.
Who do you
for
ask?
the
Right.
Yeah, who has the licensing rights to the Bible?
mind if I
I'm
make
sure,
a Bible?
I'm sure it's like
Look it
the
up.
Penguin, right?
The peng.
You know, no.
Oswald Cobblepot.
I don't. Oh my god! I meant the publishing house. The
I understood that immediately after I heard. The first thing that came to my mind is fucking Colin Farrell. You're like,
Colin Farrell owns the Bible. Only as the Penguin.
he only has the rights if he's in character.
I'm falling asleep. Stop.
He only has the rights if he's in character as Oswald Cobblepot.
So the Bible is not entirely public domain, as some versions are. The King James Bible is not public domain.
But the Bible is.
Some versions of it are.
Well, so let's just do that. Let's do the what is it? The Jing Kames Bible.
Yeah,
It'd be the King James again, because that's me.
the Gene Kames Bible.
Just do the King James again. That's
love
my
it.
name, literally.
Kingston Bible.
Yeah, the King Stun Bible.
You can just say King James.
But you
I am.
But it is- it
my
is a
name
different-
Kingston Jameson.
I get well.
That is
I
very
guess.
true.
That is true. I guess.
and we just
You have
write
to legally change your name.
really small, so it's like
It's son. Stun.
King
Yeah.
Stun.
James.
Son.
It's like the OJ book when
I
they
changed-
put
Oh,
when
yeah.
they put him.
If.
Yeah.
Kingston's What If Bible.
I did it. That was great.
It's good. It's really smart.
Yeah.
Really smart on their behalf.
He played the meme too much. you
Anyway.
know, like
But yeah, shout out to
shout out to OJ.
shout out to Mario and Luigi.
Yeah.
You know, That crazy name. No one saw it coming.
I really, my first guess in these situations is always Dylan. Dylans are just known school shooters. I don't know what it is.
Dylans are bad.
Yeah.
Something, anything, even like what did I say? Ethan Thomas.
Ethan
like that
Winters?
it would have been like
I would have believed in Ethan.
Ethan Winters. Ethan Thomas would have been like, oh yeah, he did it for sure.
Yeah.
We have to understand this though. We've never had this breed of one. You know.
Nothing close.
We've never had
way
one.
Too different.
He feels like a man out of time. Really.
Did you see
Luigi's
the
not
fact-
a 26-year-old's name.
I've
By the
never-
way, hilarious age. Hilarious
He's a
age.
kid.
No. Specifically because that's the age you get kicked off of your health insurance. Your parents'
Oh yeah,
health insurance.
clearly
That is so fucking funny.
clearly something happened.
Oh, so do you
He got his injury.
Have you heard-
something? Like there has to like
There was
this,
many things.
All of these pieces like clearly there's a thing here. Why? You know.
I heard a few things. So there was, I think, probably back issues, and that was probably a thing. I've heard some stuff that was going on with his grandparents. I don't know if that was verified.
Yeah.
But one of the things was, I think their family's company, I don't know if this is true, but this is what I heard, that his family's company was wrapped up in like nursing homes or something that say United Healthcare were swallowing up businesses, basically their competition, which happened to do with their business. So it was hurting their business by, you know how they are, they're giving you offers you can't refuse, essentially, the way that they do business.
Yeah.
And that's what I was hearing. The unfortunate thing is, so what was that one guy? There's a reporter that says he has his manifesto. What's his name?
Ken Klippenstein or
That
something?
guy,
Which
yeah.
sounds like not a real person.
He doesn't sound real at all. I bookmarked it. I haven't read anything yet.
If that's the real manifesto, I did read it.
You read
And
it?
Yeah.
What did it say?
It's very short.
Oh.
It's like 2 pages.
This fucking Ivy League fucking valedictorian guy, just a short manifesto, and all those other assholes have like pages of pages.
Well, the thing is that I think that's why. I think that's why.
It's
You
because
get it?
no, you're right. You're
He's
absolutely
like,
right.
I don't need to use a bunch of words to describe my pain.
You're
This
1,000.
is pain.
He's
you know?
smart. He's to the point. That is very true. You're absolutely right.
I didn't really glean. You don't
What do
really
you say?
glean much out of it. It is kind of like there is
Shit's
just-
gay.
Yeah.
I'm Luigi. Let's go.
He did say like they deserve it, but like whatever. He starts it off by being like, first of all, I respect the feds and what they do or whatever, and I'm like, all right, I don't really. This guy's kind of politically
He's
incoherent.
confused.
Yeah.
When you saw who he's following on Twitter, that is absolutely true because
Yeah.
he follows AOC.
He clearly
follows Joe Rogan.
He's probably a very like a moderate young person, you know, that's kind of trying to figure things out, like most people
Probably.
are. But the thing is that
I
he's
feel like
just
at 26, you just kind of know what's going on.
usually more often than not.
Well, he's
more
also clearly insane.
There's that too. To be able to actually murder somebody, you're a little.
He's
nuts.
clearly not okay.
He was
Like,
caught in a McDonald's too. By the way, do you see that the fucking guy who the person who ratted him out at the McDonald's is not going to get the reward because they didn't?
Put the camera on me. Good.
No, 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
You can't make this shit up. You cannot.
How funny
I
is
couldn't write this.
No, but how thematically perfect is that?
That's
Like
beautiful.
that is so perfectly thematic. It's like, I did what you asked, and they're like, denied.
Yeah,
actually,
denied. You fucking snitch.
You do qualify. You did do what we asked, but it wasn't through the right, exact, specific
Exactly what we
qualifications.
said, so
you're not
keeping
going to get your life-changing money.
Sorry. Thanks for killing. Thanks for bringing.
Complete, perfect. You couldn't write this any better.
You
Except
couldn't.
for if this was, I would be very upset because I would feel like him getting caught at a McDonald's, how contrived. Like, that's how I'd feel if this was like a story.
Yeah.
Because this guy, let's be real. How could you be this calculated to the way that he used the silencer, the way that he did all the stuff that he did?
He clearly didn't care about getting caught.
It showed people were testing in the field how it would sound. Like in the shots, I saw some videos. And it's like, yeah, I understand how he totally got away with it because it's so muffled in a way that beautifully. But then he went to McDonald's.
You know what's crazy to me?
He like
What's
someone
crazy-
that does this clearly doesn't care about getting caught.
Yeah, he
you
doesn't
know?
keep-
you did your once you kill the dragon, you sit down and you bleed out and you die. You know, you're like, I did what I needed to do. You know,
I think he was
My part's
prepared to
done.
die,
Yeah.
right? He probably was prepared to die.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm not dead. What's happening?
Yeah, he's like, I didn't plan for this. So he's just like running, and then he was like,
Let's
I don't
go
want to run.
Let's get
like,
a McRib. You know, like
Let's go get a fucking McRib.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy to think that like he genuinely probably wouldn't have been caught at all if he didn't pull his mask down to flirt with that lady.
Yes.
Once again, a woman ruining everything.
A woman ruining everything, but also stereotypical Italian. Hey, how you doing?
It's so funny.
Hey, what's going on, honey?
Because that really was the only thing that really gave him away.
Right, because everyone saw that and were like, oh, that's a good-looking dude. What the fuck?
So-
we were expecting some fucking monster. I was expecting this thing under the fucking... I was expecting...
That's crazy.
Yeah, like I was like a white version of this.
A white version of this.
Looking ass motherfucker. But did you guys saw that his favorite Pokemon was Breloom and he had it on his fucking thing, right?
did not.
And then it was his proverb was Breloom is Pokemon number 286.
286.
And then it was Proverbs 28 verse 6 where it's like what you call it. So it's his favorite Pokemon was there in a proverb.
So which one came first? Do you think the Proverbs or the Pokemon? Of what because obviously his favorite proverb came from the Pokemon
it's a
or the
classic
proverb.
question. What came first, the proverb or the Pokemon? The classic tale as old as time.
I think it's probably like he read the proverb and then he was like, "What Pokemon is this proverb?"
Wait, do you know what the proverb is? Is it even a good one?
Yeah.
Because if it's not good, then the Pokemon came first.
Better is a poor man who walks in integrity than a rich man who's so crooked in his ways.
Oh, okay.
Which is literally like it's.
Okay.
This is like me building a D&D character that's kind of silly but has a decent backstory. You know, like there's a little character in there. You know, they can turn this into something.
My favorite proverb is I can't remember what the number is, but it says I think the line is copyright King James. I think it might be in the beginning or the end.
That's such a dumb joke, but like
it's not a joke.
Copyright King James.
King James has a copyright for the Bible.
end. That would be sick.
Before copyright law.
Before he died,
Centuries.
Copyright, and they're like, "What is that, sire?
What is that?
Sire, what is
sire?"
that?" And then that
as
guy
he pulls a little
executes him.
as he pulls a kid's mouth off his dick. I don't know.
I don't
know,
That's
but let's look
crazy.
into it.
Yeah, so Luigi. God, Luigi's such a
Luigi.
If the only way that you could write this better is if there is in fact a Mario out there.
That was the whole thing.
Like waiting to strike another one.
There is for sure a Mario and his family, and I know like journalists are digging. Like I desperately need.
We gotta
you.
interview Mario.
Yeah, we need
Mario
you.
Mangione.
And then like they're
That sounds like a fake name.
Mario Mangione totally sounds, but like, how are you not Mario Man? There must be a Mario because that makes more sense than Luigi.
It does, yeah.
So it's like there's definitely a Mario Mangione in
Those
his
are both
family.
mad Italian names, you know, like they're both like old world Italian names, like
they're Assassin's Creed names.
like
They're just not. They're not contemporary. Like Vinny is like even that's old, but like that's fairly contemporary old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like 60s, 70s.
Since you guys are from New York, you know any Luigis?
yeah.
I don't know a single. Well,
You knew one.
No,
Yeah, of course.
My barber
Yeah.
was named Luigi. Actually.
Your bar was named Luigi,
But he was 70
oh,
when I was
so he was
when I was like 8.
okay.
I know Luigi.
So he's
not
definitely
young
gone.
Luigi's, yeah, but I know
He's
Luigi.
definitely gone.
Yeah.
I mean, he could be.
He's cutting the hair of angels.
Yeah, he
now.
could be hanging on by a thread.
I don't think so, man.
Still, like like
That guy was living rough.
He's fucking green, but he's still cutting. You know, he's
like
barely,
Dick Van Dyke.
Damn! Imagine that motherfucker is doing flips and shit. You think Big Dick Van Dyke can breakdance?
I think
Because
no one can breakdance better than him.
I don't disagree with you.
I think that'd be like you know, like when you use the bit, like last bit of your fuel, you're like, I only have a little bit
He'll
left.
pass away breakdancing.
And you just do a back dance. He does like a nice back handspring. And you're like, wow, that was good. He's like, thank you.
If Dick Van Dyke can simply get on the ground and spin once, it's better and more impressive than like a breakdancer in his prime doing the hardest move.
I actually agree.
You know what I mean?
I actually agree with that.
Yes.
I agree with that.
Yes.
That actually literally makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you should not expect that guy to do that
Speaking
at all.
Speaking of breakdancing, did you hear that? Apparently, the Raygun lady wants to make a musical.
Oh yeah, people were tagging me in this because it said Raygun the musical canceled. I can't escape this bitch.
I really hate that bitch.
Well,
Like,
she's
I have
so
like a great deal of.
I don't have a hate. I don't hate. I can't care enough about
she's so
Australian
unimpressive.
breakdancing.
It's like, what is this?
I hate her because of the fact that she like that's so disrespectful to your country, your country to an art form.
To me, it's more just taking the slot of somebody who deserved it. That's all.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
just
all.
it's just rude.
It's like Shadow
It's
the
like-
Erd Tree.
I mean,
yeah, but Shadow Archery at least is good, you know, like
Yeah, but
you
it's
can
not,
at least give it. It
right,
shouldn't.
right,
It shouldn't
it's
be
good,
there. It
but it's
shouldn't
not
be
a
there.
game. Is the
It's
thing.
not a
And she's
game.
not a breakdancer.
It
not a
shouldn't be
breakdancer.
there. It shouldn't.
I think
be
it's a
there.
perfect analogy. In fact,
I don't think it's a perfect analogy.
I think it's
I think
perfect.
it's very close, but at least Shadow is a good creation.
I think you're nitpicking.
I'm not. I don't think I'm nitpicking at all. I'm not even defending Shadow Archery. It should not be
See,
up
this,
there.
this is you. This is impression. This is you picking nits.
Because it's like, hey, look, no one is pushing back that Shadow of the Erd Tree is good. Like that's not even part of the
No,
conversation.
I understand, right?
This is not a game.
What I'm trying to draw the analogies is that, like, yes, they're where they shouldn't be.
You're doing glass half full.
No, I'm not. Yes,
No, you
yes,
are. You are.
Yes,
You are.
My little reference.
You're
is
being like,
doing
at
this.
least this is good, and
You're- well-
Raygun is.
Yeah,
He's fucking horrible. He's fucking horrible, dude.
I get what you're doing, but
you're doing that classic thing where it's like, you say something and what you say is dumb, gay, and stupid.
Oh, that's what you do too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I
you
guess you're right.
guys are like really good close friends, so it makes
Shut
sense.
the fuck up. No, you're our close friend too. Shut up.
I don't even know you guys.
I wandered in here. I'm actually, in fact, not Derek.
I'm not
I've
Derek.
been lying for. My name is Bronson.
I killed this dude and put his skin on.
My name is Brontain.
I would have.
Bronte.
I genuinely would have guessed Bronson before Luigi.
Yeah, Bronson would have been dope though.
Bronson's
too.
a crazy name because of that guy.
Because of fucking the movies Death Wish 4 Death Wish
Is it Death Wish?
Death Wish, yeah, there's Death Wish. Oh my god, what's his name? It's something Bronson.
I don't know.
You never
Bronson?
have you seen a Tom Hardy movie? The Tom Hardy movie with the guy named Bronson, like an actual.
Oh,
criminal?
you mean the actual Bronson?
That nigga's insane.
Yeah, so the Tom Hardy Bronson. I know what you're talking about.
That movie's wild.
That was
bro.
maybe like a 2011 movie or something.
Definitely
something like
post
that.
high school for me. So like maybe between that and 2013.
Oh, so maybe it was a little later.
The movie's crazy.
Yeah, there you could see him butt ass naked in that movie.
Yeah,
I think you could see his dick too. Maybe.
jerked off to it twice in one night.
It's pretty good.
In one night is crazy.
He was big. I mean, Tom Hardy's got the DSLs too. Like, it's dangerous. It's dangerous for a white
He's
boy.
old now though, which makes me sad. He's not.
so much older. Hollywood actually always does that though. When you get to see them like in a regular setting, like holy shit, they're
He is
gray
so
and like
much- he is so much like he wasn't young in Batman.
Yeah.
When you think about that, he was,
Yeah, was he,
like
like,
about
46 or
my. He
something?
was about our age in Batman.
He was
No,
so-
he wasn't. He was older than that.
I have no. I
don't think he was older than that.
He must have been like in his 40s for Batman.
Damn, that's
I
crazy.
wouldn't
No,
think
because then
he
you would have to be. Dude,
He's
that was-
60 something.
That was 2000. It was 2008.
Your discussion of time is fucked. Your discussion of time is more fucked than you think. I think anyone knows.
What do you mean? He's like
He's not 60. He's probably in his mid 40s
He's
now.
a good-looking 83-year-old.
That's insane.
Yeah,
he was
he's,
83 years old. He's walking around like that is insane.
That would be insane. I'd be like,
He played Venom. He started Venom when he was.
Early 90s.
He started playing Venom when he was.
93, 94 years old.
He started playing Venom at 90. Now he's 76. There's no concept of age or time.
To be that bad at time perception is crazy.
I don't know, man.
I thought it was yesterday, tomorrow. It's like, what?
maybe what we knew about time is wrong.
Probably.
I feel like everything we know about everything is different now because Luigi Mangion really changed the game.
Yeah,
really
but
did,
not
yeah.
in the way he should have. It's unfortunate.
Well,
The second I saw his eyebrows under that, like over the thing, I was like, he's getting caught.
he's too.
Those look like the fakest. Like I have never seen eyebrows like that on a person.
He's
He looks like those fucking glasses, the Groucho Marx glasses. It's insane.
There's a reason why, ninjas would do what they did, where they'd cover themselves up so much.
they'll
you
cover
know?
up a lot more.
Like so much. Because the fact is, like, if I'm gonna make a devious move, I'm doing it in the dark of night, completely garbed that I can't be seen.
Yeah.
the problem is this dude.
There's so much surveillance now, too, which makes it a different case.
I would have wore a fat suit.
Yeah,
so, like,
I
yeah,
would have
so
been
like
like that
that.
one guy that wore an old white. He robbed a bank and he wore an old grandpa fucking prosthetics, and it took a while for them to figure out that wasn't real. And I was like, that's brilliant.
They
It's
catch
really
him?
smart.
They eventually, I think eventually they
I
caught up
think
with them.
you get caught.
How does that even? How?
You just get caught. I think that's...
because I think the criminals' biggest problems is that they always shoot their mouth off to somebody. They fuck up. They eventually they have. It's usually because all those type of the ones that do crazy things like that. I feel like they're all narcissists.
Yeah.
And they have to tell you their brilliant plan.
They want the credit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, shut the fuck up. Don't go back to the scene of the crime. Like Luigi, self-aware that he's a handsome guy. you smiling to this bitch. I'm like, come on, dude.
He didn't care. I get.
I know
that.
he didn't care, but also, if he didn't care, why would he be veiled at all? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like most people who don't care, like there was a guy. There's this video I saw.
I get that's an
Hold on.
oxymoron and stuff. Yeah.
But like there was a guy that bought a used car and it's like all sales are final. And he's like, hey, this car's fucked up. Let me take it back. And they were like, no. And then he said, if you don't take it back, I'm gonna crash my car into your dealership.
Is that video that we've been seeing online,
Bro, and that dude
That video is crazy.
He does it?
He really does it.
He just rams into it. And he's like, I told you. And then first, for some reason, he takes off his jacket and puts it on the car. Then he comes back and grabs it. And then this is how you know that he's also a decent person. He's like, is somebody under the car? Like, one, he's like, hopefully, I hope I didn't run somebody over. And then he's like, okay, whatever. And then he goes and he's just pacing out there. And I was like, this guy stood on business, but also he's not like a complete psychopath. If you know what I mean?
That's someone that's going through something. Clearly.
He kept his word.
Yes, he did.
You know?
Yes, he did.
I think
He said something outrageous and he was like, damn. I said that. I gotta follow through.
I
Because
gotta
I don't
do it.
want to be. I
Ten
don't
I'm
want
not
to
a
be.
fucking liar.
Yeah, I'm not a liar. I'm no liar, man.
toes, you know.
My dad told me to stand on business and don't talk about it, be about it.
And guess what?
It doesn't matter what it is. You threatened to sexually assault someone, and guess what? You got to stand on
The
business.
Stone Cold said so.
Like
So stupid.
just a man. Like you're not gay. You have no rapist bone in your body, but you're like, fuck, I said it. I did say it.
It's like that meme where
I
the
did
guy's
say it.
like,
I said it on Call of Duty, and it might not. I don't know, man. I can't lie.
Bro, you keep shooting me while I'm you keep shooting me while I'm spawning. I'm gonna rape your ass. And yeah, whatever, bro. Whatever. And they're like, oh, fuck.
you did this to
why'd I say
yourself,
that?
bro.
Why did I say that? Damn.
Find
he's
his
angry
IP.
that he said it. Like he's aware.
he realizes
knows,
halfway through, he's like, oh, man.
He knows that he has a tendency to spout off, but he cannot allow that to get in the way of him keeping his word.
Yeah. And he's like, I'm so sorry, kid. The kid's like, what?
I'm gonna track you down and beat.
Shit. Fuck.
I'm going to track you down, fuck your mom, and
What's your
then beat
name?
you half to death.
What's your name? I'm kid. I'm so sorry. Where do you live?
Where
Kid,
you
where do you live, kid?
I'll find you.
I'm so sorry.
but,
I gotta find you, man.
Make it quick.
Like, let's not draw this out because I gotta do this. 1, 2, 3.
Why are
Wow,
you
that's
lying?
crazy. That's upstairs.
Wow, no, he's like, wow, that's crazy.
That's
He knocks on the fucking door.
and the other people can hear it. they hear.
They can hear what
they hear
happens over
everything
the
that
mic.
happens.
That is
In
so
surround sound because they hear it through both of the
insane.
headsets.
It's like I remember there was I forgot what this movie was where this little kid was like looking at his neighbors. He thought his neighbor was like a fucking demon or something like that. And the neighbor he has a telescope or some shit.
Disturbia?
I don't know. It's way
Said
more
the
insane.
demon-
It's way more insane than that. He like looks and he sees her, and it's like fucking like lanky fucking Baba Yaga looking bitch looks up and points at him and runs off, and he's like, "Oh no, that's scary." And then like a second later, he looks down and he sees it running into the building he was in, and he's just like,
What movie is this?
"Oh, I forgot the name of the movie. I saw the clip on Twitter, and then he
doesn't sound
turns
like-
around-
Is it old? Is it an old movie?
It's like a fucking probably a European movie made in the like early 2010s or something like that.
Damn, I don't know. It doesn't sound like Despicable Me.
So she runs into the building and he turns and looks at the door and it's like he's on like the 7th floor.
Yeah.
Maybe 4 seconds later, she bursts in the room and I'm like, this bitch is getting like every moment he's not looking at her, she's moving at like 100 feet a second. You know?
Wait, so is it like that's insane? First,
Yeah, I'm aware.
But is that's really crazy. Is it like a weeping angel type situation, like from Doctor Who, where like they only move if you look away from them? The only thing I know
guess
about Doctor Who, by the way.
while he's observing her, she moves at regular speed. The moment he's not observing her, her speed is to the 10th degree increased, I guess.
That's fucking.
At that point, do you just not do anything?
At that point,
He
I don't
didn't
know,
even
I
lock
give
the
up.
door, though, which is crazy. He should have at least locked the door. He didn't even lock the bedroom door.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. I don't know.
you're dead at that moment.
I don't.
You're dead.
What am I
Yeah.
gonna like? What's the point? At that
There's no
point?
point of being sad about dying when shit like that's about to happen. You know.
I hope I'm self-aware in that moment, like enough to understand, and so I can at least try to just, bust off one more rope before I die.
That's so crazy.
It's like
In 10 seconds.
Look, I'll show you.
I'll try. I mean, I know. Oh, you found?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I know what this is. I think I have seen this. Well, I mean,
Turn it a little bit more.
Yeah. So it's. I don't know what movie this is.
Okay, so this guy's all ooh
You guys
scary.
can't see it.
Yeah, you guys can't scare. You're fucked. I don't care.
Yeah. Fuck y'all niggas.
So this
how long
little-
is this clip, by the way?
Like a minute.
Is this like?
I mean,
I
well,
can't tell that's an adult or a child. It's a
Well,
child, right?
Look.
Well, audience, how are you doing?
Look.
Since you guys can't. That's not that fast.
No, but Chris,
That's just a person running.
Chris, she was in a building before.
I
Chris,
could do that.
She was
I think.
no, you can't.
I think I could.
Chris, she
I
was
think you're
in a
underestimating.
building. She was in a building at a. Unless you are jumping down flights of steps consistently.
Or you slid down like the fire escape. All
Unless
the
you have
way
a big
fully.
slide. You have a big slide. You're not doing
I think
that.
most people have a big slide.
And then look at this part.
How are you? How's the audience doing? How are you guys?
They're hanging in.
Hey.
They're- we're, the narration's going well enough to where
So she runs in. You're like, all right, cool.
Completely normal speed.
This is normal speed. This is normal speed, right?
All right, he's just kind of chilling. He's not really that concerned.
Sorry.
He's in shock. He's like, okay, this is weird.
He's a little bit in shock, yeah. Turns around very slowly. So, bitch is at the door. All right, she's taking a little too long. It's actually.
It's really.
Wait, she's coming in slowly now?
It's really not that crazy.
So she's. Oh, wait, she's so. Wait, oh, the door hasn't been open. It's just a camera trick. Okay, now she comes.
I feel like that's a reasonable amount of
And-
time.
and-
That is
nigga-
not, Chris. This has been a minute.
That's not that. I mean,
Chris, this has been a minute.
It's definitely not a reasonable amount of time.
You call me like anime brained, but that is not people moving that fast. You're not getting down a building, across a street, and up into another building.
I feel like
in less than a minute. You can't do that, Chris.
I bet I could.
Chris, I know you're kidding.
I'm kind of not kidding.
I
believe I could absolutely do it.
Chris, you could not.
Okay.
Chris, you could not.
I believe I can.
Chris,
I like this. I like that self-belief.
I'm happy you're confident, but it's like testing like, can I punch a rhino unconscious in one hit? It's like
No,
you can't.
I think.
You can.
No, I feel like maybe you can't do it, and you're projecting.
I know I can't do it. I know I can't do it. Even if I'm
Right.
most athletic, I could not do that.
Right.
But I know you can't do that
I
because
can
if you could
absolutely
do that, Chris, you'd be in a sport somewhere making millions of dollars.
No, but I don't
Yeah,
have.
you're
But I don't have.
Smoking
I don't,
Usain Bolt.
You would be
fucking running circles around that
doing
dude.
something that is so not this because you'd be making billions.
how do you know this isn't my talent? But I'm not interested in doing it.
I'd be like, you're so insane.
True. I have a friend who's a prodigy at guitar, and he just doesn't do
Same.
anything with it.
Jalen is a complete athlete. If he wanted to be, if he didn't get hurt, he could have absolutely been an athlete. If he
Well,
wanted
but
to.
you said if he didn't get hurt,
That's
though,
true.
So.
He could still probably do a ton
fell-
of shit.
Be
though.
decent
Yeah,
enough.
He fell into a walrus enclosure when we were young.
And a walrus just laid on him. It didn't hurt him. It just kind
A
of laid on
walrus
his legs.
enclosure. How did that happen?
We were at the Walrus Museum.
Museum.
Museum, not even a zoo. Not even a zoo.
Yeah.
You're at
I'm
the
pretty
Walrus
sure that
Museum.
aquariums, if I'm not mistaken, right? Or what was that,
Hired
aquariums?
museum dedicated to walruses. Is it walruses or is
Walrus.
it walry?
Walrus.
It's Walrus.
Walry. Is that how you would say multiple Maurices? You know, like Maurice from like Beauty and the Beast?
I would say Maurice and them.
Is it Maurices?
I would say the multiple Maurice.
I think Maurice.
Mariah.
I think Maurice is like one of those dear kind of situations. Where it's like multiple Maurice are Maurice.
You would say Maurice, right?
Look at the herd of Maurice.
Look at the.
over there.
Mauricio.
Have you guys ever met a Maurice?
No, that is a ancient name. That's more
I met a
ancient
Maurice
than
and a
Luigi's.
Marquise.
Ancient.
Dude.
I've met Maurices and Marquises before
No,
too.
wait. So Marquise, there's
Marquise,
Brownlee.
I've met a Marquise.
My brother is not named that, but I'm sure it was inspired by that name,
What's your brother's name?
Markeith. So it's
Marquise?
basically two. It's like
It's
Mark,
Mark
and
and
Keith.
Keith?
Yeah, but I'm sure it was
Is his dad Mike Tyson?
His dad's his dad.
his dad's my
Oh.
his dad.
Is your
his
dad
dad's
Mike
my
Tyson?
dad. Yes. I would be very very upset that my dad's never spoken to me once in my life. Like, goddamn, Mike.
I just hate the combo names, man. I just don't know.
I'm not a fan. I don't. Basically, it was one of those things where they couldn't agree, so they put it together, and I was like, me as a kid, when I learned that, I'm like, that is so stupid. No offense, bro.
Yeah, it's not, it's not Dragon Ball. You can't just
that name's fucking dumb. No offense.
No offense, homie. But it's like, it's one of those things where I'm like, well, you can either go by Mark or Keith. That's what I would do.
I don't know, man. I think people
They play too much.
People get so like vindicated. Like, I want to name this person this and that they don't understand they're giving that name to another being,
right? Who has
like,
to live with it?
Yeah, you have to understand. Like, hey, I know your name. I want your name to be cool. I do want to name you fucking Goki or Akuma. I do think your name being Tatsumaki Senpu Kyaku is really cool.
That's insane.
But
this is my son Dequithrius.
Dequithrius.
But
I bet there is a few LaCarpatrons after that bit.
Dude,
hearing them talk about that is hearing
sure.
them talk about that bit is fucking crazy. Because they were like, yo, I brought up like one of the dumb names to him, and he was like, this is insane. We spent like 2 hours looking through a bunch of names, and then he came back and dropped a script on my table and was like, dude, he just went through all the names, and I'm like, these guys. That show was.
I wish I could remember the
insane.
name that inspired it, because there's like a specific.
It was like a name that I heard before too, and I was like, this is a dumb name.
Yeah,
I know there's the myth, there's an urban legend, but then the urban legend turned real. So you would always hear in every school that there was their name Orange Jello and Lemon Jello, but the way you pronounce it is Orangelo and Lamangelo.
Orangelo Lamangelo.
Yeah, so but you would hear it in like every fucking school. But then that shit got so popular, some people started actually naming their kids that. And I was like, no, it's good. My aunt told me about that shit. And she was like, I actually have literally 2 kids of this. And I was like, and people think it's not real because they've heard this bullshit before. But like, no, some dumbass parent thought like, these are actually really good names.
Lamangelo.
And Orangelo. And I was like, I can't believe that. I can't believe someone did it. But hey, it's the same thing where that one girl went viral, Sharkeisha.
Sharkeisha, don't hit her.
Yeah. I remember Ladasha.
Ladasha's one that
It's
I've heard about that. Yeah,
it's shithead. It's Shatheed.
I'm Shatheed, and I talk like that. That video was
shithead. Is
that's
a
like that. What is the
name.
penis island you told me again?
Penn Island.
Penn Island. That's like that. Naming someone Penn Island.
Yeah,
it's shithead. It's Shatheed.
Dude, Shatheed that's an old poll, because I remember. You remember the video? There was like a viral video, like in maybe like 2008 or something. It was like, I'm Shatheed, and it was just like this crazy. It kind of was like the shoes. You remember shoes?
Oh my god, shiz.
Oh my god, shiz. Yeah, it was like that. It was like some guy cross dressing, and he's like, I'm Shatheed, and I talk like this.
Shatheed.
I don't remember.
That sounds just like an Arab name to me. Shatheed.
It does. Yeah, until you spell it out, it sounds
it's like
normal.
shithead, yeah, right.
Shatheed sounds like completely normal. Then you spell it out, and you're like,
oh.
I heard that name, and I was like, this is too funny. Like, this is to be put in a vault. This is too funny. This is too much comedy.
Fucking people, man. You got any names picked out? Yeah, if you have kids, if you have any demon spawns, you got any names picked out?
Nothing crazy, like Olivia, Julia for girls.
So it sounds like you only want a girl.
I'd rather a daughter personally, but
I don't want you to have a daughter.
I mean, I probably shouldn't have kids in general. I'm not really ready for that yet. But,
I mean, what about for a male or a non-binary?
Non-binary child.
Non-binary, just name yourself.
As a child, there's a lot going on.
Just
right
name
there.
a child.
If you're non-binary, just like just pick. I don't know, pick a color.
Well, non-binary, like
if my kid green.
I'll name my child whatever I think it is, and if they don't have a problem with that name later on, I'll be like, I'm fine with you changing it to whatever.
Blue Dabba-Dee.
I was thinking Miguel. I like the name Miguel a lot.
Miguel.
Personally. I like the name Miguel a lot. Personally, I personally like it a lot.
Okay,
because of Spider-Man.
Obviously,
yeah. I like the name Miles too. Also Peter as well, but I wouldn't name my kid.
You wouldn't name your kid Miles?
I'll name it maybe Miles, but not Peter.
No, Peter's too boring.
Not Peter.
Miguel is too. I like
Michael.
Mikael.
I like M names. I like M names. Like Michael.
No, Michael's too basic.
Marmalade.
We're not. Yeah, Marmalade's good.
Marmaduke.
Merengue.
Yeah, merengue. I like it. So no African names.
Morangelo.
No African names.
Damn.
I'm not.
This nigga, he's rather do a Spanish name, Miguel, and then he's like,
not-
no African, I don't do that.
I'm
shit.
not like
I ain't into that at all.
I'm not like I am African phenotypically, but like I'm not like I don't know anything about that culture. That's rude of me,
Shut up.
Like I don't know. Like it's no point. Like if I was going to name my kid an African name, it would be because of like, oh, they're a black man. I want them to know they're black. I don't even know that heritage.
I guess it's not that. It's more of just not even thinking any of them are cool. Because you're like, oh, Miguel sounds cool. To me, Miguel's like, to me, I know way too many Miguels and most of them suck. So it's
I don't know many African names, if I'm being honest.
What about
But KSI?
K? Like you KSI. Your kid's name is KSI.
KSI Jameson is so
KSI
fucking
and
stupid.
Deji.
Dejman.
I don't think I've ever thought about the name.
You've never thought about names before?
No, not really. Because to me, I think it's like I don't care. Like I feel like I'll talk with like my partner at that point.
Yeah,
And then we'll just like I'll pick the one that bothers me the least.
That bothers,
Yeah,
dude.
you know?
The name. I mean,
It's important.
if the power is in your name, it's crazy.
I think I'm good
I know,
I'm
but,
good
like-
at shooting down bad ideas.
Okay.
And so like
What about Chris Jr.?
no, terrible. Although I do think unfortunately my name goes the best with my last name than any other
What about Christian?
Christian. I hate that name because it's just a thing already.
Yeah. So it'd have to be something unique then.
Well,
maybe.
it would have to be a name that is specifically a name and not one of these like
What about Christoph? Like you just stop. It's Christoph.
Christoph's too German.
I think Chris as a name is just too played out.
I mean, yeah.
Like that is probably like the played out name.
So is Miguel in most of the parts of the
I
world.
agree. I agree.
Michelante. Okay, let's see. How about
Maldonado's a weird name to go well with something.
how about Craven?
Craven.
I like angel names, like the L's.
What do you mean?
Like how like Samuel, Miguel.
Oh, you mean like the-
Michael?
Yeah, the Latin names
of God,
yeah.
of God names, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think those names sound good in the tongue. Like I love
What about
Raphael. I think Raphael's a really nice
Italian
name.
names are dope, dude.
there's this,
I'll give
Luigi.
them a pass.
That's
Luigi.
Raphael's more Latin, but yeah,
that
damn
kid
near.
would
Damn near.
never-
Yeah,
I mean, most, yeah. I've
right
never
down the pipeline into that.
I've
yes.
only met. You're right.
You're not
though.
meeting a Latin person anymore. They're
That's
not around.
True.
And
I do know
Italian's the
one
most
Raphael,
similar.
but I would say most of the Raphaels in the world now probably live in Italy.
That's true. I know one Raph,
or
and
in
he
the
was
sewers.
I knew one Raph, and he had really bad anger problems, just like Raphael from the show. And I was like, damn, bro.
You think it was because of the show?
I think him having to be told Raphael, somebody's like, I'm not mad, and eventually it burned him, and he was like, I am mad.
Started carrying size around and just stabbing people.
And just going way stronger than he needs to be for some reason.
I will say
yeah.
I do like Dom as a name.
Like short for Dominic.
Yeah,
Dominic?
I like
Dominated?
Dominic.
Dominic's a really good name. I like that.
Short for dominated.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, could be.
Yeah.
I don't like.
if they choose to be.
I don't like Dom because it reminds me of a bunch of like.
I would definitely name my kid after a Gears of War character. Or something.
Totally.
Yeah, of course.
This
Yeah.
is Dizzy.
Phoenix did.
Dizzy as a game is so
dope.
hilarious.
Dude, Phoenix is actually like Phoenix. Is that how it's spelled?
Phoenix, yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Like
not-
to me.
his is spelled with the E, not the O.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Phenix.
It's
I
not.
think
It's
so.
not Phoenix. It's Phoenix.
No, it's not Phoenix.
No, it's not. It's
that.
not phonics. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's not phonics. Yeah, but I actually like that. If you can name, actually, it's funny you say that because I'm convinced that if I have a son, his name's gonna be Hendrix. Like I heard it one day, and I was like, I fucking love that name
With an X?
Absolutely. What else? would it be?
CKS?
Ew, no. Ew.
Is
To
that
me,
the Bam Margera thing?
No. What? First of
I
all,
think
what
it's
the fuck?
CKY. Sorry.
if you spell it like that, that's definitely a last name. Like if you
Right,
put like
right.
CKS,
Christina Hendricks.
yeah, Hendricks, like at CK.
Christina Hendricks
S-
is that's how her name.
Oh, is that how it's spelled?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
I never even looked at. I've never
I
seen
think
her
my
name
assumption
spelled.
is that because I feel like I would have known it. It's like, oh, it's like
Yeah.
Jimi Hendrix.
A good name for would be Princeton. I think Princeton would be a very
Princeton,
good name.
Kingston.
Yeah. It's a good name. It is. I'm sorry. It's silly, but it works.
Kingston and then Princeton,
Then Dukeston,
and then Dukes.
then Dukeston, then Lordston, and then
Lordston.
then Knightston,
Oh
then
my-
Surfston,
And Peasantston. And
Peasantston.
my 8th son, Peasantston.
He's
That
just
kid is fucked.
He just simply wasn't born. He's like, I'm peasant stin.
And he's got the least amount of genetic code to work with because he was last.
He is last.
That sucks.
He's gonna be autistic because
What
you're
do you
gonna be
mean?
old. You're gonna be your
He's
spunk's
gonna be
gonna
autistic,
be done.
gay.
He's just gonna be like, I hate my name so much. And I'm like, sorry, bro.
Sorry, peasants.
Sorry, peasant.
Sorry,
Stin.
Pez. Sorry, peasant stin.
Pez.
You call him Pez?
Because he's so what do you call it? Dispensable.
He's so wow.
He's like just like whatever. Who cares?
Wow, that goes hand. Is that how Pez dispenser even came about?
Because
Does it
someone's
stem
name was
from a
Peasant
peasant?
Stin. Was someone named Peasant Stin and they were like,
Yes. That's what I meant.
I'm gonna name my son Indiana Jones Maldonado now.
Indiana-
I'm playing through that game now.
Man, I've seen a lot of footage of that game, and it's making me want to play it.
It pisses me off how good it is.
Yeah.
Because I don't really care about that.
Is it first person?
Yes.
Yeah. Which at first I thought dumb. I was like,
couldn't
why-
care
Just
less.
make Uncharted. Like, what are you doing? And then you play and you're like, oh, this is actually amazing.
Yeah.
Like it probably is like it reminds me of like Prey and like Dishonored and Hitman. And then do you ever play Butcher Bay?
No.
The Chronicles of Riddick game?
No.
It was all hand-to-hand combat. It's kind of like that too. You're just like, what the fuck? Beating the shit out of Nazis is way satisfying. Like way more satisfying than just shooting them in Wolfenstein. Just like because you could like whip them towards you, grab them like this, and then deck them in the face, and it feels like crazy.
The thing is
It's super
how
cool.
fast the hands are. That
Yeah.
seems satisfying, and also they use the old sound effect from the movies.
Yeah, it's the old
that
which is a great sound effect.
like I can't recreate it, but like I love that sound.
It's like a
effect.
whip.
It's
kind
like
of.
yeah,
It's awesome.
There's a little bit of a subwoof to it, but also that crack to it. It's a
It's
great sound.
super
I gave
satisfying.
no
I
fucks
didn't-
about Indiana Jones.
I
I heard
didn't-
the game was good though.
I know.
I didn't care about it probably last week, and then I sat and watched all the movies because I was like, I heard that it was good.
Oh, you watched the movies? So
yeah, I
you're
watched,
like,
I watched all three of them.
Wow, I didn't think you would
All
do
three of
that.
them? You mean
Yeah,
five?
because I feel like if I'm gonna play an Indiana Jones,
No, you're
game,
not watching
what
the other
fuck
ones.
am I gonna?
There's 5 of them, isn't there?
Yeah, but like
There are 5 of them, but
I'm not gonna watch though. I don't even necessarily. I want to say this.
Yeah.
People have told me my whole life Temple of Doom sucked. Temple of Doom was the most fun that I had in
the
all
fuck
those three
said-
movies.
who's-
I just remember that.
Wow.
Like, and that was like, and when I tweeted about it, people were in the comments like, "That's the worst one." And I was like, "All right," of like the original 3, and like maybe
No.
I don't agree really. I
I-
think Temple of Doom is wicked sick. Like the
Okay.
whole part, everything about it is awesome.
My brain is like, it's like, I have an inclination. I could be totally wrong, but it was like the Simpsons community when people were gaslit into thinking there was no good seasons past 8.
right?
And I
Yeah.
was like, that's not fucking true. That is just some of the best moments
So what
are
happened-
not in those
What,
seasons.
what happens is this, right? What happens? We live in this unique world, right? Where what happened is a person, right, goes and they make a video about something, right? And they're like, oh, this thing sucks, right? And then what happens is that people agree with that person without even observing it themselves. You
Yes, I
You know
agree.
that?
I agree.
What's
That's
that
what
that Peter Parker meme where he's like, "That's a nice opinion."
Yeah.
Did a YouTuber give it to you? It really does feel that way because I watched Raiders of the Lost Ark and I thought it was like its opening's great, ending's great, middle's kind of like it's okay.
Is that the little Asian boy one?
No.
No,
That's Temple
that's
of
the second
Doom.
one. That's the second
Temple of Doom.
Mr. Jones,
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
That's
Sorry,
the guy.
Dr. Jones.
That's the
sorry.
guy
That's the guy
from what you call Stop talking. I'm trying to think. Fuck, dude.
I can't believe that worked.
Jesus, it kept umming, and I'm like,
Everything, everywhere, all at once.
There
That's what
you
you're
go.
Trying to remember.
Fucking twat. You fucking stole my thinking from me.
That was good. That was good.
But yeah, that's the kid. That's Short Round is that guy from that movie. But that Temple of Doom is crazy. Like it starts off with like this musical number and he's poisoned and like he's fighting like a bunch of people in like a banquet hall. They escape on a plane. The plane crashes. They escape on a fucking raft. And then they're like, the whole movie is so much fun.
It's fun. That's
It's
it.
so fun and it's so good. It is, if there's ever any more Indiana Jones ever, especially because this game's very Temple of Doom too, like more of this. It's sick. It's awesome.
Well, he's a relic now.
Well, I mean, the game is set.
Right, it's set
It's
like
set
right
back
after
then.
Okay.
Raiders.
Okay, gotcha.
After
like
this,
he-
I want more games. Like, it's so good.
That seems. I mean, like it's gotten me interested in. I've seen Temple of Doom the most because that one really stuck with me as a kid.
Me too.
Raiders, there's moments within Raiders, and I feel like, I swear, I'm positive there's video essays talking about the greatness of Raiders.
Oh yeah,
and that has convinced people that like Temple of Doom sucks dick, probably on an artistic standpoint and not just a fun fucking movie. And to me, that is literally the only reason I'm watching Indiana Jones, to have fun.
Dude, I was sitting watching these movies, and they were like basically new again to me because I haven't seen them since like the 90s.
Right.
You know? And it got to that bridge scene on Temple of Doom where he's like in the middle, and I'm like, and he has the scimitar. I'm like, cut the bridge! I shouted, cut the bridge at the TV. I never feel that way about movies ever. I was like, this is sick. This is so much fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude.
To me, that's exactly. I'm like, I don't. That's weird hearing that, but I said, I'm sure it just.
I think it's because there's no Nazis in it. Which, to be fair, is the least fun part of that movie. Is the fact that there are no Nazis.
That is
But that's it, really.
Yeah, that is a very...
Isn't there like objectively magic in that universe too?
Oh, yeah,
Isn't
there's
there, like,
supernatural
straight up,
stuff.
like, straight up
It's
magic?
grounded supernatural stuff. Like it's relative, like it's believable.
That's why
it's not like Crystal Skull where there's a fucking alien.
That's why people were mad at Crystal Skull
Why are
because
aliens
it was
so much more crazy than like magic?
It's the way they did the alien, and also the fact that it's his son. Look, realistically speaking, I don't care that much about the fact that there's aliens in Indiana Jones because to me it's like, yeah, I don't know, whatever, do whatever you want. I don't want to see old Indiana Jones. You know what I mean?
It doesn't need to be a thing.
I don't want to see people that I like. I don't like seeing family age. So why the fuck would I want to see like my favorite fictional characters become old and decrepit? Like I remember feeling that way about at the end of Dragon Ball G. Well, also that.
Ooh, that is a very good example.
Also that, like,
I hate Metal Gear 4.
Metal Gear Solid 4.
I love 4 for what it is.
No, it's
but
a good game.
But I understand like seeing elderly Snake.
This nigga has a bad back, and I'm like, bro, I need to calm down because he's fucking agitated.
Like I don't want to have adventures with this guy. Like I don't want to do it. He should be relaxing or dead by long before this.
Totally.
And so I felt the same way at the end of GT when like Pan was all old. Not that I gave a shit about Pan, but like the implications of that being like, oh man, Pan's old. That means like fucking Bulma's dead. All this other shit. It's like, I don't like thinking about this shit. These are fictional characters and they're meant to be like kind of like mythic. If you want to build like a whole like serious narrative, I guess like Game of Thrones, like okay.
I think characters have to eventually kind of leave. I'm fine with that. I think characters have to have an end.
Yeah, but leaving is not
having an
around
adventure with them.
Yeah.
Imagine old Cap. And then they just actually made a movie with old Captain America.
Yeah, like
you'd be
Chris
like
Evans sitting old on that bench, but like the movie is the whole time it's him, and he's fighting as if like that's not a problem.
They're like, oh wait. What's his name? Sam or whoever the Falcon is.
Yeah.
They're like, wait, actually, hold on. And they just give the shield right back to Cap, and he's like, I guess. Here we go.
It bothers me a lot.
Here we go
It
again.
bothers me a lot because it's like
I could do this all night.
I can do this all 5 minutes
before supper.
all before the early bird special happening?
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's no totally. It is him seeing, and he's much older in this latest movie that came out. Would it come out last year or something?
Yeah, the Dial of Destiny is like 80, and
I was like,
want to
fuck,
see
he's
it.
so old.
People talk about those like Indiana Jones jumping the shark or whatever, right? With like the alien and the time travel or whatever in the new movie. It's just like not even really, because it's just like whatever. Like go do supernatural stuff. I just don't want to see you old. I don't care to see that.
I imagine
89-year-old Peter Parker. Do you want to see that? Do you want to see a movie about that guy?
No, I want to see it end up there. Like that's where it ends.
See, I wouldn't mind. Exactly.
It should
the
end.
journey.
It should end way before
in the way that, like, say,
no. The movie wouldn't be
I know what you
taking
mean.
place
Yeah.
with it, but that's where the movie ends.
It
It ends on him being old on his property somewhere, and his kids coming by, and it's like, oh man, I had a good one, and then that's where Finn fade to black.
Yeah,
that's where
like
it ends.
I'm totally
Not
fine.
him being like, let me go stop the Green Goblin from blowing up another city.
I'll say this: I would play if Rocksteady, God forbid, if they made a Batman Beyond game, I would be totally on board.
Yeah.
Like say the opening is you being old ass Batman, you get fucked like hard.
That's cool. Like there's
or
premises.
old Batman
Yeah.
beating the fuck out of a young person,
But
being
also-
like my back.
But then like he has
also-
like a
but
fucking
also-
heart attack after.
Yeah, but also old Batman is kind of like you need old Batman for Batman Beyond.
Yes.
So that's like I understand that.
That for that, but like if I had to spend a significant amount of time with Batman being slow and old,
Yeah, like, no.
I would turn the game
Yeah,
off.
and you can't and to be fair, like dude, like and I know they tried, like you cannot pass off the torch of Indiana Jones.
It just
You
doesn't
can't
work.
do it. He is such a specific type of character where it's just like that's it. You can't just have Shia LaBeouf come in and it's like, it's me.
Yeah.
I'm Indiana Sons.
And I
it's
like
just
Shia LaBeouf. I like him.
I like him.
I think he's actually a
shouldn't be
really
there.
talented actor. He's
But
way
like
more.
it just, I'm sorry.
No one gave a shit. They killed him. Did you see that? Did you see that?
No, what are you talking about?
So in the new movie,
dies?
so he's dead in the canon of Indiana Jones, and he died in a war or something, and Indiana Jones is all sad. I'm like, I don't want to see Indiana Jones
That
sad about
is
his dead
hilarious.
son. That is so depressing.
He-
Especially when the last Crusade ends. I don't want to see like him suffering over his dead son. That's so terrible.
They should have put Sean Connery in this Dial of Destiny.
As his son.
They,
Hello, Dad.
hello.
Hello, father.
Fancy seeing you here, Dad.
At this point, it would have gotten me to see the movie.
Oh yeah,
Like
I
if it
would've
was
not-
that
that's it.
insane, if it was that insane, I would go.
aged Sean Connery as
No,
elderly Indiana
it
Jones.
aged up. In fact, even
When you-
older.
He's so.
That's what makes it great.
make him-
Hello, father.
It's like a Fallout 4 situation. It's like, this is my
literally-
old son.
There's my old. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck
Yeah, like,
everybody. Fallout 4 was fun, man. Fuck all y'all.
Mad fun.
Fallout 4 was fun.
That's another one of those things.
That's another one. Fallout 4 is fun. Temple of Doom is sick.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it's the best one. Honestly.
I
Like,
enjoy that one consistently the most.
Yeah, I think the first one is great also, but like, dude,
It's a better movie, if you know what I mean.
yeah,
Like,
it's better throughout the whole runtime of it. Whereas
Yeah.
I feel like Raiders is really good in the beginning. Really, the end of Raiders is awesome. Like the Nazis getting their faces melted off and that's doing the car chase. It's awesome. And there's a specific stunt in that movie too, where he's like underneath like one of those army trucks, and he's like being dragged, and he's like crawling under it, dragging. It's like, this is sick. But everything before that is kind of like, it's okay. It's reasonable. It's good.
Ooh, okay, so something came up, right? So this is cut off of this point. Indiana Jones is cool or whatever. Yeah, Harrison Ford. I give so few fucks about him always. I've never liked Han Solo or Indiana Jones really.
What the
I'm just
fuck?
like
Okay.
I've just never cared about him.
Okay.
You know, it's like you're an archaeologist, but like there's no dinosaurs. Laura Croft is you, but like she has tits. I'd rather watch Laura Croft do everything you do.
Fair enough.
That's my take. Not that they're bad movies. I think the first and second movie are really fun to watch, but I'm not watching.
Yeah, there's no
them.
tits. I get it.
I'm not watching.
There's no
them, you know?
tits.
If I'm not
Yeah.
objectifying a person in a movie.
Look, I would enjoy.
How long has it been
I
since
would
you've
enjoy.
seen them?
Huh?
Because
I
will
saw
say,
them just before the new one, the old new one. Came
Oh,
out.
really?
Oh, really? So,
Yeah.
Crystal Skull.
Crystal Skull's
So
the
2007.
one around then.
Was
Yeah.
that 2007?
No, later.
It was
later than that.
around
It's
then.
later. It's later than that for sure.
Maybe.
100% because they were making South Park jokes about it, and I was in high school
I
at
don't
least.
remember.
You might be right. I feel like it was around that time.
I was maybe it was maybe like 09.
Oh, 09 sounds
I mean,
right.
that's that's you're splitting hairs. I think at that.
I'll-
point.
yeah,
but
it's,
no,
I mean, yeah, relatively,
still around
it's
that
right
time,
there.
yes,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
still around that time.
Crystal Skull. Oh, it's all the fucking.
It is the Crystal Skull.
It's just literal Crystal Skull, Indiana.
Who the fuck buys a Crystal
2008.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So it's literally
Come
just a
on!
year
No,
off.
we're not. We're
Yeah.
not.
Fair enough. I mean,
We're being like
it's just-
analytical
it didn't-
for no
it
reason.
I
felt
should
like
bury
it
you
was,
in an ancient tomb and leave
Damn,
you.
but-
for no one to
2008.
find you.
That also when fucking the Mummy came back. The
The
Mummy,
Mummy
came
was back at that point.
Oh yeah, they had the last
They
one,
had,
Brendan
they had
Fraser.
that dragon one, and
It was-
Jet Li was the antagonist.
It was so ass. That one was so.
I
I do not remember
It was still
that at all.
fun because they were just fun movies.
It must have been asked because I remember I saw it and I don't remember any of
Because
it.
granted, the first two are insanely good. Those are like
The Mummy, or see, to
perfect
me,
action
The
adventure
Mummy was a
movies.
great, like, I don't need Indiana Jones, like this old, like, to me, The Mummy covered this new discovery adventure shit. I didn't need Indiana anymore. Brendan Fraser was really fun, handsome guy. You know, I know, like, say, Harrison Ford is this old, rugged fucking...
He's old world handsome.
Yeah,
He's the
I
handsome
get it.
for our parents.
I get it.
That's what.
He's what a lot of
He-
men aspire to, but
he's-
they'll never get.
He's a good-looking guy in that first movie, I will say.
He looks
Like, it's
really
just like
good.
it's frustrating because I'm like, damn.
When I saw a side by side of the graphics and then him, I was like, oh man, he's way hotter in the video game.
Yeah,
Like
he
it
is.
was, I was
yeah,
like,
it's noticeable.
I think he's a good looking guy, but it's time. It's set times. You know, timepiece
time,
of
yeah,
like
yeah.
of like you're a good looking guy of that time. You know, for sure. 'Cause
Anyway,
I think Harrison Ford is not bad looking. I think like a
but if he had tits, it would be way better.
if female him would be an interesting.
No, I mean Harrison Ford with tits.
nah,
No,
him with him
Wouldn't that
as
be the
a
best
woman.
of both worlds.
more is how good the pussy is. But like, yeah.
There's this part as a pussy. That'd be
bro,
crazy.
then I'm doing deviant
Okay, what
shit.
did you?
Anyway, yeah.
what did you
So
have to say?
so the game's great. I recommend it. Go play it if you like Thief, Prey, Hitman, those types of games. It's really fucking good.
If you love whipping
Go on.
niggas. But there's talk about there's Marvel Rivals news, right? A lot of people are clamoring for there being a role queue in the game.
What is that?
Role queue, like you queue in a specific role, like strategist or duelist or like healer, tank or damage dealer, stuff like
Isn't
that.
that just picking your character? I don't get it.
Well, no, role queue is like you there's a queue where you enter like, oh, you in the beginning you're like, oh, I'm gonna be a healer.
Oh,
So this is if you're like playing with like random teams or
Yeah.
something.
So you matchmake. You're like, I want to play a healer, so I'm gonna matchmake for healer. And then
Oh, so you don't
Add
have
this- add the space
so
for
everyone
healer.
isn't Wolverine on the map or something? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
I personally think that the mode should be available. It should not be mandatory though. It should not be a mandatory thing. You should not have to go into quick play.
well, that's
and
not what
be
quick
like-
play's for, right?
Well, it's not quick play for no. But like, let's say people want to play like a more constructed version of it. Like, I think there should be a role queue
Option.
quick play playlist as well.
I guess, yeah.
Was like, oh, this is role queue as well. Not mandatory. It should not be mandatory because that will kill the game.
Yeah.
That will kill the game.
Sounds like it should be a simple like just addition, right?
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I would assume too. People disagree with that, obviously, because people disagree
Wait, why
with
would
everything.
they disagree with adding something that they don't have to participate in?
Like same thing with
I
like
don't
the
understand
the
that.
pause thing for the
Maybe
Souls
like-
games, right? Like I think back at that, right? I
understand
think
that.
back at it, and I think back at it, and
It's
I'm
making
like,
my eye twitch. It's just like I don't know why people push back against you. Like you're saying with the fucking pause thing.
I think
Yeah,
back
just
on it,
ignore
like
it.
you don't have to
personally-
use it.
That's
You
that
don't have to
I
use
agree
it.
with that for me as well. Like I think that you don't have to use those things.
Literally,
I was
don't.
wrong, and I can admit I was wrong about that. where
It's
like,
that famous like what I don't know if it was like a tweet or a video or a GIF or something, but it was like you control the buttons you press.
Yeah,
Have you seen that?
I haven't seen it, but like that's true.
It's like people getting mad. It's like a recent example was like in that India you can get like trophies for like I think you get there's like an achievement for taking pictures of all the like stray cats or whatever. I don't know. I don't give a shit. You know. So
Yeah.
it's like I can't believe this is fucking in the game. It's like just don't do it. Like what do you mean?
these are their features. There are features in the game that like you could partake or don't. You know.
You control the buttons you press.
I didn't. I almost wish I didn't know that some that there were people complaining about
That's
that.
probably like I don't know. It's probably like 20 people.
But the fact that there's like, it's like if we live in this world where that literally shouldn't be one person.
It's like
Where
the pronouns
well, no,
thing at the
people-
beginning of Starfield. It's
people-
just like, just
people are
don't-
always gonna be
You
mad about
literally
things.
don't have to use it at all.
People don't like everything, man. Everything on the planet somebody doesn't like. You know,
they'll
every single
find
thing.
a reason to dislike
and
shit,
that's
right?
and that's the beauty of us being humans. You know, we're allowed to like and dislike whatever we want.
I love that people like and dislike things. I loathe when people need to voice their opinions about shit like that doesn't
I'm
matter.
sorry, bro. There's an open stage now in the world, man. This is
And those
how it
people
is.
should be beaten savagely.
I think they should have their lie. I think every time someone argues about something genuinely stupid and tries to get a big claim out of it, should have their life shortened. Actually, I think it should like be a
It'd be
thing.
great.
Like a Reaper comes and just like oh, you are living 6 less years.
Yeah.
But
That would be that. It would.
but yeah, people
work.
are complaining about that, and I'm like, I could see why people would want that, because the worst experience in hero shooters is the fact that it's a team based game. Yeah. That is the worst part of those games. It sucks being like, all right, I always have to be the person that'll be the flex pick, you know, because I'm that guy often. Unfortunately, I'm just like, oh yeah, I'll play the strategist, I'll play the healer, I'll play the tank,
These strategies.
you know. But
Yeah,
like,
I don't do shit like that. So like it doesn't. It's but just objectively when I hear a good idea, it's like yeah, add it. And then the person that's like, I don't like that idea. Cool.
don't play that
do
version of it.
Like literally, the conversation should end there, but somehow it continues.
I think
you know?
competitively there needs to be a rogue queue. I think that's the thing that has to happen. Competitively,
Well,
there needs to be.
competitively, ideally, you wouldn't even go in with solo anyway.
No, I agree. I agree. Obviously, you're gonna have to play solo elo is a different experience, but for like competitive, you have to have a rogue queue.
I did figure out how to make Spider-Man not ass to play.
Oh, he's fun. He's fun as fuck, actually.
Dude, I can't believe that's a default setting, though. Like, I really can't believe that the default setting for some of these characters is like the worst way to play them.
I agree.
It's insane. Like there's like a web swing mechanic in it, and it automatically what it does is like it just webs the ceiling and then like just like launches you in this awkward direction.
It webs the closest
but
point
that's
to you.
auto swing. And if you turn it off, you can aim it and actually like zip to the ground and stuff, which you can't do without that. And you're just like,
I guess it's like dummy setting, right? Like
Yeah.
you're a dumb, stupid idiot, and you clearly aren't going to be able to do anything well. So let me just lunge you forward, I guess.
Yeah, it literally it's night and day.
So it kind of says what they think of their player base.
Kind of, yeah. It's like these are Overwatch people.
Spider-Man's a character that's not easy to play, so I can understand people like having that. But like, if you want control of the character, you know you're gonna use.
Right.
Like, I think that's even for me. Like, jumping with X in general in shooting games is dumb. I never understood it. I never understood jumping with X because of the fact that the way I hold the controller, especially too, I don't hold it with the claw or anything. So I jump with L3 always and everything. Everything I jump with L3. So I can aim
Isn't
and
L3
jump
sprint
around.
in most things?
You're right. Yeah, and that interaction is sprint, and another one is melee.
Yeah, that's the
So
thing.
I guess a bumper. I guess bumper is the thing I jump.
Bumper
with
jumper,
thing.
usually
A bumper jumper,
Yeah.
that's all right, but like, why? So what? So hitting X, why is that a problem? I visually don't understand.
I can't hit X and aim with the analog at the same time.
Yeah.
I see.
I agree with that. I just kind of
I see what
adapted.
you're saying. I see
But
what
you
you're
use the
saying.
claw grip.
I
though.
do claw grip, which is probably not great.
Understood. I guess
Most people that use controllers and things use the claw grip though.
because
Yeah,
I just changed my controls so maybe able to bumper jump.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Because I'm not like competitive in that way. So I'm probably it probably makes sense since like maybe I even have a slight disadvantage by that. Like few
It's a slight disadvantage.
milliseconds.
It's not. If you're
like a
not
game
playing
of milliseconds, right?
If you're not playing a competitive game, you don't need that shit. It's not gonna like really change your experience. Because I've played plenty of games like that prior. Like right now, I'm trying to like very much so get good at playing shooting games on PC, and it sucks because I'm terrible at it, and it makes me feel bad. But it's not the aim; it's the moving around of using ASWD.
I agree. Yeah.
That shit feels
I hate that shit.
awkward to my brain.
The
dude.
thing, the way
I
that
don't
I
like
always
it.
describe it is to me like
Never liked it,
controller
dude.
is definitely it's less precise and all that, right? But to me, I had to turn it around. I hate to hear this guy.
fucking oorog ass.
But to
character.
me, like the distribution of the precision and the non-precision on a controller is equivalent. You know what I mean? Like you have the same amount of control in both areas. Whereas I feel like with a mouse, it's like mega precise, like to an insane degree, and then and then you're moving around with a fucking DDR pad, which feels mega imprecise in comparison. So it's just like it's this awkward like mix of like completely asymmetric. Like, okay, this feels like I'm God, and then this feels like I'm literally retarded. Like it's insane.
I agree.
And so for me, I'd rather
It's
just
just
figure out
weird.
the evenness of the joysticks.
It's just weird. I understand. There's a reason why people use PC mouse and key for more like competitive and like better.
It's more
use.
precise for
For
sure. I
aiming, for sure. I
because
hate
the
it's
keyboard.
click. It's like I can do.
I
can
just have more control with my hand than my fucking thumb.
Yeah,
you know,
like,
like
I
if
can,
I'm
like-
aiming with the analog, the L's, the threes, and the
It's like your head. Like that's it. Like,
like that.
say-
You just I'm like right. I can pinpoint it. Usually you're fucking.
Yeah.
You know, like,
There are definitely games where it's just like you can't play Counter-Strike with a controller. You know what I mean? Or
yeah,
like,
you're
or
fucked
like,
if you
you
do.
can
If you're
try.
trying to compete at the
Yeah, you can try.
highest level, I guess.
yeah, I think even Stalker is a game like that too, where it's like there are certain games where it's like this is PC. You know?
Yeah.
But then there are other games where you play them and it's like no, this can be PC.
I think Halo is one of those. I think Halo Infinite particularly. I did fucking great with using controller most of the time.
Yeah, a lot of the Halo games are like specifically made for that. Call of Duty's perfectly fine on controller. Battlefield's perfectly fine on controller. A lot of them are. Overwatch for certain characters, very much so.
Yeah.
Pharah was like perfect for control. Like I played Pharah almost exclusively because I could just chill on the couch and play it.
You just fly with people and shoot rockets at them.
Yeah, I would knock people off the stage. It was awesome.
Fucking Jeff the Shark ass, fucking little.
Anyway, should we get on to questions?
Yeah, I'm down.
Remember, you can ask questions over at patreon.com/thesnartank, and you better do it because if you don't, we may end up harming you physically.
Bang bang.
Bang bang.
That's fucking crazy.
Shit, I forgot about that.
That shit's real.
The
It's real life.
Luigi finger guns in Smash Bros. I did not realize that was a thing because Luigi is picked so completely rarely.
People that play as Luigi only play as Luigi, and they get verbally abused for playing as him because Luigi's this lamer. He is this lamer Mario. He is better though, which is always such a funny thing. He is better Mario,
He's better Mario, but he's lame.
but he's lame and he's a pussy.
Yeah, it's weird.
lame and he's
It
a
is kind of weird because he had the better jump
He has a better
in the
jump.
old games.
He's taller. He's faster. He's literally better.
He's green, so he's invisible in chroma key.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of good qualities.
Very
He's just
good
a
advantage.
pussy.
Yeah. If you're fighting somebody who's seasoned chroma key.
Yeah, they're like, oh fuck.
Where the fuck is he at?
Where's the grass?
He shoots a fire at you. What hit me?
All right. Cold Stone ET wrote in.
Nice.
Says figured I'd ask again since I joined towards the end of November, but greetings fellas, brand new patron, been listening for forever. I finally decided to join immediately after Chris's newest glasses off about soft language. Oh, welcome.
Nice.
That's interesting. See, Cold Stone ET, you are an intelligent person. You know how I know that? Because you saw that video and you were like, I wonder what else Chris does. And you went into the description and clicked on one of the links that's in there. I can't even tell you how many times people are like, where's the shows? He says he does podcasts, but where are they? They're in the description. Every single description I've ever had. That's where they. So I want to appreciate you. I want to send you your flowers.
I appreciate you too. And I want to say, I have to respond to you saying, where's the show? There's also these things called search engines. If you type Chris Raygun podcast, it will pop up.
It will pop up. I promise you.
It will pop up.
It is so crazy.
It is.
I just really want to send you your flowers because this is becoming increasingly rare.
I love when people think critically and do shit like that. It's great.
I can tell that this guy's older though. just by that level of confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I would guess that you're probably like late 20s earliest.
Yeah.
But anyway, he says after watching the video of soft language, I was scrolling through TikTok recently and stumbled upon these storytime videos where these random people read storytime Reddit. When they were reading the stories about sex, they always say spicy sleep instead.
Spicy sleep.
Fucking.
I know what they're saying, but like, are they trying to be cute or is it like actually
if people get,
are they actually nerfing their language?
What happens is this: people nerf their language because of the fact that people don't get ads and shit like that. We all know that. We all know that like people are trying to say as monetizable as possible. That is the reason why people do this stuff. No one wants to say SA actually.
I think they do it to an extent that they don't need to.
Probably,
probably,
but it's still to secure the bag, you know.
Because I'm pretty confident that the only reason our show gets demonetized is because of the N-words.
There's the N-words. There's also, I think, more likely I think the algorithm isn't very different in that aspect since there was people that were like, oh, the adpocalypse and everything ruined everything. Dude, back in 2015, you didn't even get to challenge your demonetization. It would just happen and then you were fucked. So, for example, I made a Mattress Girl video. If you remember Mattress Girl, where she was like, oh, I got like raped in college or whatever. And then her story didn't check out. So she started carrying her mattress with her all around campus.
Oh,
and
yeah, I do remember that.
It became like a cultural issue because we're like, oh, she's one of the liars. And then other people like believe all women. And it's like her story doesn't check out. So it became like a clash of shit. But anyway, I talked about it. And of course, I'm talking about sexual assault. So I got demonetized. And I was thinking, fuck, I wonder if I like people are saying change the title, change the thumbnail.
Yeah.
And nothing worked. It was already marked under the system. Yeah. So I think consistently, if that is how you're marked, you just have this scarlet letter, right? And you're like, this channel is fucked. It doesn't matter if we just put out like the cleanest thing, it's going to get demonetized and you have to review it no matter what.
We've had a couple of episodes recently that were like perfectly monetized, but that's what's so weird. For no reason. Dude, it's no different than anything else that we do.
There was an episode where I can't remember. We're talking about some fucked up stuff and it got greenlit.
I think the fucked up thing was in the thumbnail. And like in the title. It was like no holds barred on the title, and then it was just like
you're good.
Here's some money. And then the other one was like, I don't know, Derek goes swimming, and then demonetized,
and then confirmed. Like you're not getting the
authorities
best.
Have been arrested.
You're fucked. And it doesn't make any sense, I think. But 9 times out of 10, it's always the yellow one on the channel. However, since my main channel it died, and then I had a little bit of a renaissance, everything's green now. It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, I haven't had since I've posted. I haven't had. Well, I had one, but it was a copyright thing.
Oh, okay.
Which I expected. It was just like, oh, whatever.
It's the nature of how things work now, where it's like everyone is just trying to secure their bags. You know, it's more important than the content they're making. Obviously, people are trying to make a living. So, I understand. People trying to get
Yeah, it's not like they were...
I get it. Softening language is stupid. It's stupid. But the thing is that very often you can get a point across without using harsh language, but the words that they are need to be said. If you're talking about someone being sexually abused, you have to talk about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my thing is...
But you have to also understand, because it's like, because the people that fight this language thing are often people that fucking suck. People that are often like, I should be able to say whatever I want, and those guys are terrible, and they're like, we know that they suck, but like if you're making content about people that are going through these experiences, you're trying to bring relevance to the struggle they're going through. So the money you're making should not be important. It should be more important you getting the message out of these terrible things that are happening.
They're clearly not making...
So they're not doing it for the right reasons, which means you're shitty.
100%. That's what it... Like, let's put it this, for example. People who are talking about very serious issues and raising awareness, they don't do that shit.
The ones that really care about don't give a fuck. Yeah.
They're also smart enough to know that the English language has many things that they can say that mean the same fucking thing.
That's true
and so that's the thing that actually annoys me the most. It's that part. It's the unalive where they can just say, took their own life. They can say, no longer with us. There are many things that they can say that doesn't have to make some fake kid. You don't have to say grape. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Grape is such a...
That's crazy of saying grape.
What bothers me is that that Looney Tune-ifies such a terrible thing, that is like that is where
I think of like grape Kool-Aid. That's the first thing that comes to my mind.
When you say grape, I'm like,
so like I'm not thinking of a girl being terrorized.
Exactly, you laugh and say like, why are you turning? Just say.
Thinking
assaulted.
Of a kid with its like Kool-Aid and twist off thing is like, grape.
She got turned into a grape.
Like, look, I would genuinely rather that people just censored like with a black bar at this point. You know what I mean? Just get rid of it entirely.
Yeah.
Just like if you're not, I don't know. It's annoying.
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have seen that
also,
before.
A lot of them
spicy was it? Spicy sleep?
Oh, a lot of them edit themselves. They don't have editors, right? And they don't want to go through the whole
That's
fucking...
not true at all.
Well, no, I'd assume a lot. If that's the only way it makes sense. If you have an editor, the editor can just bleep it out for you. Because a lot of content creators I watch, they say fuck things and they have it bleeped out for them.
Yeah,
most people have editors now.
It is kind of crazy how much people have editors than don't. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Also, people did bleep things out back in the day. I just think people are too fucking. They're followers, man. They just got on this train that was unnecessary. We figured out the system a while ago on how to. There's a certain amount of time that you shouldn't say anything.
Yeah,
there are certain rules we figured out. There are brainiacs that went through what's okay to say, what's not okay to say, and then it's kind of like maybe a younger generation started being playful with their words, and then other people that are older than us started adopting this shit too. And I'm like,
what are you doing?
First of all, have you seen a significant increase in your money? I know you haven't.
Yeah.
I know you haven't.
No, but they've seen themselves keep their money opposed to like potentially, which is stupid.
The thing about that though is that like I made a video about this specific thing and I said all the words. That video is green, so it's not even real. You know what I mean? I'm sure maybe on TikTok and other places, but like here, like no. It's not a problem.
That's what I was talking about. Like, say the Scarlet Letter thing is much more important than watching your language. It's your channel is fucked because the system thinks your channel is just shitty, and so it's going to demonetize things on average. Versus all these commentators that were greenlit already, and for some reason they weren't doing that before, and were greenlit, and now they just started adopting this. And I'm like, I know the answer is no. Rhetorically, they haven't seen their fucking monetization explode because they're not in a specific bracket of CPM. Yeah. You have to be in a certain bracket. Like, you can be like Philip DeFranco and say the worst stuff, but since he has contacts that give him good ads and knowing that he's covering the news, he can say whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, that's
like, it's just a thing where I'm like, these people are, like I said, I feel like there's more followers. They just don't have brains of their own. And I'm like, just... First of all, like I said, you can say took their own life instead of unalive. That's always
Yeah.
been available.
Even off to themselves.
Off
There's
themselves.
so many euphemisms that already exist.
They took a big silly nappy wappy where they won't wakey achy uppy wuppy no more.
Spicy
They,
sleep.
they say, yeah, it's spicy
It's like,
sleep.
that reminds me of like when people were saying, because that's what I was saying, was it playful? Remember when people were saying like forbidden honey, like forbidden cotton candy? You know?
Yeah,
What the fuck is forbidden cotton candy?
like insulation.
Insulation. You know, you.
What was forbidden honey again?
For a minute, it was this glass. So basically, when people would melt,
yeah, the melted glass,
the
yeah.
melted glass, and it looks like honey. So it's like forbidden honey.
That shit's funny.
Yeah,
I can't stand this planet, dude. Oh my god.
that's what I was like. Is someone trying to be funny? Spicy sleep? Is that what? Or are they actually nerfing?
All right, let's get
You
the
killing yourself?
all right, let's go to Scatman, but he's rolling down the steps.
Be out, out.
Dude, that's slowed down Scatman thing from like the we did a was that the extra ammo?
Yeah.
What? I think it was.
I think it might have been. That shit killed
That
me,
was
man.
funny. That was funny.
That was so funny.
That was deranged.
That was really good.
That was a deranged.
Anyway, this guy says, "Sup, you beautiful N-waits." Well, let's relax.
What might
What, Marta? He says, hope you're having a fantastic Monday. A few episodes back, 281, you guys brought up Resident Evil 5 Wesker's Hydra shotgun, the triple barrel one, and it reminded me of my favorite nonsense weapon I've ever seen in a video game. There was an old Xbox game called Gun, a Western shooter that predates Red Dead Redemption. I remember, I always wanted that game. And
I didn't play it.
I never got around
crazy.
to playing it.
Game was crazy.
Yeah, I just never
so
played it.
morbidly destructive, bro. so.
I remember seeing it in game magazines and being like, this looks sick. And I just never, I don't know, I never got it.
I played it a bunch.
Anyway, he says, predates Red Dead Redemption, that the final boss's weapon of choice was a fucking 7-barreled shotgun. And in the post game, you can wield that shit. That's awesome.
7.
It was powerful enough to turn horses into meat with one blast. My question is, do you guys have a favorite cartoonishly powerful weapon that comes close to not belonging in the setting it finds itself in? Hard mode, no Gears 3 sawed-off shotgun. That thing was ridiculous.
Dude,
But
on-
I would
on
argue the
PV
normal shotgun's ridiculous in that game, too. Like,
Yeah.
That one was crazy, but in PvP and Gears 3, the sawed-off shotgun would literally blow you up.
no, it wouldn't.
The reticle was so small, but if you hit somebody, they would just disappear.
No,
And
the
I
reticle
like-
was big.
No, it was.
It was big, remember?
Are you sure?
Yeah, because that's the whole point, was that like it was like impossible to aim. Because it was sawed off.
Was that? Was it?
Yeah.
I, could
I
be
remember
wrong, I guess,
specifically
yeah.
because like generally in game design, like the tighter the reticle, the more accurate the weapon
That's
is.
true.
But I remember it being like mega wide.
I remember
like,
hitting some guy with it one time when they were running past, like they were like ledge hopping, and half him made it. Like half him made it to the other ledge, the other half just on the floor in front of me, and I was like,
Dude,
"Whoa!"
the guns on
Nice.
Gears like really just eviscerate in a way that's not. That is so like because I've seen shotguns shoot through meat, right? Like real meat, and it's like it's no joke.
Right.
Yeah, so I got
But,
to take
like-
a shotgun to the head. It was crazy.
But what's there is still there, you know? It's not just gone
Right. It just,
into mist to the point where like, oh, there's no ribs at all.
yeah.
Like,
There's no
People's top
bones.
people's top halves in that game would just pop out of existence.
That's
It's
true.
the funniest shit ever.
That is very true.
God, bro.
Yeah.
It was so everything about that game is brutal. When you beat someone with your fucking your fucking handgun and their head pops open, I'm like, Jesus shit,
Oh, yeah,
dude.
with the bolt on.
This
Yeah.
game is. It was such a.
It's violent.
I would have
It's
let
great.
my kid play that game, not my child. You know.
I would. They have to probably like 11, 12.
Yeah.
It's probably around the time.
That's when I'm like, you can play this
Yeah,
now. 'cause
yeah.
That's
That sounds about right.
that's too much. They might have nightmares. Genuinely,
I think that's good.
having nightmares.
I think it's. I don't know, man. I remember being attracted to like games and movies that were like way too scary for me when I was young, specifically because I don't know. Like if I had watched them when I was 30, like it would lose all impact.
I have definitely overwatched horror things, and now nothing like that scares me.
Yeah, movies don't really.
I overdid it. I watched like fucking because I was afraid of like possession movies, the demon movies when I was younger. That was like what really scared me. And then I just watched them over and over again. I was like, oh, this is stupid. But they help because everyone in those movies are really dumb.
They have to be.
I was talking to my friend recently. I was talking to Paul. He was telling me that he used to have a fear of being vaporized. Like a real, because of like Spider-Man and Mars Attacks.
Oh my god!
Because of the pumpkin bomb, how it would just like get rid of your skin and just leave your skeleton just sit chilling there.
He's afraid of something that couldn't never happen.
Well, he used it when he was a kid. He was like, "Is this how possible is this?" It's like that. It's like that John Mulaney bit about like quicksand and how like everybody, like if you're a child, you thought quicksand would be like a bigger deal than it ended up being.
Seeing people get out of quicksand is crazy.
I don't even think I've ever seen quicksand like physically.
Like I saw this like white woman somewhere in the fucking where she shouldn't be, obviously.
Well, obviously, if there's quicksand, yeah.
And then she was like, "Watch this," and she like wiggled her leg, and like got half out, one leg like half out, and then did the same with the other leg. And he was like, "All right, that's how you get out." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
I just flipped out of one.
You've been in quicksand before?
Yeah, I just flipped out of it. Simple.
The idea of quicksand happening, you just start grabbing the sand and pushing it under you.
Simple.
I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "Oh,
Ew,
weird." And
quicksand.
I just flipped out of it. I was like, "All right."
This can't hold me.
I kind of want to. I don't know, man. I kind of want to sit in quicksand.
You want to try it
I want
out?
to see what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you have like a
controlled
harness,
environment or something.
As long as you have a harness, you'll be fine.
I'm curious because I just don't understand. Like I don't understand because I've seen so many representations of it.
Well, do you know what it is, right? You know what it is, right?
I know it's quicksand. I don't know.
It's pretty much an idea of that, like a mud pit, but it's sand. So what happens is that if you move too much, the mud will separate and sink you. But does it
function? Is it functionally that? Like, does that work?
It still has the same mass. So what happens is that it's too hard to just swim through.
Right. I guess what I'm asking is it really a danger to a person?
Yes, it can absolutely kill you.
Yeah, well, mainly if you
I feel like it's only
if you don't know what you're doing,
have no clue how to do.
You'll
it's not
panic
like a
and sink.
tar pit. Like tar, you're in bad shape.
Well, tar's not that big.
I flipped out of tar too. It's no big deal.
Yeah, I don't like this.
I was fucking flipped out, and I was like,
There used to be a tar pit.
Too much black.
Too much.
Don't
black.
be black anymore. And you just made it water. You were just like, stop.
Stop.
There used to be a tar pit in the middle of our living room when I was growing up, and it was like
your dad was every now and then just jump inside of it and then be gone for 3 hours.
Coming out, fucking war paint on and shit.
It was very scary. But anyway, no, I actually can't think of like
They're still here, boy. The Viet Cong are still here.
I'm trying to think of like absurdly.
There was that
weapons.
pulse gun you got at the end of Resident Evil 4 after you beat the game and you bought that just shot lightning at people. I remember that gun. Was
that real?
Yeah.
I don't.
Or one of the
remember
special
that.
editions maybe it was in like the Wii one, I think maybe.
I don't remember.
Where you
that
just
specifically.
shot like energy at people. There's also the fucking getting the Mega Buster proper in Dead Rising. After you beat the game, and you got the real Mega Buster.
Oh yeah, that's a great answer.
And it was like, what is that?
That's a perfect example because that really does not belong there.
Capcom games in general full of that because I know in the Mega Man Legends, the first X game, not Legends, the first X game. There's like pieces you get that you can like collect like pieces of armor. Then in a game you can do a Shoryuken.
So you don't actually
then you
need
can kill a Sigma with one hit.
You just need to actually do a specific. It kills anything in one hit.
Yeah.
So it's the only way it works though is you have to have full health.
Yeah.
So first you have to do a specific thing to get it. So once
there was a bunch of shit. You have to get all the pieces.
You have to kill this one guy in a specific way. It's so stupid. Figuring it out on your own, I don't know how you would do it.
Yeah, like shit like that. I'm just like, this is a game developer that released a video saying I was a regular person that did. Like, no one finds these things.
Yeah,
I have a theory that like some of those were made, like some of those impossible things to figure out are literally just a way for people to be like, I actually did work on this game.
Yeah,
and here's how I can prove it.
Yeah, I think that's
here's
how it
this
is.
Ridiculous thing that no one would ever know, and like
they have to be.
I know exactly what it is.
Yeah,
and it's like, oh, that's crazy. And then it just like spreads that way. But now it's just like tradition. Now it's just like there'll be a guide at some point. Like some YouTuber's gonna hack it.
It's actually happened a handful of times in history where no one ever discovered the Easter egg, and they're like, "Fuck," because they were thinking, make sure numbers. Someone has to replicate this one thing, one person at least. The problem is, someone probably did. But they don't remember what the fuck they did.
Right.
So then they can't do it again. So it's like, it's useless. And they didn't think about that. I remember there was a Star Wars like pod racing game that had that too. Mm-hmm. Where there was something they figured out. There was something, a secret thing, and no one figured it out. And the developers had to come out and be like, hey, guys, we put something in the game. But anyway, the Hadouken, Shoryuken is one. They did that as well, which is awesome. But it's also very... not getting like positioning yourself to have full health. So if you have like an energy tank, like reserve tank, so then you can do that and then do it and kill things in one shot is pretty funny.
I got all the pieces. I remember getting the helm was the worst part because you had to come off like a fucking rail thing and then freeze birds and climb up somewhere to a random ledge. And Dr. Light's like, "Hey, how's it going? You made it this far. Awesome. Here's a headpiece." And I'm like, "Thanks, I guess."
I don't know which one that is.
I had it on the PSP, but I think it was Mega Man X1.
That's not X1. Like you can't do any.
Was it X1?
No, I'm X1 is burned into my brain. I know that.
Which one is it? Which one is the one? Which is
So
it might have been the one that was on a Game Boy. It might have been the one that was on a Game Boy that got ported to the PSP.
The thing is, freezing something almost. I don't know, man, because. So I know X1 through 3 like very thoroughly, and you never really had to use other things. It's basically they didn't make it too impossible to be able to get something. The only thing you would need is you might need another piece of gear to so to get the maxed out X Buster, you would have to have the helmet. Because there was these stupid blocks that you could only fuck up with your helmet in X1.
Oh, you hit with your head.
So you would have to, on the elephant stage, which was annoying because you can miss it you can miss the jump and fall many times and have to start over. But that's how you would get that charged up thing. It's stupid. It's so fucking stupid. But anyway.
I love those games.
Dude, speaking of Mega Man Legends, you're talking about like a weapon. So there's a rocket launcher that you get, or a missile launcher. And if you have enough money, you could make it infinite, and it's hilarious. It's like that game was cool because you would take pieces to roll, and then she would build weapons for you. And then so she can upgrade it to where you have infinite missiles, and then everything just becomes hilarious. And that game's crazy because you can go throughout the entire game and not have some really important shit. Like the skates, like where you just hold down circle, and then you just start gliding through the cities. You can miss that, and it makes the game significantly easier and easier to traverse. And Mega Man Legends is phenomenal.
I haven't played that game.
I love that game.
So long.
I need a remaster so badly. I don't even need a remake. I need a fucking remaster.
I'm genuinely surprised that those games have not had like because I got pretty much everything that I wanted off the PS1 already. You know what I mean? Like all of my favorite stuff on the PS1 is now, especially today, because now like I think over the last couple of days, Legacy of Kain is finally out.
Oh yeah,
I'm stoked.
It dropped already?
Yeah, it's out. So I'm stoked to get into that, but I want to finish Indiana Jones first because I started Stalker 2 and like that ended up being like busted in a certain way. Where I was like, damn, I shouldn't finish it now because it's busted. Then I moved on to this and I was like, well, I can't move on to fucking Legacy of Kain. I'll just do it after.
Yeah,
but everything like of Legacy of Kain is one of those like very specific games where I'm like, damn, I'm surprised that even remotely got attention at all. Meanwhile, Mega Man, nothing.
One of Capcom's biggest IPs.
That's so crazy.
It's very frustrating to me in a way that the side-scrolling games have had multiple compilations of like an anniversaries.
It's like the Legacy Collection.
The Legacies.
They're never doing it.
Even
for Legends,
before
man.
that, I had fucking on PS2. I had all the X's. They've done this multiple times with this and fucking Street Fighter, and then like for some reason I don't know what's going on with those Legend games. Like they didn't even do the third one, and then just number 1 and 2 just have no fucking love. Yeah, so it was normally going to be for DS, and then they just canceled it. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Well, we know that they went through a hard time for a little bit. Capcom was downhill for quite a while.
It's true, but But
now they're back. I don't know, man. They're just kind of focusing on Resident Evil
Dude, they
right
did
now.
They did a remaster of Onimusha before fucking Mega Man Legends.
That's true.
Mega Man Legends. I just wonder maybe it sold poorly. It couldn't have. It was so celebrated that they put those fucking characters in Marvel's Capcom 2. They put in fucking
Was it those versions of them?
They put in T-Bon, the chick with the fucking Bontron or whatever the fuck her name is.
Was it those versions of them? Was it the Mega Man Legends version of those characters? Absolutely.
The Serve bots are from Mega Man Legends. Like the Lego people.
Holy shit. So that's...
that's
that role, actually, 100%.
And then Bon is from... Well, the role...
Or is that the role from
Mega Man
Game
and role was just their own entity. Like, they weren't specifically from because that wasn't Volnut. Mega Man Volnut is what his name is.
Oh yeah, that's
not
definitely Mega Man.
That's just those are just regular Mega Man put into the game. But say Capcom 2, when they added some people, right? They added Bond, they added fucking the Serve Bot. Like they obviously Mega Man Legends means something to them since they put that in there,
Right.
and they just there has to be a logical explanation why they haven't done it. Maybe it has something to do with Nintendo.
Maybe they lost the source code. That kind of happens.
Oh, that would fucking make me sad as shit.
Yeah. That happens to some games. Some games are just gone forever because they're like, oh, the fucking code's gone.
I'm gonna look it up. I haven't looked. Maybe I don't look it. If I look it up, I'm probably gonna get sad. But it doesn't make any sense because I feel like a lot of people have not played that Mega Man Legends, and it's one of my favorite. It's like top 5.
I've never played Mega Man Legends.
I love
very
that
good,
game.
very good.
The
what was that, 64 or PS1?
It was on 64 and PS1. Originally
Okay.
PS1, but you can get 64.
I think the 64 one had a different name. I think I remember.
I think it was just Mega Man 64.
It probably was just 64.
I think it was 64.
I think
you're right.
I think it probably was that, and I'm sure it looked a little better. Probably. The one thing is, God, the soundtrack is
I still remember
one
the
of Capcom's
soundtrack.
best works.
I still remember the soundtrack for that shit. It's
Dude.
the Mega Man games in general. Their soundtracks are
They're pretty great.
They're
probably
great.
the best part of their series, honestly.
100%.
Yeah.
I use that shit for like everything, and also. If you go into the Apple Market in Mega Man Legends, you can go into the CD store and listen to samples of the CDs, and even those things are fire. Like there's like a Baroque fucking thing. It's amazing.
Oh my god, dude!
It's so good. I would love
Capcom
for people
soundtracks
to.
in general are really good. though, to
Capcom
me.
has. I'm so glad they hit their stride again, dude. Because I remember they were like, because growing up they were like the shit, and then like they were like, oh, this is kind of.
When we were in high school, they were like,
Well, they weren't really the shit growing up. They were more like
Post Dead Rising, they were
they were riding the reputation of being the shit.
yeah,
when we were kids.
They were like like, oh, we made Alpha. Because I remember Alpha 3. Dude, when Third Strike came out, bro, I remembered it was like 01, 02. That was an event, dude. I remember going to this place called the Laser Park down downtown Manhattan. I remember going there, and the fighting game corner of that place was packed. Like to the like they had like the little weird little rides and stuff like that, and like the foosball, like the what is it called, the not foosball when you throw the ball, whatever it is, like all those like small
No,
like,
yeah.
ski ball. They had like that shit was popping, but over in the fighting corner, I wanted to go over there, but it's like you can't go over there, you will get lost.
Yeah, everybody there was just like
Everyone
sucking
was
each other.
grown ass men like playing. People were just getting fucking face blasted. It was insane. I was like, wow, this is a fucking
Loser
important
gets
moment.
fucking snowballed.
Loser gets gangbanged.
It's insane.
Motherfuckers just
Why
there.
would you play?
Motherfuckers just
What is Mega Man like? I don't even think I've seen it.
It's
What
like
is
an
it?
It's like an
Yeah, like,
open
is it-
world
is it
action
still-
game.
So it's just like it's a proper RPG.
It's like a 3D platformer. Or
Yeah,
like,
and it's open world. Just
Donkey Kong 64 with Mega Man.
is it probably?
Oh.
Yeah, is that like it's only Mega Man's only RPG? Like legit? I think.
I guess is Battle Network's not. Really
No, that's like a deck building game
Yeah.
technically.
But yeah, that game's just cool. Like it's.
I really like
one of
Mega
my
Man.
favorite. It's
I
just one of my
forget that.
favorite experiences, like, especially for PlayStation. How big the game felt too.
Yeah.
Like there was a vast and so much. Like, oh man, this is walled off. Like, I have to figure out how to get through this. I need specific weapons. I need the actually aspect finding a piece of the jet skates. One piece you find in the trash can, and the reason you kick trash cans in the city, and it makes a certain sound to know that something's in it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, and then you're like, there's a fucking broken fan thing, and I'm like, what can I make with this? And you get other shit.
Oh, that's cool.
Then this bitch is like, oh, I can make something for you, and then it makes this cool like ta-da kind of thing when you have a new.
That is such an.
It's a great. The soundtrack though is really
Video
the thing
games
that,
were
like,
really
gets
they were
to me.
really cute back in the day, man. They were really like there was like I don't know, there was something about like just ideas, you know. It was like more of an idea farm once upon a time where it was just like, this sounds cool. Why don't we put it in?
Yeah,
Well, it's just fun.
fun.
I think that's kind of. I do feel like we might. I don't know.
I could be a little boomerish about it probably because we're
Well,
older.
I don't know, because I actually feel like we're kind of in that space again for the first time in a while.
I don't think we're there. I don't think it's ever gonna be that anymore.
Well, I mean, like
'Cause I
not in the
think-
same way, but
Yeah,
I
not
do
in the
think
exact
like
same vein.
I do think there's like less of a concern over realism now that we can just do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I look at a game like Astrobot and I'm like, Astrobot would not have been greenlit in the last in 2010 through 2019 at all. You know what I mean? Like we just wouldn't have saw it. Because we didn't.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think that kind of thing got kind of disappeared. I think the idea of people just truly being able to have fun with things isn't going to exist anymore because of how much money's in the machine.
What, like building?
I think we'll get games that are fun, but games like we'll never get a game like Crash Bandicoot again.
In what way?
Where it's just like this is an idea that sounds silly, and it doesn't have an IP backing it to make an idea. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's
We'll
less
never get games like that.
likely.
Well, not never. It'll be hard, and
I
they
feel
have
like-
to be a company that's already proven themselves to do something like that and do it well. You
I
know?
guess. I guess just to me, I look at like, I feel like
'Cause name the
AAA has been better in the last like 2 to 3 years. I feel like indie is great.
I agree.
So like,
but
I don't know.
name a game franchise that is that quirky that exists.
Knack.
You know?
Knack.
I think Knack should try
They
the
tried.
attempted resurgence
They
and stuff like
tried.
that.
They tried.
Actually,
But it looked like shit.
But it was the humans. What's crazy is that the humans looked worse than Knack.
They look like the fucking crank anchor you showed me the other day.
I don't know. Oh man, it's like, guys, I understand what you're trying to do, but who did you think? Didn't they test this? And didn't everybody say no? Yeah, no, ew. Like this.
It's kind of how I feel about Concord, where I'm like, you know what?
Oi, ew. I watched what you call Secret Levels yesterday. Amazing. Fucking fantastic.
Secret Levels?
Secret Levels, yeah.
Oh,
It's amazing.
I heard about it.
It's amazing, dude. Like
I've heard like mixed things about it,
the
but I don't
episode's
care
really
anymore
good.
because everybody told me Temple of Doom sucked. I don't trust any of you people anymore.
You can't trust
Really.
people's opinions. You have to.
It's that there's a I just want people to think more for themselves. I don't like that there's way too many people that seem to just get their opinion, like you said, from a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Why would you think for yourself when you could
And
just
to
not?
be fair, I do like look,
I could be
I
Yorking
love a good video essay. And I appreciate people who like have a thought about something and they make a thing and it's theirs. You know what I mean? Like they've formulated it. Like that thing I mentioned a couple episodes back about like the GTA 4 being developed at the same time that it was, representing. I think it was a dope premise.
Yeah.
Right? And it's cool. But like I feel like a lot of people just they hear something, it's like, oh, what does Donkey think about this?
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, that's my opinion now.
You know what's
It's
crazy?
like,
I don't like video essays anymore. I've kind of grown out of them.
I
I love lore videos though, but that's
I'm where
definitely
Chris is at.
autism.
I like a good video essay. I like a good video essay. And one thing that I like about one is I can tell when they're being what I mean is they're not trying to convince you that their opinion is the correct one. And not in a way that they're saying that, but say like I watched a lot of Dragon Age stuff recently. Mm-hmm. And some of them, the way that they're talking or even their title is like, what I'm saying is what is true. And not just, let me tell you my opinion about this.
Right.
Because I'm like, I want to hear your opinion about it, but I don't want you to try to convince me that, hey, this is dog shit because X, Y, Z. Tell me why you think this is dog shit for X and show me X, Y, Z.
You're right.
The language is very different in essays where there's people that I'm like, I don't like what you're trying to do. And I feel like people get kind of coerced into believing them instead of being like, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing where I'm like, you can absorb somebody's thought and not absorb it into your own in a way of just being like, oh, your perspective is interesting. I don't know if I'm fully convinced. Maybe I need to watch more shit.
Yeah. Or just, I just like people to be, I'm fine with even that tone as long as like the person seems like they care and it isn't like I make video essays about video games, and so this is the next thing. You know what I think
like
when I make a
be...
Halo video, it's like because I give a shit.
Right.
You know what I mean, I'm not gonna make a video about like Street Fighter.
Yes.
And if I do, I'm phoning it in.
That's a good point.
There
Yeah.
has to be a through line of both, because
that's a good point. Yeah,
I could talk about Spider-Man for years, about how much I care about Spider-Man, how much I love the character. But the difference between some people is that some people have perspectives that, though, you have to give your perspective as you can without trying to demean others. Just give me your perspective, because I think
it's hard, but
that's a tightrope dance in its own right.
Yeah.
Like obviously, because I've been a Spider-Man for like a long time, and people have certain views about. Like I genuinely think people disagree with me on this. I'm not saying it's not amazing. I think Spider-Man 2 is a fucking fantastic movie, and I think it has scenes that are the best from Spider-Man. Scenes that are insane. but I think Spider-Man 1 is a better movie. I think Willem Dafoe's performance outshines everything we've seen from a Spider-Man live
You see in
action.
your language how you already said, I think. I'm completely fine with that. And maybe I'm nitpicking, but it's when people are being like, Spider-Man 1 is a better movie. Let me tell you why. And there's a way that people, it almost like people are trying to convince you to think.
That's more of a debate.
Instead of more, it's just more of a like, I'm trying to convince you to think my way than let me tell you why I think this.
Right.
And to me, there's something that offends
but I've spoken
me.
like that though before. I think I can imagine.
We've all
like that
had
before.
moments like that.
The thing is that like I don't know. I'm getting old, and as I'm getting old, I've kind of just taken steps back from like my perspective being objective. If that makes any sense,
you're just being aware that
Yeah.
this is not the only way to think, or this is not the correct way to think, in a way that, like, say, I watched a couple video essays about From Software games having an easy mode, or say why this would be bad, and every single one I disagreed with, but I was fine with people giving their perspective on
I
it.
actually watched a bunch of videos about that stuff. And I changed my opinion. I actually agree. It wouldn't be detrimental because I just don't have to use it.
So
literally, I went through that whole thing. I had a conversation with Lily and her brother about it, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, though the game means a lot to me in a combative nature and the difficulty I experience in it, that is not for everybody, and people shouldn't be barred out of the game because of that.
Well, that was my whole...
I agree. I
that was
like
the whole
really
thing.
think about it.
I wanted to see if anybody could actually convince me to not think that way.
I agree.
So that was I was seeking out other people's opinions about that, and some of those people were more like, say, hostile about it. But I was already like, I don't know if anyone could convince me to. You don't have to participate in this. Mm-hmm. And so every thing that I heard, it was mostly more about, like, say, the prestige. It's prestige of this IP that it would make it seem shittier overall by doing this. And I was like, look, maybe, but I don't have this dogmatic connection to From Software, so I guess I don't feel that way. But some people do. Some people are like, this is the greatest fucking this is the greatest game company that has ever lived in their opinion, and they don't want to see it turn like into everything else that has 1,000 different difficulties. And I'm like, I understand your feeling, however, that's just not how I feel. I
stand by the fact that like I wouldn't partake in it, and I think that not every game is built for everyone to absorb.
Right.
But everyone should have the ability to be able to enjoy something, you know?
Yeah.
I think those things are hard to do. It's not really an easy thing to be able to make something that exists in both those spaces at the same time.
Well, that's ultimately
that's the challenge.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. Like, ideally, like, I wouldn't have a problem in like a perfect world. Like, yeah, sure, whatever. But like, I do think that there's like development cost and time that goes into that. Ultimately, like, I think about Breath of the Wild and those games. They're like, there's no difficulty slider in that game. And I think that results in like a better designed game because you're not splitting your focus between different. Oh, we have to balance easy so it's not crazy, or we have to balance normal so it's like reasonable for like a casual play, or we have to balance super hard so it's not unfair but challenging. Just stick with one difficulty level. You know what I mean? I think that results in like better designed games because it's more focused going into a single vision of something and how things are supposed to function. I
agree with that. The only issue that I have is that they would games overall would probably get more difficult. Just because
maybe, yeah.
If like let's just say for the sake of argument, obviously this is some bullshit, but if there was, everybody's like, we're still only going to focus on one difficulty, everything is going to take a step up, because if you were to take a step back, I mean,
yeah, I think
that shit would fuck everyone.
I think it's a case by case. It's definitely case by case. You know, but ideally, if such a thing didn't demand so much development time and extra focus, I would think like, yeah, fucking whatever, put an easy mode from so who cares? Yeah. But like, I'm kind of staggered that games even have like these granular difficulty settings now, where it's like, because I was playing Indiana Jones and like there's like a general setting, there's like a general difficulty, but then there's like, here's exploration difficulty, puzzle difficulty, combat difficulty. And I'm like,
the custom one to that's crazy.
Interesting. Look, that's cool. I like that. But damn, that must have taken that sounds like a bitch.
That's why I would try it when people Ubisoft is a punching bag, but I can always give them their flowers for, especially Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I stand by that game being really fucking fun. And also when people, because I'll never forget when people were complaining about some of their UI and some of the HUD shit like that. And I was saying, guys, there's exploration mode where it turns into Dark Souls essentially. It gives you nothing and it shows you nothing. And they even says, this is how we want you to play. But most people are like, that's fucking... No,
it's there for focus groups because like a lot of people are like, where do I go? And it's like that's the point.
A lot of people are like, I don't like this, and it's like, well,
yeah. So this thing, they give you the options to even stealth. If you suck dick at stealth, which there's DSPs out there, so like they give you the option to where the AI is so stupid, you know. And I'm like, I think that's really fucking cool because then they also do in the opposite direction where they make it more realistic. Whereas I turn it all the way up to where it's actually challenging to where they can see you behind the tree, you know, because that's stupid.
that's a person right there.
I like that dumb. Like it depends on the game, I guess.
A Splinter Cell game, like I want the AI to be smart. You know what I mean? Where like that's the whole point. I agree.
But if it's a game where it's like loose, it's kind of loose. There's like stealth elements to it.
I agree.
I don't know.
It can't be too hard.
Let me be on. Like I don't care that they can't see me just because I'm like standing just above their eye line. Like I'm fine. That's cool. It sells something.
I think I was just watching. So I did watch Donkey's video on Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And there's a moment like that where I think
100%. Yeah. The AI is not smart.
He peeks over through the threshold of the door and he keeps trying to throw shit at the guy and then he misses. Like the guy dodges out of the way. But he doesn't do anything. He just stays there, and then he goes back and gets more shit.
The AI
so funny.
The AI is
so
very
funny.
much like the AI in that game is very much like these are Indiana Jones.
This is an Indiana Jones game.
Like it's not like they're not.
Like these are clone troopers, man.
You're not gonna,
the whole
you're not
point
gonna get that. No, these are.
The whole point is that the whole point is that
stormtroopers.
The whole point is
clones
that
are dangerous.
The whole point is that they're gonna catch you, and if they do catch you. You can just beat them up.
Yes.
And then you're scot-free because that's Indiana Jones.
Yes.
It's fine.
Exactly.
You know, it works for that kind of
for this universe. That's exactly what for thing like you said. If this was Splinter Cell, you'd be very upset.
Dude, it'd be so annoying if they were just hyper fucking aware. Indiana Jones, no,
because you're not. It's like now there's no point in punching
Nazis.
There's no point. Like now you're like, oh, I'm literally stealthing the entire.
Yeah,
it's same thing in like Skyrim. Like people are like that's so stupid when you put the basket over their head. Yeah, I put basket people's head, then I fucking cut their heads off. 1, 2. They don't see me do it, then I behead them.
There is something to Metal Gear Solid to where it does have the balance where it's very obviously it's stealth focused, but then you have the box, where it's like, how does this work in any setting?
The box is crazy.
It's so funny.
I would
there could be something really cool in there though.
I just started so I never finished Metal Gear 5, so I'm playing through it right now. And man, what a fun game!
It is a
very fun game.
Like stealth game, like as a stealth game, it's fucking perfect.
Yeah,
it is. I think the best third-person stealth game ever. It's so fucking good.
It is very fun to play.
The weird thing about that game though is that it ends in the middle. It's very weird.
It's very
like
Kojima.
The game ends and then it ends and then it just keeps going because it's trying to hammer it in. Like there's like a meta narrative that it's like trying to get you to go along with, and it's like I get it, but like I don't care past this because I know what you're doing.
That's cool. That's Kojima to me in general.
Yeah,
it's like he's like very conceptual things, and I'm like I got the concept ready, but you don't gotta keep going.
Well, they nail that. Well, I mean,
I get it, but
it's a game that's not supposed to end technically.
Like me, like Death Stranding, I get it. Like I tried to play the game again. I'm like maybe 22 hours into the game.
Oh shit, really?
And I'm trying to play it because I really don't like playing I don't like the narrative. I really don't like the narrative. I don't like Norman Reedus at all. At all.
Why don't you like Norman Reedus?
I just don't like him there. I feel like he's so like.
You still think of him as like
Daryl. He's still Daryl to me.
Still Daryl.
Daryl's badass. Don't get me wrong.
He doesn't look exact. It doesn't help that he doesn't change his look at all.
It is
like
that
he is just
a problem.
Daryl.
That is a problem.
Yeah.
He doesn't have an emotive face really either. So it's just like I killed the zombie.
Where's Merle? He's fucking delivering shit. Where's my brother?
The movement, like walking through that game, trudging through stuff.
Yeah.
is fucking pretty cool. I'll give it that. Like, that's pretty cool.
See, that's
like,
interesting.
It's great.
That's the part that everybody has told me, but I personally, I've just everything that I've seen. I'm like, I just don't want to.
I don't think you would like it.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I don't
do
think
it.
you would like it. I think you would like Indiana Jones. I don't think you would like that.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I don't buy. It takes a lot for me to buy games brand new.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so, but I'm also
game's definitely not brand new anymore, Derek.
what I mean is
Death Stranding.
No, I'm not. I just don't. I think I'm gonna skip Death Stranding. It's been years. Obviously, I'm just gonna skip it. But
Sure.
I've seen so much of it, and I'm still like, I just don't want to do that. I don't.
That's not for. It's definitely not for most people. I think.
Yeah, it's
a very specific game.
Indiana.
I'm excited for it
I want
too,
to play.
'cause I want to see two.
I want to play Indiana, but I just don't.
Game Pass.
I just don't.
Wait for a sale.
I have to wait for a sale.
Game Pass.
It'll probably come down soon.
it's
It's a
on Game
licensed
Pass?
game.
Yeah, it's on Game Pass.
Dude, hitting Nazis in the face with a sledgehammer is so satisfying. It has not gotten.
Is it
old.
rated M?
I don't know actually. I think so.
I think Sledgehammer
I don't
to face
remember
is,
seeing like enough blood for it to be considered
wasn't-
M or anything.
It's not crazy bloody.
It seems like a teen actually.
There is blood though.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. And the template. No, what is it? What is it? Great Circle. I don't know what the rating is actually.
That's interesting.
And I also don't have the box art, so I don't even know what. Like,
I
can't even like pull an image
right
from memory.
Mm.
It's a Machine Games game though. I feel like I assume it's rated M.
Probably barely.
barely
Yeah.
M.
God damn it.
Like it is, but it's like
Rated N.
rated.
I'm not even
N?
gonna ask what the N's for.
Nearly M.
Nearly M. Can you imagine? Rated NM.
What the fuck? Oh my god. God forbid a web page just works.
Don't you like that?
I am so baffled.
My favorite thing is clicking on an article, and not only is why?
He sucks.
Why would he step on a shark?
Jeff sucks. He's an asshole.
That's so mean.
He's an asshole.
Yeah.
Play the game and you'll change your tune right there.
Play the game.
I can't find an answer to this question. Isn't that amazing? I typed in Indiana Jones Great Circle rated M.
How weird is
and
that?
I can't fucking find the actual answer. Google is so fucking useless.
It is hilariously bad at this point.
Okay, so it's rated T. Jesus fucking
Okay, so it's
Christ.
T. Okay. T for tits.
But to be fair, like Indiana Jones was like PG-13.
Yeah, it was never too crazy. I think like the Temple of Doom was like the craziest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes. And even that looks ridiculous.
It does.
Like
but
it's like,
it didn't even scare me as a kid. I love that.
I thought it was
Kalima?
just awesome.
I loved
Yeah.
it.
Kalima.
That shit is
Kalima.
fucking dope, bro.
I can't
Dude,
even,
there's an action sequence where they're like shooting on like they're on mine carts. They're on like
Yes.
fucking mine carts, and then they shoot, and then they're outrunning a flood, and then they're like, that movie's fucking awesome.
It's very like action-y Resident Evil 4 to me.
It feels like a Resident Evil 4 movie,
Yeah.
like straight up.
Yeah.
Even everything from like the cultists to like all of it.
Mm-hmm. That nigga
No Nazis,
gets his
I guess.
heart written out, and then he's set on fire.
Yeah,
I
he
was
gets
like,
his heart
bro.
ripped out. He's still alive. He gets his heart ripped out. He's still alive.
He's still
alive.
alive.
The wound seals. They dip him in a what, like Sauron's eye or something? Because it was a pit of like, it wasn't lava. They dip him in like a pit of like
Bad.
evil.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy.
It's fun, man. Motherfuckers are.
You know what I did see?
yeah.
The main complaint that I did see was like, oh, like short round, and also I think the girl's annoying because she screams all the time, and it's like, yeah.
I mean, wouldn't you?
I personally love that because it's like she's in a horror movie and everybody else is in like an adventure.
Yeah.
I love it. I love that aspect of it. She's terrified the entire time, and him and this little Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford, and this little Asian child are playing cards, and it's like it's awesome.
I think it's great. I feel like, say, Gen Xers, yeah, they probably really didn't like Temple of Doom because of that extra stuff that was added to it. But it came out when I was a kid, and even watching it now, I'm like, I'm not watching something serious, so I don't need it to be. It's like, say, I wouldn't compare. They would probably think of it in the way that episode 1 is, but I'm like, no, it's not that jarring. It's not Jar Jar. It's not fucking young Anakin. It's not that jarring.
Look, dude, I like Jar Jar. I'll never not like Jar Jar Binks. I understand
I
But I like
watched
Jar
more
Jar.
Sith Lord stuff, and I know George Lucas denied, but I don't believe him. Because like the more I've been watching more theories, and I'm like, bro, first of all, there's the footage of him saying Jar Jar's the key to all of this. And I'm like, nigga, why would you say that?
Oh, freaking
George Lucas says that.
If we can get Jar Jar working, I think this
I think
is
it'll
really going
rhyme.
to take off. I think.
I think it'll finally rhyme if we get Jar
Make it
Jar.
rhyme finally.
Finally, Jar Jar rhymes with so much already. I think.
And
Jar
like,
Jar rhymes with car.
there's something
Far,
about
Jar Jar
it.
rhymes with car. It rhymes with tar.
far.
It rhymes.
Far.
It rhymes with far away. Like
It
from
rhymes
Shrek.
with bar.
Like in Shrek, he says that.
Well, Shrek is
Shrek came out before, didn't it?
no, definitely not before. But
No, it
near.
was around the same
Near.
time, but after. I
Fuck, when
think.
did I? My times are mixed up around that.
Because Shrek, I think,
far
was
away.
2001. It was around 9/11. So I
And when was episode 1?
2000
yeah. It was
or
the year before.
99.
Was it 99?
99.
I think it might have been a 90.
That was the
90.
first. That was
Okay.
one of the first ones I remember seeing in my life. I remember
Okay.
going there and getting the little sippy cup with Darth Vader's head on it, and being like, "This guy seems interesting."
So
How did you like the movie when you saw it?
I was really young.
Oh right,
I was
you were really
young.
right.
99.
So Shrek is 2001,
Okay.
and I remember. So Phantom Menace, you
Yeah.
said that was the first one, right?
Yeah.
Phantom Menace, 1999.
Okay. Damn, nailed it.
Isn't that crazy? That's a 90s film.
I
technically?
love
Yeah,
how
it's
hard.
weird.
I love how hard
so
body
2000.
It does.
the stance of Darth Maul is. Like when they show up and it's like, now there are two of them and it's Sidious, and then Darth Maul's just, I'm angry.
I mean,
I have horns.
that nigga said nothing. he didn't even.
He said like 6 words.
Did
that
he even
whole-
say words? I don't even remember.
He said, "Finally, Master, it is our time."
Yeah, I don't even remember.
He said that.
I don't know.
because I was like, this guy was like, why is he not? How is this guy Darth anything and he's just not doing anything?
Because
to
he
be
wasn't-
Darth,
he
don't you have to
wasn't-
be fucking important?
He was just an apprentice. That's it.
But even so, you've done whatever. I'm not gonna
He was
get
the
philosophical
apprentice.
about fucking episode 1. I don't care.
And then like he got killed.
Jar Jar's the
He got
king.
cut in half. He didn't even get killed.
Was he supposed? I heard that he was supposed to make a return in the sequels 7, 8, 9.
Jar Jar.
So this is all speculation. I don't know exactly true. Apparently, it was supposed to be him as the main villain. He was to be him as the main villain. He becomes the the Lord of the Sith.
Yeah, and nigga has robot legs and shit.
Yeah, well, because in Clone Wars, he survives.
Yeah, he does.
And they,
That's right.
they
That's
give
right.
him like he fucks the Mandalorians.
Darth Maul.
Yeah, Maul.
Yeah. Damn it. I wasn't
you
quick
gonna
enough.
say
make
Darth
Yeah, I
Balls?
wasn't- I
You
wasn't
want to say
quick.
Darth Balls or something like
I
that?
wasn't quick enough.
Yeah, but he was supposed to come back, and he was supposed to have an apprentice by that point too.
Wasn't
And
that
by
in a
this
movie
point-
too?
No, he didn't. Well, in Clone Wars, yes.
Oh,
In
right.
Clone
right.
Wars, he finds his brother Savage Opress.
I
But it's
swear
such
to
a
God.
fucking edgy ass name. Savage Opress is so fucking. It goes hard, but also only to me because I'm stupid.
His name's Savage.
Savage Oppressed. It's so stupid. It is.
But is that
it
not Star
dumb.
Wars, though?
It is so dumb, but I get it.
What was the race of what was it? They were taking a jab at the Nemoidians or what is it?
What do they look like?
Fucking Doodlebomb.
There was
The
something.
flies?
What were they?
Minoi,
Which-
minoi, minoi.
I think it was the Japanese sounding ones.
Oh, the part of the
I
Trade
think it was-
Federation?
The Trade Federation.
Yeah, but were they the
that shit had me rolling even as a kid.
Dude, the Trade
Let me make
Federation
sure.
was
Hold on.
hilarious. I remember. I never actually watched those movies until like way later. But like I played Star Wars Jedi Starfighter, and they have like the trade. You're fighting the Trade Federation that whole game. I think from what I remember, and the voiceovers are so funny.
It is bad.
You Jedi
Please get me out of here. I'll buy you a whole planet.
Starfighter.
It's like stop. I get where he's coming from, but it's like, look, dude. You
Okay,
gotta,
so-
you got art imitates life. You know.
Apparently, I don't know if this is true, but people were saying the Nemoidians was a jab at least they took the name from Leonard Nimoy. Because like it was saying, it's like every once in a while there's these little shots at Star Trek, and they were saying that was one of them, just taking Leonard Nimoy's name and calling them the Nemoidians.
I fucking hate
I don't know if that's true.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I
Yeah.
hate him. I hate him.
So that's why I was just saying, like, being savage oppressed doesn't doing things like that doesn't.
That's such a J.K. Rowling ass fucking name.
I mean, every Darth person has a stupid Darth Sidious, Darth Tyrannus, Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Asajj Ventress.
Maul wasn't entirely obvious to me.
It's pretty Darth Maul.
Because Maul is like, what do you mean?
A
Like,
weapon or to completely destroy and attack somebody.
I guess it's not quite
Darth
like
Vader?
It's not like Sidious and Tyrant though.
Maul
is kinda like-
Tyrannus.
Tyrannus.
I
What if it
think
was
they're-
Tyrannosaurus? Can you imagine?
that would have been.
That's his son.
That's Dooku. That Dooku's dark fucking.
He's the fucking Tyrannosaurus.
No, he's still himself, but he's like, and he starts whooping your ass.
He is a regular.
He just has.
Dooku
he just
is roaring.
he just really likes dinosaurs. He likes dinosaurs from the human world of Earth.
I gotta tell you, I actually would enjoy that much more.
That shit's gas.
Now that's
Why using Masashi the one hand style, the rapier style?
So fucking
God.
Darth Rapier.
Darth Raper.
Did you just say Darth Raper?
I don't rape people. I rape concepts, not people.
No, like Rapier.
Yeah, Rapier.
He has to constantly correct people.
Everyone just
he's
calls him
fine.
Dark Raper.
It's called him Dark Rapist. It's like, no, rapierist.
Rapier.
I'm a rapierist.
I'm a rapierist.
I'm someone who uses a rapier.
What?
So dumb. I'm so mad.
What do you-
Let's move on.
Fencer? What would you call those
Darth
people?
Fences.
Rapierist.
Rapierist.
Fencing is any sword fighting. I'm a rapier user. I'm a rapierist.
I'm a rapierist. Okay.
I'm a fencer. I'm addicted to fencing.
Is that like gooning? What
like
is that?
fence sitting or like
Is that using like
I
fentanyl?
can't. Yeah, fentanyl.
fentanyl. I'm addicted to fentanyl.
Fentanyl.
It's a drug that makes you like on guard.
Someone during a fencing match just drooped over.
You fucking dip.
I love how they be standing. They be standing out.
Well, that's not fentanyl. That's like that
Trank?
weird. That's that mix of fentanyl and something else in Kensington, Pennsylvania.
Oh my God.
Where like they're like
it gets
Oh my-
slurped it. They look like a fucking C.
Is that
It's
when they start
crazy.
like turning into zombies where it was like they're rotting and shit? Was it that one?
I don't know about that one. That's
crocodile.
crocodile, I think.
crocodile.
Yeah.
Crocodile.
Crocodile.
You take that shit. You give that to a zombie and it turns back to a person.
So we've
You
had to
inject
cure.
that into a zombie and it's
They
like,
had the cure the entire time. So why didn't they use that in the fucking?
I am Legend.
See
Imagine
did you see the
Will Smith injects a fucking zombie and it's like, whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa, I was bugging. I'm
Speaking of
sorry.
zombies,
My
so
apologies.
sorry.
Whoa.
We'll read this one. Well, I'll say this thing. We'll read the last question, then we'll get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Did you guys see the trailer for 28 Weeks Later?
Years.
Oh, years
Yeah.
later.
No,
that's right.
they're not continuing this.
Dude,
It looks
I got
good.
It looks pretty. It looks well. I mean, the trailer's great. Who the fuck knows? But
From what we've seen, it looks
Did
good.
you guys even watch Weeks?
Weeks was ass.
Did you
I-
watch
I
Weeks?
did
We
not.
walked out of the theater
You walked out of theater?
because I was just like,
It wasn't that
it wasn't
bad.
that bad, but it was one of those things where I'm like,
I've seen enough.
yeah, I was like, I get it.
The aesthetic of how it was compared to one's the way it was shot was really good. Like the shooting, the cinematography of one is like insanely impressive because it feels like you're watching like almost a sort of recording, I guess, in an interesting way, even though it's not being like a shaky cam movie.
Right.
So it's really interesting and it's a very good movie. Weeks wasn't bad,
It wasn't bad. I just
but
didn't
it was
care.
very interesting. It was very interesting.
I should watch it again. I was in the theater. I was not interested. I don't know, man. I think there's enough apocalyptic zombie-esque things.
I get you. Yeah.
But
was
there
like,
hasn't been many recently. There's been a lot before.
I don't
though.
want another Renaissance, dude. I don't want. I don't
Yeah,
want it.
we don't
I
need
want
that
it.
to come
I don't want
back.
it. I don't want it.
That was all
have
our
had
like
enough.
late middle school, early high school was
Totally was.
everything was
Left 4
zombies.
Dead, Call of Duty zombies.
I just want. To me, only Resident Evil should do it at this point.
Resident Evil
Because it's the only
they're
one
not
that's
even
like
zombies
it's
anymore.
That's what
They're
it's
just fucking things.
It's so stupid and interesting, right? Like I don't want I didn't want World War Z. I understand that was like a good book or whatever.
Interesting, but it was
I
an
just
anthology.
don't
Yeah.
fucking care.
That game was pretty good, actually.
Really?
Was it?
It wasn't bad. I mean, it's like good in like a double A way. You know, like I don't think it's nearly. It's not like triple A or anything. But there was like a Left 4 Dead kind of feel that it got. It just did the same thing that Back 4 Blood did, where it just got a little too complicated. Like it was just like, oh, here's a scope for your rifle. It's like, no, just give me the fucking rifle, man. We're not all like fucking military servicemen. We're like these are supposed to be like mailmen, and and fucking accountants.
Yeah.
They're not supposed to know. Oh, this is a fucking ACOG scope. Like, no.
Yeah,
What the
I don't
fuck
know.
You doing
I don't know.
Customizing weapons at a weapon bench. It's
I
ridiculous.
don't know what that is. I don't care.
Get the fuck out of here. This is an accountant.
I love
a
customizing my
Lyft
weapons.
driver. Fucking just these are supposed to be normal people. One guy could do that. You have like one veteran.
Don't you love the fucking moment from Red Dead? From not Red Dead 2, from Last of Us 2, where Ellie's like customizing her thing and she gets attacked.
I did actually.
That moment's actually fucking really good because it just breaks the way the game's working the whole time.
That's like when the safe room and I can't remember which Resident Evil it was, but when one of the safe rooms.
Is it two?
It might be
when they
two
walk
in the
in?
mansion, like because you think you're safe in that main hub with the black cop. That's
Where
like
the cop
dying.
is. And that nigga just
and then you just waltz in and you're like, oh, what the fuck?
that piss because like there's a typewriter there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well,
Is there
There's
not?
a
Yeah,
typewriter
there is.
before
There
it.
is.
So there,
So
you
you're
walk in.
You're supposed to be good.
There's the entrance. There's the side on the left that has the club door and everything like that. Then there's the other side with like just the
The main
the
desk
shutter.
has like the
Typewriter,
security
yeah.
thing, the typewriter, the black cop that's bleeding out,
bleeding black man.
bleeding black.
I want to get a real typewriter and put it on like a really small circular table next to my front door, so that I can save my progress.
But you should also have a speaker playing that fucking.
The whole time, my whole life.
Yeah, you gotta come
God,
in.
Resident Evil 2 is so fucking good,
Great,
man.
great,
Oh
great,
my
great,
god,
great.
that game's so good.
All right, last question from Queen
Elizabeth.
Queen Pie-Fi.
Queen Pie-Fi.
Or Peefy?
Peefy? Probably Pie-Fi. What is that? Pussy-Fi? Is it
fucker?
like high def pussy? Is that what that is? Pie-Fi?
She says, "Hey y'all. Since you mentioned the distaste for sweats in games, what do you think about tech that's fun to just do but advanced? Since you like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for speed, wave dashing makes the game move faster and snappier while being required for high level play. So I guess the idea is like
Wave dashing is an MVC2. I forgot.
I kind of forgot that too. I
remember only from Smash.
I only remember it from Melee,
Yeah,
but was it in?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't MVC2. Yeah, not the same exact concept.
I don't think I
but it's
ever
still-
learned how to do
it's
that.
Still jitter. It's still jitter movement. Pretty much moving on frames that aren't there. So your
Yeah.
character, instead of going like this, he's just here then here.
I think. Look, I think there's certain fighting games is like maximum sweat because
By nature, what
you're
they are.
immediately like you're never not around. You're always
You're
center
competing.
stage.
You're competing,
You're never
literally.
not in the moment of like competition.
Sure.
I would say like some of the more fun stuff that's like advanced, but like kind of. I think about like grenade jumping in like old first-person shooters, right?
Oh,
Where
yeah,
it's
that's
like,
cool.
Oh, I like doing that because it shows a level of skill, it shows a level of understanding, but it's not necessarily going to get you out of a. It's actually kind of going to put you in a detriment if you're fighting because you're probably just going to kill yourself or you're just going to set yourself up really poorly for the next thing that you're going to be in.
If you're really lit like that, you can grenade jump into sniping shots, and you're just him. You know, like
That's crazy.
It's bigger than you. You know,
I love grenade jumping though. Like I wish that was more common, but whatever.
Right. Yeah, that's cool.
I love the reverse jump, the reverse leaping jump from some Mario 64.
Oh, that shit's ridiculous.
I could do it.
I can't.
And
I
it's
can't
so
figure it out.
fucking stupid.
That's how speedrunners do, right? Where
Yeah,
they
when they just fucking teleport through the map.
they jump backwards because it's faster.
You do the lunge jump, but you reverse the input, so you jump backwards. And what happens when you jump backwards, you keep gaining speed the whole time you do it.
Yeah.
So eventually, a certain threshold of speed, a door can't keep you out.
That game's so incredible for
That's so
all the wrong
funny.
reasons.
That is
Another Nintendo.
what Nintendo
game that
was
they
for a
won't-
long time.
A game that they refused to remaster as well.
Yeah,
You
They
know?
don't remaster
they put out
games.
that dumb.
I
fucking,
know it's Nintendo.
They don't remaster games.
It's just
What are you
like
talking about, man? They would never do that. Also, remastering making that game would ruin it. So.
it will ruin the
I
because
want
like
photorealistic Mario in that game.
Wow.
like are we talking about from the fucking 90s movie or what are we
No,
talking
you know
about?
that
Shit of Ron
stupid-
Jeremy.
You know that stupid.
Ron Jeremy.
You know that stupid photorealistic Mario image that was like it was really popular when we were kids.
It's a depressing image.
Photorealistic Mario.
It's a
Everyone will have
little dwarf.
seen this if you Google it. Yeah, it's the fucking first one that comes up. That's what I want.
Oh man,
I want that. So
Wow.
if we ever get a Mario 64 remake, there it is.
there he is.
There he
Look
is.
at him in all of his glory.
Dun, 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 dun.
Look at him.
I wanna pull his nose, you know?
Da-da-da. Look at him.
You know,
Yeah,
the nose.
yeah, that's it.
Mario,
Princess
Mario,
Peach.
Mario,
Toadstool,
and Yoshi,
Bowser.
and Yoshi, and shit, Luigi's brother, and he shot some guy in the back of head at him. Y'all tell.
All right. Let's move on. Let's get the fuck out of here. We're gonna read your $25 patrons.
And yup.
Not you. Was that Krillin?
Yeah.
That was kind of perfect. You probably can't do that as perfectly again.
Oh no, absolutely not.
That was an absolute. That was a perfect Krillin.
You only get
actually.
one shot, and then when you're on the spot, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine having like consistent like fucking
Talent?
Yeah, imagine that. That's crazy.
Instead of accidental spurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, like imagine truly being funny, you know? Like not needing your friends to be funny, like just being hilarious
Yeah, it would
all
be
the
cool.
time.
That would be crazy.
I'll be on stage and be like, hey, you heard about this?
You heard about this Jar Jar guy? I think he's the key.
I think he's like,
You're really one of those that really wants him to be a Sith Lord. I think it would have been interesting him being a Sith Lord. Because Tungans can't use the Force. So that would have been crazy if he was like
So he was just raw talent.
insanely good about
He could flip 40 feet in the air just cuz.
his species, yeah.
Yeah.
that's the thing.
What were they? Gungoids?
Gungans.
Oh.
Gungoids.
Don't like that.
That sounds like a racist.
That's what they said. That's
a slur of them. Yeah, you fucking gungoid.
Come here and suck my dick, gungoid.
Get over here, Gungigger.
Gungers is crazy.
Gungiger. All right.
Nah, he's just a weird little thing. He's a thing.
Jar Jar, I think he's the key. I think I can't wait to get him. I can't wait to suck his pee-pee.
The idea of him killing Mace Windu would have been funny. Mace is like, what are you doing here?
Do we have a way to
Die, Black. Just like so much lightning. It's
He
crazy.
says die black.
He's like, you're racist to black people?
I hate black people.
I hate humans in general, but I'm defining what you are.
I want my characters to hate black people also.
I want there to be 4 black people in the universe.
I'm really pissed off at black people because all they do is rhyme.
All they do is run.
I don't be making things rhyme. They make everything rhyme for me. Everything's
Only
so pleasant.
I feel like only I have the responsibility to make things rhyme. I feel like it's my mantle of responsibility.
And they've stolen it from me. They stole it from me so easily. They do it.
They keep stealing, just like they steal everything.
They still. Oh my god!
I love the idea of like meek George Lucas, like saying
Deceivingly racist
racist things, but with no real
The
conviction.
thing is that he's so probably not racist. Probably.
There's like nothing that would.
There's nothing that would indicate.
Yeah,
that. I mean, you point to like I guess the accents in the movies, but like that's kind of.
But that's more just. That's more of like.
That's just what we did, really. That's
doesn't
like,
make it right, but like that's what happened.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like
because also about that, let's not pretend like there aren't people who do literally sound like that. That
is true. That is a real voice.
Like it comes from a real place, you know.
Yeah.
Obviously, now in society, obviously we're like we're not gonna make a Snark Tank fucking video, extra ammo where we're trying to make the Mulan soundtrack again and we're sounding like fucking Fu Manchu. Would that be funny? Hell yeah, that'd be funny as fuck.
Kingston.
I'm not gonna do this. There's too much assumption of me.
the matter?
There's too much context of me being anti-Asian.
Dishonor.
They'll dub. He dubbed himself. we gotta get the fuck out of here. All right. Thank you guys for supporting. Thank you guys for watching. Patreon.com/StarkTank. Jump over there. StarkTank.shop for merch. We'll kill you. We're gonna read the $25 no patrons now. Count me down.
3, 2, 1.
One of Kingston coming soon.
Raish al slur.
Racial slur.
Raish al slur.
Instead of racial slur. Yes! That's the best name.
Cinema. That's amazing. That's the best. For that to be the opener is great too. That's the first name in the credits.
Instead of racial.
Raish al slur.
DC, get on it.
Get on it. What was that? I can't remember what clip that is. It's Bill Burr.
Yeah, okay, that is Bill Burr.
Get on it. All right.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
He's been on the fucking tirade.
I
lately,
love.
too.
Yeah, he's like, you're really surprised they killed this guy?
Yeah, he's been.
Fuck.
He's been. You
know.
I've been sharing those because he's a very. I mean, even though he's extremely wealthy now, but he's still like a man of the people.
Yeah, because it took him so long to get there.
There's some dumbasses that like, oh, what do you know? And I'm like, nigga, he got rich in his like 40s, late 40s.
He's been struggling forever.
Yeah.
He's. I He's one of the guys where it's like you can make jokes, but like
Yeah, whatever, Kingston.
there's
little
real parts
bitch.
of this. There's real parts of these things that are
Yeah.
going on. Like
You're a
being a
rapist.
comedian doesn't. It's fucking crazy.
You're a
rapist.
You're a rapist. You know.
I mean, like I didn't do it.
I seen the picture. That's you, ain't it?
That's you. I see you there with your snaggletooth
But your fucking
and your
mom.
stupid canines and your lazy eye.
I'm seeing you. That's you. That's a picture of yourself.
You inbred loser. You know. You know.
How do we convince them
You
to
know?
get on the podcast? How do we convince Bill Burr somehow to trick him to think that this is way bigger than it actually
We'll
is?
tell him it's. I don't even know what a Bostonian would.
Yeah, what are they? I don't.
I don't know. I don't even know if he likes anything.
You know, that is true. I actually just a cigar. I know he likes a cigar.
Yeah, come on our show. It's all about cigars and sports.
It's sports. Yeah. We have a sports cigar show. Fuck, but he has a sports podcast. How do we? Fuck.
yeah, so that's fine.
So yeah, so I guess he.
It makes more sense. It's like an in. It's like come on our sports show.
Yeah, it's big. It's
You know?
it's bigger than the Bill Simmons.
Yeah.
And all these
Bigger
other
than
sports people.
Stephen A. Smith or whatever.
Yeah, it's big.
Shannon
We
Sharp
had
and
Stephen.
shit.
Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith hosted the show, and we'll try to convince Bill Burr that you guys are Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith. You gotta get your hair cut like this.
Dude, I guess
You
so.
gotta cut your-
I'll do my Stephen A. Smith.
You'll do the Stephen A. Smith.
I'll
You'll
get
cut
it
your
down to
hair.
here.
You cut your hair so like the back of you and the front of you are two different people.
I have that like those old Asian monk haircuts.
Stop, guys.
So-
Enough.
And then we're gonna cut yours down, and you're just gonna be like, "Oh damn, it's me, Shannon."
Leave him alone.
Oh shit!
Stop. Don't make fun of Shannon
Damn.
Sharp. I really like Shannon Sharp. I loved him for years.
See my sex tape? Damn.
I was putting that white bitch in her place.
I fucking stretched her out good. I fucking sniffed her pussy until she was bone
She
dry.
died.
I love Shannon.
He's really fucking cool,
You see my
man.
sex tape?
It's called the sharpest tool in the shed.
That's so fucking stupid. He's in way too good of shape for someone his age, dude. Like,
Shannon
he's
Sharp?
in insane, like absurd shape. For
Well,
someone
not really.
his
Did you
age.
see that video where his colon fell out?
Oh damn, there goes my colon.
Oh damn, my colon fell on the floor again. Gotta suck it back up my rectum.
It's like you guys have one of those vacuums that like if you stretch the cord out and then you press the button and it retracts back.
Yeah, it's scary.
Oh damn.
It's like a fucking what you call it, like measuring tape.
That shit's
But
yeah,
it's
measuring
colon
tape.
back up his ass.
Measuring tape and that vacuum thing. You remember we used to have that in the apartment?
What?
The vacuum with the plug that would retract.
Oh my god, I remember he cut me once.
It always it was scary.
It's fucking violent.
It's like fighting. It's like it's literally like fighting Indiana Jones. like
Boy.
Boom! Ah! Me and Jay used to make this joke where Daredevil would fight, not Daredevil, Ghost Rider would fight people, and he'd have like a blunt nub at the end of his chain that he'd be on fire, and he'd whip people with that. It'd be on fire, flaming metal nub.
Why would he
hit
be
people.
whipping people? Is he like the spirit of a slave
No,
master?
he's just
Oh,
whipping
shit.
people. He's just whipping people.
Ghost Rider whipped my colon out again.
God damn, Gold Rider done it. You know,
We
whipping my
only
colon
doing
out.
that. You know,
What do you think
He
about
doesn't
that,
even
Cat
sound
Williams?
like that. That's the thing.
I've never heard Shannon Sharp in my life.
Yo,
Where about? I'm from the South, so I look, man. I ain't doing shit like that. I can't even sound like him.
It's close to that, but we have to have the stuffy nose too.
Yeah, stuffy
He's like,
nose.
no, you don't like this. You know, hey, yo, Skip. Hey, yo, come here, Skip.
Skip, my rectum
He's
fell out.
clearly like he's clearly.
Shaquille O'Neal's like, so he's like, that's crazy.
That's crazy, man.
That's crazy.
It's Shannon Sharp is clearly a man who like
That's
he was
crazy.
he was a country fed motherfucker.
Shannon, that's crazy.
Leave Shaq alone.
How'd your colon fall out?
Leave Shaq alone.
My rectum fell from my height. It'd kill me.
Yeah, it's difficult being 6 stories tall, man.
Yeah, I'm 6 stories. My rectum's 5 stories.
My penis weighs 24 pounds, literally. If I slap my dick on this table would burst inside of itself. My back hurts in a way you can't understand.
my back hurt. Shannon. How many times your colon fall out in a day?
Mom about 17, 18.
So they have 3-hour podcasts talking about how their colons fall out.
wait, it happened again.
Oh shit, it's happening right now.
I like both of those guys.
It's crowning. I'm fucking sweating.
We're on the first name.
Oh my god, that was the first name. Racial slur.
Racial slur. That's it. That's it. All
I
right.
love them, dude. Don't make fun of Shannon Sharp. He's really cool. He changed the sport. He's a Hall of Famer for sure.
No one's making fun of him or his colon disease.
I love him, but I will absolutely flame him. Anyone can get it.
Hey man, come on, baby, come here, Michelle.
Oh my god. We went to see the Christmas ballet and they cummed in my ass. Turns out I accidentally bought tickets to the Crack Nutter.
And they just
That
they
is so bad.
He went to see the Nutcracker. I went to see
He
the
didn't say
Crack
the Nutbuster.
Crack Nutter.
The Crack Nutter.
And then they
Fucked him.
they fuck you even though you didn't want it. So they raped you.
No, so they graped you.
They
raped
you.
The Crack Nutter is so dumb. I wish I thought of it.
The thing is, it must exist.
We've probably thought of it in our lives. We were like, oh, that's going to go in the recycling bin.
Right, because it's dumb.
Not useful.
If I put the Crack Nutter porn, it must exist.
It's Emma throwing in dollars. Flexing being a day one listener like a Destiny veteran flexes playing the D1 beta when sharing a bad opinion. Bussy music.
Bussy music.
Joe Rogan
What the hell would that be?
Joe Rogan eating Jamie's face for checking facts. Metal Gear Hitler, the tank that shoots nukes exclusively at Israel. Well, that would be a Metal Gear, wouldn't it? My coworker kept threatening to throw a do-rag on my head and give me waves. Snark Tank featuring Americano, mocha,
Fire.
mocha latte and black. Broly sticking his berserker penis in between Sweeney's gap. Oh man, Cat Black, I was wrong and gay. I'm sorry.
I was wrong.
You're forgiven. It's okay, Cat. Have a nice gay stereophalics.
It's not there.
Wizard WGDZFOSZGU. Contemplate this on the tree of woe. Our world is a pseudo sacrosanct perversion. Just beat Stevie Wonder in a staring contest. That's not a name. That's just how I feel. That's just how I actually feel. Domination. Vaughn of the Dead.
This is one thing that came up when I was looking for it.
Busting nuts in heads. 10 minutes.
In heads.
Is that from X video?
Yeah. But what does that mean? In heads? Like are they going through your orifices in your head?
Someone getting cum shot up their nose is a fucking...
I mean, because it's not on, it's in heads.
X videos is like, that's like Applebee's, right?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Like, you just...
Like, okay, so let me put it this way. Like, there's sites that like XNXX, and that's like 7-Eleven. That's like
So what is Pornhub then?
Pornhub, I would say is
the pinnacle.
That's like, yeah.
That's the standard.
That's the best one.
Yeah, so...
I don't think, yeah.
Well, I mean,
I think it sucks. It's the of those websites, it's like the one that I trust the most.
Yeah.
You know?
X videos, you know.
X
The
videos
Great
is like
Purge, man. For the Great Purge, I had all of Attack on Titan on my Pornhub account. I had fucking a bunch of like...
I love that you use your Pornhub account to pirate real
That is
software.
so funny.
Were people in the comments being like, this is a great episode.
Yeah, they're like actually philosophical debates and shit.
Yeah.
Aaron was not wrong, right?
And not just dick hard.
Someone typing my dick hard in a Pornhub comments are insane.
It was the only reason for me to actually log on there. But the thing was like, what genre has the worst comments? And after a while, it became like to me, it was the step stuff. It was that shit.
And stuff.
It became so popular, like a lot of people converged on it, and it was just stupid. The one thing that what made me mad is that so many titles were not actual what you were watching, and no one gave a fuck. That was the thing where it
They're
was
there
like,
for a reason. Man.
yeah, and they didn't care. Like, they were just like, oh, this is good enough. And
I love this. And don't beat my dick to this.
The comments on Shannon Sharp's colon videos are crazy.
yeah.
Vaughn of the Dead, bum now with a job, still wasting $25 a month on this shit. I listen to that gay Ben Shapiro verse every day. I can watch This Is Us through the gap in Sweeney's teeth. Do y'all just let your doo-doo fall in the toilet or do you catch it? I hate that clip.
I never
somebody
knew
catching
about
his
that
own
till
Wait, time
was
out.
it you that brought it up?
I never brought that up to you guys.
Time out. What do
you
you
seen that
mean?
clip?
No.
It's a guy, he's on
watched-
a podcast and he's talking about like, you just let your doo-doo fall in the toilet, you don't catch it? And he's like, why do you think people wash their hands? And it's like, because they got to touch the doo-doo. I don't think it's real. I think he's just doing it.
It's that
no
it
way someone shits in their own
must
hand,
be a
drops it in the
bit.
toilet, washes their hands with toilet paper. That's so insane.
It must be a bit
Yeah.
because it doesn't make. How would you get to that? I mean, to be fair, there are ways. There's people are fucking weird to the point where there's people that they stand up to wipe. They do different things. Like they have different like tactics, and I didn't know. I just thought it was very basic. Like you don't have to do too much to wipe your ass. You don't have to do that much.
No, man. It's
But,
so
like,
simple.
Unless like, I did like certain.
You just wipe until you see red
There's
on the paper, and then you know you're clean.
yeah. There are certain
You
people.
wipe till your ass is bright fucking red.
No, till there's red on the toilet paper.
Yeah, then you know that all the poo's gone.
There's no more poo. There's only blood.
But that's how you know.
That's
'cause
clean.
Otherwise, how do you know?
Crispy fucking clean, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I do be clean.
I mean, look. No shade. No, to shade. People have weird fucking things, except for the one. If you're catching your shit, all the shade, 100%.
We got a real life Scatman here. I'm the Scatman. Shitting in my hand, you get up to him. He's still scatting though. He's scatting about shit.
He's scatting about shit.
Yeah. Poor guy.
I'm a shit man.
Shit. Shit,
in
do
my
shit.
hand.
I'm the shit.
Shit in my hand.
Do.
Shit in my hand.
All right.
I can't believe I can't believe that's a real song.
I know. It is insane.
Like, I would love to find like a documentary on how
They're
that
doing a
even
documentary on him actually. I'm not joking. That sounds like a joke. They are actually. Because I think we Googled it recently at like a friend's house and it like came up like, oh, there is a documentary, but it said in production.
happened. Oh,
So-
wow.
Which is weird timing. I don't understand why they're waiting this long.
It's going to be called Shit Man.
It's going to be called
The
The
Scat-
Guy Who No One Fucking Understood or Cared About.
I just saw one of the worst takes I've ever
That's
seen
a
on Twitter
crazy
in my life.
title.
That's so mean.
I just viewed one of the
That's so
worst.
that was so needlessly mean for no reason.
Yeah, that was just harsh. That was harsh.
The title of this documentary is The Guy No One Understood or Gave a Shit About.
That dude,
People gave a shit about him. Enough.
that dude's kids listen to this podcast and they're like, fuck.
I'm so sorry,
You're
Scat
right.
children.
I don't like my
I'm sorry.
the scat.
Didn't they cry when they scat?
I'm a sad kid.
Oh my god. That's
Oh
such
my
a fucking.
God.
I'm sorry.
Beat somebody.
To the
if they're
Scat
crying
family,
like that.
I would not. I'd leave them be.
You would?
I'd leave them like
Yeah.
you're your own.
Like, if I have a
entity.
kid that cried like that, hit him. For sure.
I would absolutely smack him until he cried
I've thought
differently.
about like, am I going to hit my kids? And I've come to the decision that I am not going to hit my kids.
I mean, well, it never happens because you plan on it.
If I'm not,
You
gonna
don't
hit,
wake up one day and you're like, I think I'm gonna hit my kids today. No, your kid does something and you're like, damn, I'm gonna have to hit you.
If I haven't hit Lily, I'm not going to hit my kids.
Look, I have,
No, that's different. That's different.
I have no desire to hit my kids, but
Yeah.
if they do something like crazy, like, oh, you burned down the neighbor's house, then, you know.
I think
No, you're going to jail. Have fun
the
in
best
jail.
thing. The best thing.
Try him as an adult.
Now, see, how do you feel about a Spider-Man slap?
What do you mean?
Where like the Spider-Man slap, like when
when
Green Goblin
Norman
hits
is-
Spider-Man.
Oh.
with the-
Doinks him.
Oh, yeah, the little
I feel like kids need more of those.
bitch.
Like if you're gonna hit your kids, that's the way you should do it.
No, I wouldn't hit my kids.
I would absolutely. I can see myself.
I'm gonna let the universe teach
doing?
them their lesson.
I think flicking's nice.
That is the universe. I am part of the universe. We are all Stardust.
Might
As
flick
Neil
them a
deGrasse
little bit.
Tyson says.
They
It's
call him a
universe.
dork and flick him a little bit. I might do that. You little fucking dork. Throw a little.
No, he was getting his ears pierced. It clears.
Mm.
I'm
God,
gonna 1-inch punch him.
Godspeed, son.
Godspeed.
Like
Godspeed, Scatman.
Scat.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Flips over the glider, scatting.
That
Oh my god.
is incredible. That is peak cinema.
Oh man.
Scorsese is a fucking ovation right now. He's
Everyone is
so old. He's fucking dude. Anyway, yeah. So to the Scat family, I'm sorry.
yeah. Shout out to the
Scatman and Robin.
Shout out to Scatman and Robin.
Scatman and shitting is crazy.
There's a timeline where he became the dictator of the world.
What?
And then all media is Scatman related. So the Batman's gone. It's now Scatman and Robin.
He became a powerful fascist leader. Scatman. He would hypnotize people with his fucking dead language.
Right. We pledge our allegiance to the scat, so we put our hands in. Beep, bop, bop, bada, boop.
He's speaking cuneiform, I think. That's crazy. Yeah. What the fuck?
The Scat Avengers, the Scavengers, the
scatters.
the fucking Fast and Scatterus. I don't know. Like it just
The X-Scat.
the X scat. Beat a bada bop bop boop. Beat a bada bop bop beep.
Scat.
Bop bop boop.
Why did we put it in a beep? Beep isn't even scatting. All right, we can't. This is already a fucking disaster.
Let's go, bop.
Let's scat, bub.
Let's scat, bub. Bop, bop.
Beat a bum. Oh man, scatting really is just dumb.
Scatnito. It just
Scatnito.
Scat.
It's all right. We gotta go.
We can't. We'll be here all.
Start the entire.
I can.
It's no world. It's not Earth. It's Skirth.
That sucks. Top rappers: 1 Nas, 2
placeholder.
Slick Rick, 3 Lauryn Hill.
Lauryn Hill. I don't. She hasn't. Her catalog's too small.
Lauryn Hill's extremely talented.
She's very talented, but her here's
Her
scat.
catalog
Oh
is-
my god!
her
Oh
scatalog?
my god!
He said her
I said
scatalog.
scatalog. Oh my god! Oh god! I gotta go to bed.
Catalog.
I can't believe I said that.
Oh
Her
my God.
catalog.
It's a fucking catastrophe.
I don't even have one. I don't even have one to use.
That was too much for me.
Yeah.
I'm running on scats right now.
I'm running on set.
I'm running. I'm shitting all over myself right now.
I'm about to lose my colon, man.
I'm about to shit my colon into the ground.
Goddamn, I'm shitting myself again. Sorry about that.
Fucking shut down on the toilet. Colon
Meg-
fell
Meg-
all the way down into the pipes.
Megan Thee Stallion, what's going on here?
Had to call a plumber to get my colon out of the
Megan Thee
pipes.
Stallion, what's going on here?
crazy.
Oh my god.
Shaq, you got your colon in the toilet again.
Yeah. What about you?
Man, I got my colon stuck in Skip Bayless's mouth. You don't even
That's
know.
crazy. I'm still sitting on my toilet. I got my colon down there. If I stand up, I'll pull my entire skeleton out.
Shaq. How you still on your toilet, but you sitting in my interview chair right now?
I shit in your chair. And then I grind my ass on it. We gotta go.
You don't sit in my chair. You shit in my chair. You should
Exclusively.
Shaq, you skip. Why you sitting in my chair, Shaq?
I want to hear Shaq scatting.
Praise the Scatman Overlord.
Yeah.
First of all, before we start this podcast, praise the Scatman Overlord.
Can we stop, please? Let's just read the names.
Skip. Praise Scat. Scrat.
Wait, what'd you ask us to do?
The viewer Scat.
Skip.
Can we skip it about poppity this?
All right. Do you let your dude fall out? Blah, blah, blah. Getting a Chinese robot bitch and will jam my hardware into her software. Hassan canonically bang Yasmin Gold to create anti-Semitic roaches.
All hail the Scott Overlord.
God's hottest femboy fucking straight men. We need adjuster copycats now. I didn't say it. Will Graham pissing in Hannibal's mouth and giving him a piss kink. I'm calling it. Hawktoa is making an OnlyFans. I don't know. Death. Jack the World's fastest
She's bigger
Maori.
tits.
I think. Well, she's probably going to jail.
Who?
Yeah, that's true.
Who's in?
The Hawktoa. lady.
Hawktoa. I was saying if she
she's
wants
in
to like
trouble.
make money, she needs to like get all that fake shit though.
She should have just voiced a cartoon squirrel or something.
Yeah,
Like I don't even know like what she's like.
that actually would have been brilliant.
Yeah, she
Like,
sounds like a fucking
the
road.
next
She sounds like
Pix-
Chippendale.
Yeah, the
You
next
know?
Disney Pixar thing. She
Well,
was,
it's me. I'm stupid.
hi, it's me. And then
Everyone's scatting now.
I saw a crazy take just now that made me really upset.
That's
Neither
crazy.
of you guys watched Avatar, so it doesn't matter.
yeah.
Which one?
Avatar: Last Airbender.
I watched it.
Oh, he
No, I
did. Yeah,
didn't.
he did watch it. Oh, I thought you did. Oh.
It's a good
I
show.
know enough
Chris didn't
about
watch
it.
it.
I
Chris didn't
have
watch it.
essentially watched it.
I just know there's Aang.
Ong, you mean?
Is it Ong?
Yeah, it's Ong.
It's
Well, I guess
Aang.
that
It's Aang.
canonically, I mean, it would technically actually be pronounced as Ong, right?
Yeah, it
but
would.
people call him Aang.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because we're white. We're
Korra, yeah,
Americans.
exactly.
We're
Korra,
Americans.
Aang,
Those are the avatars.
nigga
yeah.
with the burn on his face.
Zuko.
Zuko?
Yeah.
Zuko.
And there was the guy that people said I was when I had my hair pulled back. I had my hair pulled back.
Oh, were you the old guy?
No, it was
Iroh?
one of the kids.
Oh, one of the kids.
Sokka?
Oh, Sokka, yeah.
Think it's that one.
Sokka?
Yeah,
He had
'Cause
his
I
hair.
had my hair in the pandemic because I was losing my mind.
Okay.
And I had like one of those like it was like
little
it was,
warrior
it was
wolf
like
buns?
a little that and then a yeah.
Yeah.
And then they were saying you're that guy and I'm like, all right.
You know what's crazy?
Fucking dumb.
That was crazy. You know what's crazy? I can never actually shave my head because during the pandemic I went crazy too and carved an Aramaic poem in my head.
You carved an angel, a fucking biblical speak poem in your fucking head?
It was stressful.
I think you should definitely shave your head so we can see it.
Yeah. I want to see the scabs and scars on your fucking head.
Yeah, it's the lyrics to Scatman in Aramaic.
In Aramaic.
That is so stupid. That is so much stupider than we have the time to discuss. Please
That's
keep
amazing.
Jack
reading.
the World's Fastest Maori Theory Nouvelle World Champion. Cry Laughing at Buzzin' by Swayze, sung by The Sims.
Oh my god, I forgot about
Simlish
that
was
song.
so fun. Dude, first of all, Simlish is hilarious.
What's that?
Simlish. It's like the language that the Sims speak.
Oh, right,
and
right,
they would
right.
have like for some of the games they would have like popular songs remixed in Simlish. The only reason I know about that is because like they had I think Savior by Rise Against was one of them, and it was in Sims 3 or something. And I was like, what the fuck? And they actually got the guy to do it. I think. I don't think it's like a vocal remix. I think they actually like, can you sing these stupid fucking gibberish words? It sounds ridiculous. It sounds like scatting.
Interesting. Yeah, because I know what they sound like. Wow, this dude has unlocked a memory for me. I forgot about Swayze.
Yeah, he's dead.
Well, it was two people.
Yeah,
About this black dude and this white guy. And like
Swayze.
I met her at a
he's
some
dead.
block party by the bar, and she kept looking at me like she knew who I was. You remember that?
I think
she
so.
was buzzing all over
Vaguely.
me. She
Oh,
was
yeah,
buzzing
buzzing
all over me.
I don't remember that
completely
shit.
forgot
Yeah.
about that.
That's an old ass
Only
fucking
fell
song.
in love.
That-
Bang bang, baby, hit me one time. Yeah, damn, I completely
That sounds
forgot
like
about
sh-
that.
Sounds
fucking
like
song.
shit. Sounds like shit to me.
It's not bad.
Sounds like fucking garbage.
That's
to me.
not.
That police
Sounds like
drawing
fucking
is Brer
garbage.
Sweeney from Song of the South.
not bad.
Big Meaty Stinks. Kid Flash is an adult and is still referenced as Kid Flash. Andy the Man Whose Handies and are back to S tier and Forever Dandy. Fat Albert's 2-inch penis.
That's the nub.
Damn, that sucks.
And it's veined
I
up
could see
to the
that.
max, but it's a fucking little.
It's 7 inches wide, but that's it.
how it.
It's like a fucking oval.
Dude, that's crazy. It's like this. it's like a wheel of cheese. It's like, and then the chick's just like licking it or something, like around. Like, what else could you do?
You just have
You
to,
have to like.
just have to pretend that it's real.
Yeah, just
Keep going.
hey, I'm coming.
Oh my
It's
god.
fucking buckets too.
He comes
If you
all
don't
the
do
weight
the
out of his
accent,
body. He's actually
I
a
will see
thin
you.
person.
The blacker the penis, the sweeter the
thin.
jizz. Heath Smoker going off Heath Smoker going is off to Vegas. The in-game currency in Call of Duty is called CP. Gids.
Yeah, true.
Hawk to a Girl has insane Ethan Ralph energy, and I wouldn't be surprised if she's related to him.
Ethan Ralph energy,
I think I kind of know what they mean. It's like
like
there
this
is like a train wreck.
stupid redneck, like
Yeah.
low cow potential.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, the moves that she's making so far are pretty stupid.
Okay.
So like, it doesn't
Ethan
surprise
Ralph
me.
is beautiful. The saga continues.
Oh yeah, I haven't caught up.
He's gonna have to go to jail again.
Again?
Most likely, he actually might. I think he's taking a plea deal because he got contempt in court in Minnesota. He went up there to film another locale.
Damn,
and then,
Tim Wall's got him.
yeah, Tim Wall's gonna literally lassoed him.
This guy's weird.
This is a really fucking.
This guy's strange. Kill him.
I was actually, when I called all those guys weird on the campaign trail, I was really talking about this guy specific.
So this
I had
Ralph
Ethan Ralph
character.
in mind.
If he said that, like, I'd be, how the fuck does he know about any?
How the hell
There's
did you
no
get that
way he
close to
should
being
know.
the vice president?
He shouldn't know any of these
The
people.
vice president should not know who Ethan Ralph is.
No,
Yeah,
Under no
absolutely not.
circumstance.
never.
I feel like
Absolutely
it's
not.
actually disqualifying in some way. And if you find out while you're vice president, you must resign.
Yeah,
You must.
I fully support that in every way, shape, or form.
Sweeney come back as Mario Judo already. Hyperball. Sweeney L. Jackson's thick, juicy purple lightsaber. Chris, there's a turnless RTS mod for BG3.
A real-time strategy?
Oh, wait, say it again. Say it again one more
A
time.
turnless RTS mod for real-time I don't really...
Oh, so basically, it's like it becomes an RTS. So it's like it's probably going to be a little chaotic, like
Look,
an RTS. But
I
that actually sounds a little fun.
Listen,
Yeah,
I have
fun.
I have to say, it's not necessarily. I don't hate the dice roll. I don't like losing as much health as I do.
In the early games, you're squishy, man.
Yeah,
That's how it works.
But it's so squishy
You're
to the point where
squishy.
it's just like I don't even
That's
understand.
how D&D is, man.
I just don't
Level-
understand a reasonable way for me to continue.
I
At a
guess
certain point, where it's
mods
just
would
like
be
I'm fucked.
Mods would be the way to like just to make yourself like say there's some games where I wanted to play through Final Fantasy 15, but there's no way I was gonna grind.
Right.
So, but I abandoned the game eventually because I just don't. It's too much. It's just too much. I just don't have time for it. But like I was completely planning on being able to because I wanted to experience the thing, and so
There's some
I'm
really
not gonna
cool
grind.
moments in that game, though. I think like, the moment like when it turns nighttime and you meet the Dragoon girl. She sews him and just fucking blights a monster in front of you. Like, yo, that monster was alive a few seconds ago, and now it's way dead.
I whooped a monster's ass that I clearly wasn't supposed to because I fucking like I
just wouldn't stop fighting
I
it?
maxed my shit out. I got some better shit because I was just like I. So I went out at night and then that giant fucking like
The iron
minotaur
dude, yeah.
he came out and I whooped his ass hard. The dude was like, one of my homies was like, oh, we should retreat, and I was like, the hell we are. Fucked him up so bad. It was funny.
Oh man,
I want to play that game again, but also I don't think I'd like it.
Game and Cream, are you listening in the drain? Come a glistening.
What's
My
that?
eyes twitching. I feel a sickness.
Twitch. My eyes twitching.
That was actually a cover of Scatman.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. There's a Scatman.
You didn't know that?
Beep, bop, boop, ba, da, ooh, doo, ooh, da. I can't scat like
You're
him.
doing it in reverse, I think, but yes. Kevin Durant's feet. Dr. Manlover, how I learned how to stop worrying and love the cock. Fuck you, I ain't paying my TV license, bitch. That's my left eye.
Scatman.
Twist.
Mr. Pants, I want to see Ben Shapiro get
Twist.
gang raped by gay clowns. Fuckface unstoppable. Cardboard pie. Longtime listener, first time asked. Question asker, first time listener. Putting my whole dick and balls in between Chun-Li's thighs and telling her to squeeze until I hear a pop. Jolly old dipshit. Bill Cosby singing "Baby, It's Cold Outside."
I mean,
yeah.
I guess that works.
Now would you really probably
You
stay?
ain't going nowhere.
It's cold outside.
That was like John Travolta.
bitch.
Yeah, I totally fucked up. That was a
Bitch, you can't
horrible
get
comment.
the way. You can't get the way.
Cosby. What are you doing?
What do you-
Rudy, what's going on?
So I will die.
He sounds
I'm
nothing like that, by the way.
good.
John Travolta sounds nothing like the impersonation of John
when
Travolta.
he's doing
At all.
Is it? Here's the thing
That's
about
the character,
Here's
that's
the
not his
thing.
voice.
It's not even the character. It's literally just him in Grease.
Yeah.
That is him in Grease, and that's it.
Oh my God.
It's like
Isn't he like a high-ranked Scientologist? Isn't he like one of the hyper-ranked ones?
Yeah, he's one of the for sure.
These are the ones that make people go missing, right?
Yeah, the highest one is I think that's
Cruise?
Tom Cruise. Yeah,
Yeah, Tom Cruise is like he's like a priest over there.
yeah.
It's crazy. He's very powerful.
Crazy
my
how
God.
fucking old and gross he
My
looks, and he's still
colon.
doing one last Mission Impossible.
He is very.
Oh shit!
Oh jeez!
Oh man, my colon fell out again. Oh my God!
See what I'm saying? I'm not the only one that has this problem. I'm not the only one that has this problem, Skip.
Please, let's
I
finish.
need colon medication. I don't know that was at that point.
Oh, Sandy.
Oh,
my
shit.
colon's falling out again.
Oh shit!
I'm leaving you.
I'm leaving. I can't be with a man with no colon.
This is so bananas.
I always. It's my deal breakers. I need.
That's my deal breaker.
Oh fuck! Saggy pussy lips on Deadpool. This is the craziest fucking credits we've had in a while. Gears of Leno.
Oh, that's hot.
You can see that.
That's hot.
What is it? You see this? You see this fucking worm over there?
You see this worm over there?
You see this fucking worm over there? Look at that.
They're singing cities. It's singing cities.
See him with this? They're singing the city with a giant worm.
Is that the most classic line from that fucking series?
That is the most.
Dom! That's the most classic line.
Well, yeah, Marcus screaming Dom is there also. But I do think they're sinking the city with a giant worm is just such a crazy... It's like Madam Web. You know that line from the Madam Web trailer that was going around? Where it's like,
I don't remember.
My parents, they were studying spiders in the Amazon, and then they died. I can't remember. It was like something like that. Where it was like this weird copy pasta where it's just like, that's so clunky and such an obvious, like, dumb way to tie this into Spider-Man. But like, it's not that it's a dumb line. It's just funny. Because he's so... Marcus is panicked in that moment. They're sinking the city with a giant worm!
Giant worms specifically. I almost feel like is that where... Wait, which one came first? The Alaskan bullworm or...
Obviously, the Alaskan bullworm. That's not even worth talking about.
That was like
Are you
season 2,
are you
right?
sure?
It was like season 1 or
Derek,
season
shut
2.
the fuck up. Just read that. I'm so done doing
You
this
don't
episode.
know.
Oh my God,
You don't
it's an
know.
Alaskan bullworm.
It's an Alaskan bullworm.
Oh my God. Jeez.
There's so many jokes converging and it's giving me a headache. There's so many different lines of jokes. I can't do this anymore.
You see this? Look at my colon.
Look at my colon.
I can skip roll with it. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I can. Well, look at this. He drags out a bull, rips its colon out.
He drags it out. He grabs it by the scruff of its bull neck and drags it out. It's fighting.
He runs up to a bull's open anus, clasps it, and pulls.
The colon.
My colon. What the fuck is going on? Yard Dweller, she phantom Rosewood 2 on my divine swindle till I chaos. Defeating Rabbit Sweeney with a fire hose of cum, melting him like Roger Rabbit's dip. Chaozu's wife isn't canon and is a doll. At the door, I can't escape it. I'm probably an F. Smitchy the kid, she pipkin on my pippa, getting my brains blown out for shareholder value. Sweeney flosses with his own piss. I'm just here so I don't get killed. And finishing it off, as always, King of Haphazards, Star Coffee. I'm white, but my dad left after going to prison twice. Can I say it? Chris was right. American Dad is pretty funny. Roger's not as annoying as you said. IMO. Transform Gremlin. Yush. Sween is just Derek in his Zarbon monster form.
Facts.
Chris stared listlessly at the patron list. Time to plaster a fake smile and plow through this shit one more time, he thought. I love how Alan Wake that is. Chris stared listlessly at the patron list. Craig the Canadian. I'm Jimmy Olsen. Oh yeah, I forgot to say that. I voiced in one of those fucking solid JJ DC superhero videos. You can go check that out. Solid JJ. If you Google it, you'll find it. I think it's like Superman gets cheated on, I think is what the name is. I played Jimmy Olsen.
You're Jimmy Olsen?
I'm Jimmy Olsen.
You're like, hey, it's me, Jimmy Olsen. I lost my colon.
Shut up. Oh my God.
It's your boy Shawnee.
my colon.
It's your boy Shawnee. Yeah, go check that out. Solid JJ is awesome. He's great.
Go check out my colon.
Go check out my colon. It's wet. It's your boy Shawnee D. Rest in peace, Jeff the Shark, who got fist pummeled to death in Brooklyn. That's true. I didn't know that wasn't even a real character.
He's a new one.
Cerberus Agent 627. Gay Bon Jovi be like, I'm a gay boy on a fat cock I ride.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
I like that. The
All
wordplay.
right.
Not bad.
All right.
On a fat cock I ride. It's good. I hate that song, but this is good. Tip for broke asses. Enter picture mode for iOS YouTube. Lock screen, then hit play on your earbud. The video will play.
Lock screen. Okay.
That's so funny.
That's fire.
I love that. Enter picture mode for iOS YouTube. That's so wild.
Yeah, YouTube Premium's fucking expensive unless you have a family one.
It is, yeah.
That's the only one
I
that
do.
makes sense.
How much is it?
It's expensive. It's like 20 something.
Yeah, but like
Really?
you do a family
I feel like I don't pay 20 for
because
mine.
if you do a single, it's like fucking like $13 or $14. So you might as well do a family and just split that shit or whatever. Like say, or I'm just saying, like if you, it's like Spotify, doing a duo or something or a family one's cheaper than doing a single.
The thing for me is like I've canceled real streaming services. I canceled Hulu. I canceled HBO. I'm not canceled. Like YouTube is like the one that like it's probably like the last on the chopping block.
I use it so
You know what I mean?
frequently.
I use it so frequently. It's so reliable.
Same.
I just feel it's weird because I
It is
don't
expensive,
use the music service though.
I don't use it either. I like
I've
that.
never
I
used
like
it.
there being a separation of things. I think this is like where we come from too. Like we're older.
Yeah.
So like we're used to like things having like even just devices. Like this is my iPod. It plays music. This is my computer. It does computer things. This is my This is my video game console. It plays video games. Maybe watches DVDs. Now that everything's kind of the same, kind of bleeds together.
Yeah.
But like I like that YouTube is where I go to find videos, and I like that Spotify is where I go to find music. But that's probably like an old sentiment. I'm sure a lot of people don't care. Although there's video on Spotify now, and that was really fucking weird.
Yeah, it's getting pretty wild. Where I was like, oh, how's that gonna work?
Yeah.
Whatever.
People were asking like, why don't you do it for the Snark Tank? I was like, I don't know how that
Let me
works.
suck my pee-pee. There's that too.
Just go on YouTube. Like I don't know. Like I feel like Spotify is so clearly not a video service. But that we might just be old.
Yeah, I don't even know how to
would
do it.
be-
I feel like you need like special privileges to do it.
I think you can do it.
Like already?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't handle that end of the show. I really have no. I don't even.
I guess I haven't
genuinely
seen
don't
any-
know how
I haven't
that even
seen
works.
an RSS thing to do it. I haven't seen like an option saying, "Hey, you can now." Maybe it's there and I've just ignored it. It might be
It's
there. and I
probably
just
like,
ignored
dude, the
it.
back ends of those sites are really fucking.
Yeah. Whatever. Look.
Whatever. Go to YouTube.
Yeah, yeah, I'd rather it just be on one. I don't know if it becomes so easy that like I'll figure it out. But
Yeah,
as of right now,
there's an intense demand and it's easy, we'll do it.
Yeah.
But like I just don't see it personally.
Right.
You'll let us know. Getting jerked off to completion by an arcade claw machine. I paid $500 and was not worth it. 3XO realizing if Sweeney was a white woman, he would be Keisha Gray. I don't know who that is.
I've heard that name, but I
That's
don't.
a porn star. It's a famous porn
Oh,
star.
is that that is a porn star?
Is she
Gray.
dumb?
If I'm not mistaken, she got beat like really bad by her husband, who was a porn star as well.
Oh, that tracks. I see the parallels.
Yeah.
You getting beaten up by your husband.
Who's also a podcaster. Slurping, smoking, joking. Emoticon's going like this. Goku and Chi-Chi both speak with hick dialects in Japanese, hence being dubbed with southern accents. Oh, I see. That's interesting.
They are hicks. They are meant to be.
They are like
Logans.
yeah,
they supposed to?
backwoods ass.
I guess that makes sense.
Whoa, booby.
That's gross though, and I would hate like a Kentucky Goku. Like that's disgusting.
Yeah. Hey y'all.
I mean,
I'm going Super Saiyan.
Okay.
Ow, my colon. Ow.
Not again,
stop
Chi-Chi.
with the colon stuff, guys.
Chi-Chi, can you help me put my colon back in?
Oh shit, Goku! I don't know. I never done handled a colon
And
before.
Gohan's like, my parents are idiots.
Yeah. Oh my fucking! Why is their colons always falling out?
Man, come punch me in the head again. It's the only time I feel alive.
He just with Piccolo. Piccolo's like, I love you, Gohan. Remember that. You're a good kid. Gohan, you're good. Help me with my colon real quick, though. Piccolo doesn't have a colon, probably.
He can't.
He's a fucking alien.
He literally doesn't eat.
This is a canon. This is into the colon verse. There's just so many colons falling out in so many different universes.
Into the colon verse is crazy.
You doxed gay men in Iran. You built Kaczynski's bomb, Mr. Grinch. Obi-Wan should blow me. Waiting for the sween hunting tier. I want his pelt. Kremlin to Gremlin. 50 cent to 50 cent blood in my piss. Drinking squirrel girl's thigh sweat.
They gave her a lot of body.
Thigh sweat, damn. I don't want to drink sweat. I'm sorry. I'm not that horny.
I'm pretty. I'm not horny anymore.
I wouldn't
lost
drink
my
sweat.
Fire.
No, even in my prime, I don't want to drink sweat.
In my horniest, I was
in my most ravenous.
dubious.
I would not be drinking sweat.
I would say the most I do is like say ever like in high school or we were like all at school all day. We had PE and all this stuff. So if you like hooked up after that, like there was a glistening coat of like sweating because you have not showered. Right. So like at that point, like even like say if you were there's a little that was like my maximum.
In my school, there was a kid who would always get beat up in the locker room. He'd get beat up so bad that his colon would fall out, and they would wring his colon. It would wring his colon. They would drink all the stuff that would wring out of his colon.
I almost pivoted to colon, and I was like, no, don't do it, Derek.
Yo, first of all, I want you guys to really envision this. Hold on, because this is different. Imagine getting beaten so bad that your colon fell out.
You know what's fucked up? I'm sure in the Midwest somewhere, in a bumfuck Kentucky town, that has happened.
That has absolutely happened on the border, on the Mississippi border. That has happened.
They beat him up and they started sucking on his colon like a fucking
chitlin, dude.
A chitlin,
We're in the middle. We're on the borderline. We're in between, fucking Mississippi and whatever the other state is.
We're savages.
Get him, Skeeter. Get him, Skeeter. Law does not apply to us. On the border, we are borderlanders.
And we are borderlanders. We are sovereign citizens.
We are sovereign.
We are here to suck on your colon till it is gray and dried up.
I want you.
Hand over
your colon's gonna look like E.T.'s neck when we're done.
Honey, be careful. Do not go through that border because the colon raiders might get you.
What do you mean the colon raiders?
Oh, Darla.
That's not real.
That's not real, Darla. You're listening to old wives' tales like the dumb, stupid whore bitch you are.
Let's go on an adventure, Skip. And his dog's like, woof. I'm not going. They're going to steal my colon.
Dog's like, woof.
Woof. I don't think that's a good idea, master.
Woof. Bark.
I really enjoys my colon.
So you's going to have to go there by your lonesome while I stays here and fucks your wife.
Hand just grabs
it's Marvel Rivals Wolverine growls. They're bursting out of the ground. They buried themselves.
They get a
under
fucking
the soil.
fork and spaghetti your colon on it.
They just digging his asshole fucking raw and yank it out. And he goes in with no resistance.
That's crazy.
He just goes in slow.
Oh, it just like that's way too sensual, dude.
That's way too much.
You got to be in and out.
It's like it's cold though. It's
Mr. Beast blinding kids. Lee Harvey Oswald right before shooting yelling, "If they set."
What?
These are great today.
What is this?
Lee Harvey Oswald right before the shooting yelling, "If they set that Kennedy free, it'll be the end of all of us." No. I saw Daddy sucking Santa under the mistletoe. Big Daddy Derek, update us on Ethan Ralph. Well,
I did a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, he contempt of court. He pleaded guilty. I guess if he fucks up one more time, he'll go to prison. But
maximum security Ralph prison securement center.
He's surrounded only by Portuguese people that are going to beat him up.
Yeah, they sent him to a Portuguese prison.
That would be so funny. His natural predator of Ethan Ralph, the
Portuguese man.
The Portuguese man.
I love it. I love that he's been beaten up multiple times.
Amazing.
By the same group.
I love. I'm telling you, he's the underdog. It's like people are missing every internet archive person. What do you call them? Is that what they're called?
I don't know.
They're all missing this guy. I was like, what is wrong with you? It's like the JF people and the crew crime people. They're missing that gold. It's like layups.
It really is crazy to me that situation is not
true. It makes
true.
no fucking sense to me.
Anyway. Hey, Big Daddy Derek. Oh, okay. Read that. Wage Slave 583. Papini Brothers report J.D. Vance has sexual relations with Cherry from Pee Wee's Playhouse. Donk Donkerson. Oi, Yui. Come back. Yeah. Be a good cunt and come bounce on the cock in the back of the boogie.
Come back to me, colon.
Come back to me, colon. Oi, Yui. Big colon just fell out. You right? My colon felt Homelander punched me in the stomach. And now my colon's on the fucking ground.
I can't deal with these colon jokes anymore.
What's
It's not a
wrong
joke
with your
anymore, man.
colon,
It's a
Mike?
lifestyle now.
Is something wrong with your colon?
Something wrong with your colon.
It's a little too much PTSD.
That's better.
Yeah.
I don't know how to do that accent. It's harder. That's a harder.
I'm
of the
trying
London
to think
accents,
of also the way that he does these little mannerisms.
It's
where he's
more in the inflection than in the accent, I think, actually. It's weird. Oi, you
Well, if your colon's hurting. Well, if your colon's hurting, you
Oh, fuck.
I'm writing off somebody that can help you.
Gate 6.
Downright diabolical.
PP, I'm working on a submission for a t-shirt idea. When I'm done, where can I send it so that you guys see it?
Let me have a piece of your colon, Starlight.
That's a good question.
Starlight,
Oh, wait, what?
So he says, PP, I'm working on a submission for a t-shirt idea. When I'm done, where can I send it so you guys can see it?
Ooh, Snark Tank Team
At Gmail?
gmail.com?
Yeah, snarktankteam at gmail.com. Yeah, that's where we're most likely to see like serious stuff.
Oi, Yui.
You could tag us, but like
Yeah, the tags.
but you would have to tag my alt account. You have to tag Gunray Chris specifically because I don't get
My
notifications.
DMs are open on Twitter. I see. I get very few, so I see them all. So that's if.
That's another one.
But
too.
the email should be fine. Kingston will see it.
Yeah, I'll see it.
All right. This isn't meant to be mean, but I don't see the progress everyone's saying Sween has made. There's no shame in trying Ozempic. Well, first of all, Ozempic is insane. Isn't that like?
It's money.
Well, isn't Ozempic like?
What?
It's a dietary thing, but it's
Well, they're using it's completely it's
Ozempic's a brand. It's not the thing.
Yeah, it's I forgot what the actual drug's called because there's different versions of it now. But it is an acceptable off-label thing now.
Yeah.
It is now. At first, the only argument before was that, hey, you're taking away from people that legitimately need it for the diabetic purposes.
Right.
But now that it's in abundance because of the demand.
Yeah.
And so now, my only pushback is that long term it hasn't been.
We have no testing through it.
That's it. There hasn't been long term.
That's what I directly talked to a doctor about. They were like, no, there's no long term testing. It was like if you can lose weight, which I have lost weight without using drugs.
Yeah.
They were like, do that.
It's the ideal way to do it anyway.
Yeah,
They were like, do that.
I don't think it's a
There's-
weight
and
thing
there's-
for
there's
you
nothing-
as much as it's a health thing,
Yeah,
right?
for different. But the thing is that like there's nothing wrong with using it. You are correct. 100%. There's nothing wrong with using it. If it's going to increase your quality of life, then do it. I just think that clearly something that is this fast working when it comes to, because in the ideal world, that's what happens. You know, there is a drug you can just take that'll help you lose weight and be healthier. That'll help people live longer. That is the way to do it. There's no reason to be ashamed of taking drugs to help you live a better life.
I've been on Ozempic for 10 years.
It's insane.
I mean, I noticed.
Also, the doctors were like, "Oh, there's no point. You've lost like 35 pounds. Like, there's no. Why would you use it?"
Well, in the eyes of media, you have not had this major transformation, like in this
Guys,
short
he's not
amount of
going to
time.
look like me.
Well,
Yeah, I'm not
He's not
gonna-
going to
I'm
go
not
like 115 pounds or whatever.
I'm not gonna drop that many pounds that fast. You know. It's
also,
been-
relatively, a lot of people have this problem, and I have to you have to ground yourself and remember.
even when it comes to exercise,
A couple of years is a tiny fraction of your lifespan. So the idea that you need to lose a significant amount of weight this quickly is stupid. You could literally take 5 years and lose 10 pounds a year. You know, I'm just saying, even though you've done more than that. But like say it's all going towards this goal to where you're healthier.
and it feels terrible. It felt terrible at first. Like, dieting is not bad anymore. I think that's like a really not a big problem. It is how often you're used to doing stuff like whatever you're eating.
Yeah.
Like definitely it's hardest during this period right now because obviously it's holiday time. Everybody's eating is this fucking shitty food, which sucks a huge amount. And plus people are like busy, so that's been tough. But like, I mean, hey, bud,
Safeway?
huh?
Safeway?
Let's go away. Let's go away. I'm glad you noticed. I appreciate you.
I think Safeway's go away, right?
The phrase like get out. I think.
I think
Afuera's go away.
yeah,
Or get,
Safeway is like,
so what?
it's like, there it goes.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I've heard it used. In my family, that's kind of like the context clues kind of indicate that that's what it is. And I was like,
Okay.
all right, there he goes. There it goes. Safeway?
Yeah, you good nigga.
I was watching a video on Twitter just now of what is his name Bam Margera, he was doing like a weird trick on his skateboard, which is insane because he's still skateboarding. He's mad fucking old now.
Well, Tony Hawk still skateboards too.
Yeah, it's crazy. But he fell down really hard and his colon came out.
God damn it. Wait, did you actually see it?
I was like attentive, like,
Ew, at the skate park is so gross. Like down
And
his
then someone rolls over
Trailing
it. And then
it,
someone
yeah.
rolls over it. It's a fucking tire mark on his colon.
Yo, that's great. You got run over so bad your colon is tire marks. That's fucking next level. To the tune of Hot to Go, FAGGOTS, gay guys having gay hot sex. DEADCEO. John Strickland, Merck's 1889. Sweeney tipping his weeb fedora at Lily, saying, "My bitch."
My bitch. Nice.
I like my bitch. Is pretty good.
Yeah.
The first one to Keith David had to skip back to see if Derek really said "Boners Gape 3."
Oh.
Probably. Sounds like something you would say.
Oh yeah, I did. But no, that was,
I did.
I mean, I think one of the episodes, literally when we were talking about Baldur's Gate, that was
It might be called
the actual title of the.
Boners.
Yeah,
I think that sounds
I
familiar.
think it's literally boner, and the thumbnail is censored Shadowheart's giant tits,
yeah.
and then a fucking naked dwarf.
just not proportionally similar at all. Sween flosses the gap with, in his teeth with Lily.
Just grab her.
That's so disgusting.
Kingston, what are you doing?
Ow!
Ow!
My colon. This is the dumbest arc we've had on the show for a long time. Can't wait for the next VG3 update to fuck Asterian's title hole again and how the tags enjoyed. Pre-Roz, I can definitely impregnate Sweden's tooth cap. You said Sweden.
Sweden.
I don't know if you did this on mobile and it autocorrected, but
He probably did.
Blake896, Radiohead Nice Peen. Do you think Brian Thompson's last words were "Wow"? Well, he's not a Mario.
He's not Mario. Oof.
He would be like I guess he would just like kind of
Jesse. And he gets his head blown
he would
off.
just kind of disappear and turn into like a small set of numbers real quick.
This,
Yeah?
yeah, I guess so.
Because that's kind of how they die.
Who's they?
All right, listen.
Them.
Listen, the enemies in Mario. I'm trying to make like I'm not saying they with three parentheses.
Dun, 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 dun.
Anyway,
I like how the old like that sound effect when you would
And he
die.
gets hurt.
It was like,
yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
Spider Goon. Alaskan oil field trash. Kazuhira, most of MGS5 is filler Miller. Texas tater salad. Young Sheldon getting lost in Sweden. Oh, wait, what the fuck? Is that happening again? Oh, no, it's just the same. Okay, Young Sheldon getting lost in Sween's tooth gap. Steve Urkel viciously raping Johnny Five for science. We moved on from E.T. onto a robot.
Yeah,
Johnny Five from Short Circuit.
it's hot.
It's not really. I don't think you could rape a robot.
Watch Steve Urkel.
Watch me work.
Watch me.
Yeah. Oh, is that a challenge?
Steve Urkel is black.
do that.
Steve Urkel is fucking Black Sheldon, but he's not.
I mean,
He's not.
kind of. I mean, that's not
Black
totally
Sheldon.
inaccurate.
No, Steve Urkel's not autistic. He's just weird.
Yeah, he's just insane.
He's crazy.
I mean, is
When
he?
he turned
Steve
into-
Urkel's clearly autistic.
No, I don't think he's autistic. I think
Watch
he's
that show again. Tell him he's not autism coded.
Yeah, well.
I guess so.
Well, Stefan isn't though.
This ultra nerd.
Stefan,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Stefan. His
Who's Stefan?
his
suave
ultra
alter
autistic ego.
Oh.
He's the non-autistic.
Yeah, he's not autistic because his alter ego isn't.
He gets in a
The
machine.
very idea.
He gets in a
great.
machine. He gets in a machine. The machine turns him into Stefan. Stefan is a dwelling of
He's
Steve.
autistic.
You need to watch it again. Stefan actually. So no, see, Steve Urkel is not autistic. Stefan, he steps out of the machine, and there's a train in his hand, and there's Sonic in his other hand. He's suave as fuck, but you see he has it.
Listen, Steven Urkel, the man,
Yeah,
is
Steven Urkel.
autistic. Steve Urkel is a character, not autistic.
And Stefan.
Stefan is not autistic, but they are under the umbrella of an autistic man.
They're trapped in the body of
Yeah.
Steven Urkel.
This was before
Steven Urks.
It is autism coded, but this was before we understood autism.
right. So it's like
For
that.
sure.
Yeah. It's
Name
it's,
characters that are autistic that people don't think are autistic. I think Solid Snake has to be autistic.
Solid Snake?
Has
Like
to be
specifically
autistic.
Solid Snake, or like the
all
whole
of them,
lineage?
all of those niggas.
Every single character.
Except for maybe Big Boss.
So Big Boss is not. So just all the clones.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with that. I think all the clones are like, because they're fucked up.
They're all
Like they all have like they that came out wrong. That is
fucked up.
That is not what I meant. But
said
at
it
the
so
same
bad.
time,
That reminds
but
me
at
of-
the same time,
on a recent Sacred, I mentioned Autism Speaks, and I said that autism company by accident. They're not an autism company. They make autisms.
yeah, they make I mean,
Yeah.
they make vaccines.
crazy. You can just
Nikki
place
Ziggy.
autism on people.
Nikki Ziggy. Paul Joseph.
No.
Paul Joseph Watson's hands here. We have consumed the body.
Can't wait for Sonic.
You're
3.
next. Preheated
Have
toast.
you seen any of the Sonics?
The movies, yeah, I seen the first one. And I watched the Knuckles show.
Oh, okay.
I saw the first one. Hi in theaters. I took a gummy and I went to see it, and I don't remember anything of it.
I like Sonic a lot.
Was it in theaters? I thought it came out during like the pandy.
Beginning right before?
Oh, it was right before?
the lockdown.
It was
okay.
the last movie that people could see.
Right. Yeah,
Because everybody was like, "Man, what an omen!" That like the Sonic movie came out and then the world shut down.
That's funny.
It is crazy.
That's funny.
Anyway, preheated toast. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Badly Brave. Dog the Baby Hunter.
Oh, that's amazing. I would watch the fuck out of that show.
Hi.
Taste is a baby.
That's it. You need Christ, brother. You need Christ. Go with Christ. And he just puts his baby in.
Go with Christ.
With the baby with no fucking seat, just puts it in the back of his fucking.
Baby handcuffs on.
Take it to the infant de-skinning machine.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Where did you get this?
Where did you get this? Why is this specifically a thing?
It's at Costco next to the fucking Rohypnol baby
It's right
oil.
next to the fucking Costco guys.
We're Costco guys.
Of course we de-skin babies.
Of course we de-skin
With
babies.
Kirkland brand machinery.
Young Justin, Rizzler, de-skin his baby.
He's gonna say, damn. It pulls it out the
This
other
is
end.
actually one of the most. This feels like an insane episode.
It does feel
We're
like
on one.
a fever
Yeah.
dream.
Oh my fucking god!
All right. He's fucking Doppler. He's Doppler affecting. Oh my god. He's speeding by these people with a baby skinner. Aetherian needs help lowering his weapon in Halo 3. Can't help you there. Sorry. Orange Man Hunter, Naphram, Melphis 1, and rounding out our list as always,
The king.
the king of haphazard. Ain't he glorious?
My nigga. He's been consistent for many years.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah. What is
I don't
that
know how he's doing
sound?
that.
Do you like Michael Winslow? What the fuck?
It sounds like it really is crazy that he can do that.
I don't know. That's like a Michael Winslow thing.
Not on purpose. I don't think. I can't whistle like that. I can't do it.
I have no
You have to
concept of how he's
close
doing
your
it.
lungs as much as you can. Let all the air come out.
Close your lungs.
No, I can't do that. That's crazy. I felt like I was gonna throw up right now trying
What
to
do you
do
mean
that.
close your lungs?
You gotta make your lungs taut.
You gotta suck your fingernails in a little bit. Like,
You gotta-
what the fuck do you mean? I
You
can't do it?
retract everything on your body. Your hair strengthens you a little bit.
All
You
right.
gotta pull your colon a little bit up to the
Yeah,
surface.
yeah. All right, let's get the fuck out of here. We're. Ew.
Yeah, it comes out. It's like, and it goes back. It's like a xenomorph.
Bye, guys.
So they got the idea from.
Bye, guys.
This is fucking dark.
You ever shoot your colon through your mouth like a xenomorph, Jack?